And returning our countdown, number 2. This is ponderous, man. Ponderous.
E3, man. E3. Fucking ponderous.
Oh, we have a title for the podcast.
Okay. That works. Tittles are good.
Tittles. Tittles.
Explodes tittles.
Jump. Get hype? Are we hyped, guys?
Oh, yeah, boy. Remix.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into Dark Side of the Kingdom. This is episode 34. We're on the street. This is a video game podcast. A podcast about people who play video games. Yeah. That is us. My name is Dean.
This is Percy.
This is Ian.
Hey, it's Mike.
Whoa.
Special guest. Holy shit.
Mike Steele back in studio.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, man.
He's like a fiery phoenix.
I've emerged from the ashes.
Arose from the ashes of last year's E3 episode.
Yeah.
Mike, he's back in studio. It's been a year. It's E3 again, right? I mean, it's got to be. We're all excited. Mike's back. Hey, guys.
Wow, we sound so goddamn excited.
No, please, guys, slow down.
Everybody's going to be lots of work
Mike,
today.
good to have you back.
Yeah, man. This is going to be a E3 retrospective. E3 already happened. I'm safe to assume everybody got their facts from their podcasts.
Yeah.
They're tuning in to hear what we have to say about it. So we're going to kind of rehash. We're going to kind of go over some things and give our opinions on the E3. Guys, off the top, good E3, bad E3. Were you guys going in with a lot of hype? Were we, satisfied off the top? Okay. Thank you.
You're a car driving by?
That was Ian for people. Okay.
I liked it. It was nice. I enjoyed it.
All the systems have been out. PS4, Xbox One's out, Wii U has been out. So a lot of new games, a lot of just games. No new hardware. Microsoft. I guess we'll kind of start there.
Let's go.
No, kind of what you've been playing. I mean, you guys were just doing E3.
Word.
Microsoft. So we'll kind of just run through, guys. Any methods to the madness? So I should start listing names
List
in order.
that shit.
Let's go start from what they opened up with.
Okay, so we'll kind of just go in chronological order. They opened up, of course, Microsoft, Halo 5 Guardians.
Wasn't it weird seeing set pieces in Halo?
It was kind of weird.
Because they're always cutscene heavy. They're all about their cutscenes and stuff. And I know that modern first-person shooters love the whole being a part of they've taken the Half-Life cues and being a part of it.
Yeah.
But it was to me it was super weird seeing set pieces in a Halo game.
It felt like definitely like they were trying to make 343 Industries make their own Halo. Finally,
Yeah.
like they got was it Guardian Spark or what's the guy's name or Locke?
Yeah, Locke.
Locke. So it's kind of like team-based ODST vibe a little bit. You got your squad. It seems like you're kind of following behind Master Chief. It's like you're
You can play.
two steps
You can play
behind the action.
either of them.
Okay.
Like you can play both sides of the story. I don't know if you choose or if it's like the Arbiter in Halo 2, where it randomly switches you based on the mission. But I know that you're playing both sides, which is cool.
Yeah, both sides. Halo, big Halo, Halo 5 game. Percy and guy. I mean, did do anything for you? I mean, you guys-
Halo, I don't care.
The only last thing I played was like Halo 2, like all the way through.
Yeah.
So I still don't even know like ODST or anything else. Halo
ODST
3.
was garbage.
I started playing
slow-based, very.
I just recently started playing Halo 3.
Yeah.
Timely.
Yeah. Percy's
The
playing catch-up.
controls are fucking
I appreciate
balls,
it.
but holy shit, it's
I think time capsule wise, Halo 1, Halo 2 in that period, amazing.
I think Halo 1 and Halo 2
Yes.
were great. I think
Love them.
3 was
It's kind of a,
weird. It seems like people have a lot of reverence for it, but I don't. I think Reach is the best Halo game ever. I think Reach was spectacular.
and then Halo 5 Guardians. It's interesting that they have like that subtitle, but I mean, it seems almost makes it seem like it's lesser than like Halo 5. Like already
Yeah,
came
doesn't
out.
it seem like that would be like a
just
side
need Halo
app
5,
that
but-
comes with Halo 5? Halo 5 Guardians.
So it sounds like pass.
I mean, I'm down to check it out. I'm down to check it out because I haven't really been into Halo.
It looked
and it
good.
looked
Like,
nice.
visually, it
I mean,
looked nice.
the colors are fucking a lot of colors.
A lot of colors.
which is nice.
How about
'cause it's
that,
better than brown and gray.
The guy it ended on like the last enemy. Seemed like
Skullface?
Skullface, not very typical of the Halo
Skullmania.
universe. Seems like a little bit
I
more
think that-
kiddie, a little bit different.
Well, those are
direction.
the dudes from Halo 4,
The last one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Prometheans.
I just remember the
Protheans.
trailer
okay.
from the
Because
last.
they're all like in armor and they're like made of energy, but they're energy skeletons.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Energy
A
skeleton.
big Halo
Energy
4
skeletons.
crowd here, huh?
Yeah.
Moving along, another game with kind of like a energy skeleton. A game with robots with cores, Recore.
Nice.
Right. It's how we're doing some transitions. Recore. It was kind of a weird game, right?
Well, I know it's just a trailer,
It's
but
just a
the
trailer.
fact that
Concept-wise,
it's not Kamiya. Who was the guy? It's the Resident Evil
Eggman.
guy.
I don't even know.
Resident
Was it?
Evil
Really?
Platinum.
I thought it was-
What the fuck's that guy's name? I'm spacing on it. The guy who did Resident Evil and he worked for Platinum and he.
Sorry, we just host a video game podcast. It's hot in here.
Wait,
It's Las Vegas.
we say we don't know shit about the industry. What's
I'm super
coming
spacing
true
on
right
his
now?
name. Everyone knows, and people shouting at it, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
him and then a bunch of
Good lineage,
retro
basically.
guys, like the guys that worked on Metroid Prime. And you look at that game, and if you look at that
You
game,
mean, no. Did you say Rare? Oh, you
No,
said
it's
Retro.
the Mega Man.
Retro.
It's the Mega Man guy. It's
Inafune?
yeah. It's him.
oh, it was Inafune?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Resident Evil guy. My bad.
Yeah.
Then that's my bad. But you look at it and you see it's a bunch of retro
Oh, that's
guys
the one with the
who
dog.
made
Yeah,
Prime, and then you look at that trailer and imagine what a game that's similar to Metroid Prime would be like in that, and
Yeah.
it like. In your head, that could be a cool ass game, but they didn't actually show anything, so that's all I
showed
have to base off
nothing.
of.
Showed
But-
nothing, but concept-wise, action adventure.
It's gonna be.
I'm down. You know, I liked how so far E3 is like a lot of female
protagonists.
and that's why
Yeah, that's forced.
I'm
though.
down.
I-
Hey,
man.
man. I love
I'd
it.
rather, I'm all about inclusion, but don't fucking cram it down my throat. Don't just do it because you
No,
should do it.
I don't think anyone did it 'cause they should do it.
It's gonna
No,
end
that's
up-
why everyone's
seemed-
doing
Get the
it.
fuck out of
no,
here,
no,
man.
no, no.
I liked it. I thought it was awesome.
So
I love it.
Last year was the Force like online games multiplayer, so this year's Force Women.
Yeah, they're cramming women down our throats.
You're the woman, feminism.
But all this is gonna be
But I don't mind that.
is a side
No, me neither.
scroller.
Do you mind that?
It's forced.
It's bullshit. No, I think
like,
I
women
think
in
everybody's
force fighting?
reaction to it is kind of like disingenuous a little bit. Like
It's
people
you
are
roll
like
your
just,
eyes like these people aren't doing it because they think it's a good idea. They're doing it because they want to say they did it.
yeah, like skipping around a little bit, like Bethesda, Dishonored 2. Like there's a huge upright. You can
Yeah.
choose male, female. Like that was a lot of people were taking
What,
that
what
narrative
about
and
the
saying,
transgender media?
hey,
What,
man,
who are they going
trans,
to play as?
chicks with dicks.
What if I'm
Where they
gender
at?
fluid?
Who knows, man?
All right.
Yeah, gender fluid. I don't know.
I just keep switching back and forth.
Yeah.
All right, back to Recore.
The core
on, guys.
mechanic in Recore actually makes more sense now that I know it's Inafune.
Yeah.
Because when you think about that, it's probably going to be very Mega Man-ish.
Because
I don't know how you can make that
here's
Mega
it's gonna
Man,
work.
though.
You're gonna pick one
Whatever
of the
body
8
you're
bosses,
putting the core in.
I mean,
and then you and your robot dog are gonna go fight that boss.
It's going to be all
Robot
about putting your
gorillas.
core in like enemies you just beat, and now you get a version of that enemy.
Yeah.
now, do we think it's gonna be
like
side
it.
scroller style, or is it gonna be open world? That's kind of
That feel again.
Sandbox.
It's a bunch of retro guys. Picture Metroid
saw-
Prime.
actually, now
just
that-
think about Metroid
First
Prime.
person.
Speaking to Inafune, I saw a lot of flack. People,
think it'd be third person.
People were kind of complaining, okay, Mighty Number 9's not done yet, and then he's already selling a new game, working on a new game.
Who cares?
Yeah, but he's the
a
driving
busy
force
man.
behind it. Like at this point, it comes out in what?
people.
Like 2
People are
months?
complaining for real.
Like
I am the
what's
voice.
he doing?
I am the voice of Twitter.
No, you know what? I'm killing the messenger.
Wow.
Fuck it. Hey, man.
Fuck up, man. Because hey, at least he's putting out games for us to play. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck that.
Fuck it.
fuck them.
Something that got me pretty excited, guys. Backwards compatibility.
This was a huge thing.
Kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal.
Did
Unprecedented.
not see that coming.
Not really expected. So it's going to be all kind of like software based. You put the disc in, you download.
It made
to
sense it was
system.
going to be real software-based emulation.
Okay.
I just think it's crazy that they're saying like all the downloadable titles are just going to appear.
Yeah.
And all
That's
a
great.
company
That's
has to
big.
do is
Like
go
all your
like, yep.
360, the
Xbox
download
Live
games?
titles.
All the stuff you downloaded before.
Those are just going
Well-
to show up flat out, and then companies choose like to give the thumbs up on their games. And as long as they make
Yeah.
a downloadable version accessible to Microsoft, then it works.
Yeah, that's
obviously it's going to be a lot like the 360 to Xbox One, where they have to update the library over time.
I hope
Yeah,
not.
they
everything, but
because-
that's, the process is really fast.
That was painful because I was a 360 guy. I have a huge library of Xbox One games. They fucking just trickled them in. It
Well,
had
and
like
that
100
emulation
games,
was all over
and it was
the
all over the
place.
place. Mixed results. So hopefully it sounds like this will just work. You're not gonna have any issues.
I heard them talking about it on the Bombcast. Spencer was
selection.
on there, and he was talking about how this basically it rather than emulating the games, it emulates the 360 UI and like platform. So basically, the Xbox One thinks that it's a game called the Xbox 360, and then you load that game, and then that game recognizes all the 360 stuff. It's complicated, but from that standpoint, all of them will run the same. And really, it is just an on and off switch. You allow them to see your 360 game, and it can emulate
Yeah.
it.
Because I think one of the things going around too is like, okay, I have a game. We all share it? Like, do I give like my Half-Life orange box? Can I give it to Percy, Ian? Can we all
So-
like down unique IDs to discs?
They
So
have been
to do
saying
something,
that,
right?
that for the most part, they're going to have to do something, and they don't know what it is yet. They have a couple ideas, and they're not ready to talk. They've also said that multi-disc games might not work,
No.
and obviously Kinect games flat out just will not work. So Kinect games aren't going to be backwards. Multi-disc games I'm
Oh,
not
no.
sure about because everyone immediately said like,
Why
what about
robust?
Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon? Because those
Connectables.
were multi-disc games,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, there's some good ones. Lost Odyssey's great.
and the multiplayer, for the most part, the stuff they've been testing hasn't had a problem as long as the servers are still up. There's no reason it shouldn't
That's
work.
something I do like about it. So you can be playing. Let's say you're playing Gears with your friends on 360 from your Xbox One. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool. That's pretty cool.
That's
Or
pretty
like
cool.
And you can
Mass
still
Effect
have
3
the
or something
yeah,
like
you
that.
can still have the options to take screenshots, whatever video, do all
I
that
think
shit too. So.
conceptually it's cool, but I just don't think people are gonna go back and play that many games. I know, like the niche crowd's gonna do it, but Mr. Madden 2016 doesn't give a shit. He just wants to play the new game.
I think it's a box to check more than anything.
Yeah.
Like it's something that Microsoft can say, we did that, Sony didn't. And some people are going to be stoked, but like the further we get into the generation, the less and less backwards compatibility ever matters. So it's almost a little too late. It's a big deal.
It's still grasping to the past, like trying to
No, but if they launched with that, they would have kicked PlayStation's ass.
They would have kicked PlayStation's ass.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, that price still kicked.
It would have been a good checkbox, but for me, I think the jump from 360 to 1 is not that huge. So I think the games still look amazing. You're getting a lot of games that you're not going to be able to play.
If they did that in the beginning, you know how easy it would be to convince your mother to buy that for you? Because all you had to be, if you're a kid, just be like, well, I have all these games, and they still work.
No.
To be fair,
if your mom's buying that, and with that price tag in the beginning, no way she'd fucking do that shit. So you go, why don't you just
PS4? Features like that would help the price tag, because the biggest problem with the price tag is it wasn't justified.
I don't think so, because like you already have a 360.
Sure.
Then fucking play it on your 360. Why you want to get a new system just to play your old game?
It's good for a system that's suffering too, because that, like if the Xbox One was doing as good as the PS4, it wouldn't matter as much. But right now, where you have like I know you have one. I don't know why. Like I don't know why you spend money on that thing. There's no reason yet.
Hey man,
but,
I play Killer Instinct from time to time.
Oh, dope!
Not often.
Get a PC.
I like Killer Instinct. Well, now.
I think we were watching the press conferences. Percy's like, "Fuck, man, this isn't coming out on PS4." Like, dude, you have both. Like, you can play it on Xbox One. It's okay.
Yeah, but he has to turn that one on, and that's like all the way over there.
Yeah. But dude, backwards compatibility for me, like I'm an Xbox guy. Like that's why I didn't go to Xbox One. I'm like, if I'm gonna rebuild my library, I might as well do it with new experiences that I haven't had. Sony, PS4.
Well, being an owner of Xbox One now, I'm kind of happy because I can go play 360 games I've never really went through.
Yeah. I always forget you had that weird backlog of stuff you just like because they have a big blind spot.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
there's probably a lot of cool stuff.
Hopefully, there'll be like games that like you guys suggest to me to play that are like probably
I'll
out there.
I'll give you lists and lists of shit you've never even heard of.
Well, see, that's the thing is, hopefully those will be on that list that they're gonna put out. You know what I mean? So,
hey, dude, there's this game called Bully for 360. You should probably check it out.
Yes, right now like a big petition is out to put on Red Dead.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like all Rockstar games will be on that as well.
Big deal, kind of a big deal.
I'll be totally happy to play Bully on Xbox One.
Yeah, I think that was a huge. It's a pretty big announcement. It might even be one of the bigger announcements. Like if they didn't have, not to jump too far ahead, but the Sony stuff. If the Sony stuff wasn't there, that would have been a huge announcement.
Okay,
you could say that about everything. Really.
Real quick, just to wrap this up real quick. Does PS4 respond? You think? Do they do anything?
Dude,
they did.
If they just let you download your PS3 download games,
library.
that would be insane. I have so many games on PS3 that I've downloaded.
I don't think they respond in fair, but I think what they do is they lower the price of PlayStation now.
Okay, because it's like $20 a month right now.
Yeah, it's like 20, and it works. It works well, but it's one of those things where it's like, that's like now they have a reason to lower the price because they have something on the other end that is gonna push that. I wouldn't be surprised if you see it drop $5-10 maybe.
Yeah.
How much?
So they can see, because I think it's 20 or 25 right now. I can't remember. And it works. It totally works, but like it's also a very different service. So they have a reason to charge for it, but they also now totally have a reason to lower that price.
Yeah, so cool. Moving things along, ever so
maybe good. Maybe good.
Elite controller, guys. Yeah.
I mean, do you want to give me the $175 it costs?
Plus tax, $170.
Whenever I saw a controller, I was like, hey, this looks fucking cool. It's awesome. Like all the shit was going on. You can change things out.
Cool.
Well, hold on. This is before the price. And now that $150 price, I'm like, fuck that. There's no way in hell.
I appreciate that the option exists. It's cool that it exists. I will never, in the same way that fight sticks exist.
I was going to say, you know what?
Fight sticks exist. It's cool that fancy ass joysticks and IR work on PC. It's cool that exists. I'm never going to use it, and it's too expensive. But I guess on paper, it's cool that it exists.
It is cool it exists. I mean, I can't say.
Do you have a problem with the current controller?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
No, I don't. I mean, I can't say I wouldn't get it because I do. I buy Fight Sticks, and those aren't cheap.
Yeah, the controllers are like $80 anyways. 60,
it's all the
$70.
feather touch stuff on the bottom. That's what people have been asking for. Is those? Yeah. So it's cool that you're seeing consoles look at stuff that people don't have. And normally they'd roll their eyes and be like, fuck off, it's a console, deal with it. But now they're trying to go after smaller groups that really want something, and that's something you don't see in the console market a lot, and I respect it.
It seems like it goes straight towards like the driving games type community because you do like the...
Or like, the first-person shooter crowd, the Call of Duty multiplaer guys who just want that.
But is that giving you a
distinct
advantage compared to the regular players? Because that's not really fair then.
I've never felt
I don't think so. I think controls like that still are allowed in like the major league games.
Maybe if like Sony came out with the Elite controller, because I mean, maybe like the PS4 controller for first-person shooters isn't quite there. But I meant like Xbox One controller. We talked about it, the refined 360 mold. That's a fucking amazing controller. I mean,
I think it's a step backwards from the 360.
Well, this new controller does have the ports for your headset and everything straight into it instead of having to buy an adapter for it.
But yeah.
Cool. Not saying that's. I'm not saying that's worth $150.
Yeah, $150. I mean, come on, man.
Took that from.
If I ever win the lottery, I'll buy an Xbox Elite controller.
Can you buy me one too after that lottery?
Yes.
All right. All right. You saw Nux.
We pounded. Everyone saw us
you pounded. He's buying one.
Now, EA Access subscriptions. Are we gonna get those? What do you think?
I forget that exists. It's not a bad service.
Yeah.
It's just something I completely forget exists.
I think the only time we hear about that is during E3.
Yeah.
Because it has like 9 games on it, and it's only on one console.
Hey, they got Dragon Age now, and what else do you play?
It's like a bunch of sports games. Basically, you're getting access to 9, 10 interchangeable games. They swap a couple out each month. Expensive, what, like $10, $15? I mean, come on now. There's too much.
Just PlayStation now. It doesn't run as well, and there's way less games.
Yeah. Pass. EA? Garden Warfare 2?
Yeah, no.
On paper, the first one, I like those games. I think they're cool games.
Well,
if they're making another one, that's cool.
Well, the first one was fine. I played it a couple times, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm done. I didn't even like level up like super hardcore, and it's like,
I like multiplayer class-based stuff, so I like those games, and I like that they're saying all the DLC is going to be free, and we're hoping that us telling you that will bring people instead of vice versa. We're not just going to make a bunch of stuff only if people come. They already are everything. All the DLC for that game for life will be free, and it's cool that they're saying that up front. It's also cool that they're letting you import all your stuff. So it's them trying to be like, hey, we want to entice the audience rather than hope we get an audience and then nickel and dime them to death.
Don't
yeah,
care.
but that game just doesn't really grab me all the way. So
I'm kind of glad
I really don't give a shit about it.
Besides that it exists, it's like a nice alternative. Like the colors are cool, the characters are cool, but it just
I just like class-based multiplayer in general.
Yeah. Forza 6.
Who gives a shit?
Racing.
Another game not for this crowd. Forza 6. Interesting choice. They drop in the car in the middle of the presentation.
comes down, crushes the audience.
Interesting
Awesome.
choice.
Henry Ford Jr. comes out and says 6 words and then walks away.
I'm so rich.
Was he
And he walks
Very
away.
rich. I love the Xbox.
You guys like cars?
Cars in the game.
He was well spoken.
Cars.
It's always good. So Forza 6, not quite for us, but it looked okay.
Yeah,
I mean, high fidelity. High fidelity. Dark Souls 3.
I understand that there's a crowd that's gonna love that, but that's not for me.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I never really got into.
Dark Souls 3. I'm down,
I mean,
but that's gonna be a multi-platform anyway, so it's not straight up.
So
Oh, it's not. I
even
thought it was
just theirs.
exclusive.
No,
Nah,
it's
they're just
an
showing
exclusive
it there because
trailer.
Sony doesn't want to cannibalize their own audience with Bloodborne.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I'm down
You play
after
Bloodborne?
playing
Yeah,
Bloodborne.
it's better than the Souls games of the past, but I also don't have enough patience for it.
I love it. Actually, I was playing before.
I think it looks really
came
good,
out.
and again, I like it way more than the games prior. It's more. It has all the nonsense and bullshit that they just don't explain. You have to figure out, but like you could also
Hey, man, it's
play
old
it a
school.
little
That's
more
what I love about
blindly.
it.
Yeah.
super hard.
I'm
punching.
down.
Well, no, it's not
I'm
old
down.
school to just have 30 stats and
Well, I
not
mean,
explain what any of them do.
Exactly.
That's
Don't
not
tell
old school.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got to figure it out. It's fucking trial and error.
Yeah, but there's a
style.
difference
Old
between
school.
figuring out what STR means and figuring out what blood awareness means. It's like, oh, it makes my gun stronger.
Hey, man, the Bloodborne.
Hey, man.
Did they ever figure out multiplayer on Bloodborne? Because I remember we were talking about maybe
Wait, tell them the last time you played multiplayer.
it was. You know,
Oh, well, last time I played, I invited a guy into my game to help fight a boss. And so we get into the fight. We're going to fight him head on. He runs out of the way, gets killed like immediately. Like I'm like, wow, thanks, bro. Like he didn't do anything. Like he got killed immediately. But luckily, I was able to kill the boss without him anyway on that try. So
I do wish the co-op was more intentional. Like you could just sit down and be like, hey, me and my friend are gonna play on purpose.
That's what I was
pretty much-
expecting. I thought you could play with your
you
friends.
can-
no,
kind of do that,
you
but
can't. You can't do that because
it's
if you
convoluted.
set up like a password, only people who know your password can come into your game if you call them out.
I just wish
But
it
can
was
you just run around the whole time?
give me like
No.
give me
It's-
co-op.
it's
I
mostly-
wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
just
just
give
want to
me
play
real
co-op.
co-op.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
mostly
want.
for bosses and stuff.
I just want to roll with my friends.
Yeah.
Only certain areas.
That's what I wish they would have done.
Okay.
Okay. Well, a game that we can roll with our friends, The Division,
Yes.
I
Ubisoft.
just wish this game would
good.
fucking come out already. Stop
Dude,
telling me
I
about
think
it.
this is-
How long has it been now?
This
Okay.
is,
I'd rather them delay the shit out of it and make it a better game than Watch Dogs than be like,
Fair enough.
Here's the division.
If we're using Watch Dogs as the example, then yeah.
Because each time that they've shown it, it has looked progressively better. But we have been talking about it for the last 2 E3 shows.
But does this trailer?
Like,
I don't
come on.
remember this trailer. Does this one have the background people talking like they were playing the
Yeah.
game? I fucking hate
But they
that.
do it even more so because they're in this griefing PvP area, and they're
worst.
like, and then like one of the guys like
Fucking
doesn't talk a lot, and then he betrays them in the end.
Yeah.
Intrigues, suspense.
It's so
This guy.
fake.
The Division.
I hate that.
I don't like how
I don't know.
Ubisoft treats our intelligence.
Yeah, I know. Nobody talks like that ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Nobody.
Yeah. But I mean, that being said, the gameplay
I think that
looks
game looks
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's still holding my attention.
it continues to look more like Borderlands and less like shitty Destiny,
because they showed some more like new
which is
stuff too.
awful and horrible.
Whoa!
It's
no.
an atrocious,
Shots fired.
disgusting
Shots
game.
fired. Shots fired. We'll get there. There's some Destiny stuff that we can kind of like dive in, get our teeth, pull out the boxing gloves. We'll get into it. But the Division, they showed it was like the Dark Zone was like
Yeah.
the helicopter
Which
mode.
I like the idea that it exists and that it's optional. It's a cool idea to flesh out that world.
Okay, cool. Move along, you guys.
Yes.
Indie development at Xbox. We got 4 bullet points: Tacoma, Ashen, Beyond Eyes, and Cuphead.
I feel like Cuphead's the one to talk about.
Yeah.
Cuphead.
So gigantic as well.
Wow, like it's really coming together.
Well, they've shown it the last 2 years, but it's always just a little clip.
Yeah.
I like that they finally focus on it because every time I see that game, I'm like, man, that is a good fucking look to it.
The bosses, the
man.
Here's
scale
my
of the
only
enemies.
problem is it's all style over substance, and you don't like the game is just not fun. But I hope it's
Is
not
it?
like that. I hope it's awesome.
I bet it's
'cause it
be
looks
fucking
great.
bad.
It's like
It looks
Super Meat
so
Boy
good.
Mega Man.
Yeah,
Like
man.
it's like a bullet hell shooter
Yeah.
version of Mega Man.
Yeah.
And he
Love
looks
bullet hell
amazing, and
games.
it's co-op.
Co-op.
It's
Looks
like Contra.
good. There could be some scaling
Yeah.
issues with like the sprites and stuff, like the
Yeah.
gameplay, the flying, the mechanics of it. Hopefully, it looks good. That definitely should look the best. Tacoma was kind of like you can tell those guys love Bioshock. It was like the very
Well, it's the
Bioshock
guys
inspired.
that did Gone Home. It's Steve Gaynor
Gone Home.
and it's all the guys that did Gone Home. So it's like, okay, so now it's Gone Home in space.
Okay,
That's exactly.
excited for that. So these are all gonna be like downloadable titles. It sucks that Cuphead. It sounds like exclusive Xbox.
Yeah, it is exclusive.
I really like
Have they
that.
said that?
It's
Or are they
made
just
by
the only
Microsoft
ones showing
Studios is
it?
paying it.
Okay.
Indie ID at Xbox.
Because I know that ID at Xbox just means that they're willing to,
No.
not develop it, but
Showcase it.
Publish it.
publish it for them. And
Yeah.
publishing doesn't require exclusive rights because if they sell the game and then they can publish it themselves, they can take it anywhere
Okay,
they want.
then go. Then maybe it will be.
So
posted.
I guess if it sells well, there's a chance we'll see it somewhere else.
Let's hope so.
Okay, cool. Moving along. Ion,
What was that again?
right? I don't know.
I know.
Why are you looking at me, man? That's not my name.
I don't remember.
Let's
this
say
for
you,
some
Ion.
reason.
I don't know. A lot of these.
I remember it was like a human body being shrink wrapped in like something, and it wouldn't really show too much. It was just like random imagery, and then just like Ion, and it showed like some guy shrink wrapped in like a meat thing,
I think there's something. to be
Man,
said.
why doesn't this
meat
sound familiar
packaging.
at all?
Yeah, it was
weird.
really.
I don't remember.
Well, it
this.
was really strange, and like they didn't really say anything about the game, so I'm just like, okay.
We all
Well,
blocked
then
it out.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I think I'll pass. I'll pass on that. Rise of the Tomb Raider.
That was the. I think
Let's
that
go
was
back.
the.
Well, we just go back to. We didn't even talk about. I liked Ashton. I thought that looked fucking cool.
okay.
Which one was that
We
again?
skipped
That's
that.
one guy's about the New Zealand development team, whatever. But it looked the characters didn't have any faces,
That
but
was-
they're really
okay.
square-esque.
Oh, I thought that game looked like shit.
I like, of course you did. But I like.
I loved it. I hated it.
And scene. I don't know. It bugged me a little bit that there was no faces. I mean, come on, man. Give me something to work with. Give me some characters.
It
It's
felt
very-
less
it
like
was
an
very-
artistic choice and more like we don't know what to show. That's all we've got.
'Cause
I don't know, man.
What do we got? What do we
It
got?
looked pretty stylistic.
Action puzzle-based platformer, maybe.
It seemed
I like the
like kind
style.
of like a Bloodborne type game. Honestly, that's what it seemed like. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were into that.
Oh, this fucking guy.
No, I'm not burning you. I'm saying
Subtle
you like
shots.
those games, so I'm not surprised you were
Subtle
into it.
shots. I like it.
It's not a burn.
Oh, it's
Not everything I say to Percy is a burn.
always a bird.
You guys, man. Easy guys. So, all right.
Beyond Eyes just felt like them trying to get us to go, oh.
What was that? That was like
That's
the,
That's the
blind
girl with the
girl.
yeah, the blind girl.
blind
You
girl.
gotta.
Like unfinished swan vibe.
A little overly artsy and
It,
for
seems,
me.
it seems like after like Sony's like super open into like trying weird games now.
Yeah,
Microsoft
didn't it feel like a Sony
yes,
indie
Microsoft.
game?
Yeah, it's I could totally see that from Sony. Like they put that there.
Like I bet internally they refer to it as the PlayStation game.
You know, this is our unfinished one, guys. Let's do this.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Get alive. So.
I think that Tomb Raider was the best game that came out.
That looks fucking awesome.
That game was awesome, and
Now-
so any other like I'm excited for what I'm really excited for is to play that game on my PlayStation 4.
Yes. I know what to say.
Is it gonna happen?
Because they keep asking about it and they keep going.
No, they've already said it.
Let's talk. You know,
it's a winter timed exclusive.
Yes.
Oh,
Plain
really?
and simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh,
it is
wow.
a holiday timed exclusive,
Yeah.
and
So
so
we can wait. Wait for like the more refined
wait.
version on
I
PlayStation.
love
probably
Tomb Raider,
wait
the first
until
one.
Uncharted comes out, and Uncharted comes out in March or April. I can't remember. So that's why I'm saying it'll probably come out in May or June of next year for PlayStation 4.
But
so.
I mean, looked great. Looks
Looked
like
real
just
good.
outdoors, just the environments. It's almost getting like a little too realistic now. It's like fuck, man. Just like the way that the environments crush and crumble.
Looks
I
nice.
fucking-
Actually
it
going
was
into some
so good.
tombs.
I was
Looking
so
good.
stoked
And then
for that.
at first it was like, okay, where's the tombs? And at the end of the trailer, they showed the tomb rating.
Amazing.
Classic tomb rating
I
action.
like it.
So,
Oh yeah.
well, I'll check it out.
Totally down for that.
Rare replay.
It's rare that I like a rare game.
Well, come on, man. This is gonna be 30 on a disc. You might like one of them, right? I
But
mean,
there's
maybe
probably some,
one
I'm sure there's
generation.
games
I
that you
just-
like that aren't on that disc.
I just feel they're gonna be like, okay, I played that once.
Yeah.
I played that game once. Okay, and then I played that game once. I'll never play it again. I played that
Come on, man.
I
They
think
have a
it's a
couple good
nostalgia grab for games that you thought you forgot you didn't actually
You're like,
like.
no,
you're gonna play
these are
Battletoads and be
shitty.
like, wait, did I like this as a kid? This game's so atrocious.
No,
I'm
I
scared that
think-
that's what it's going to be like.
No, I just.
But there's enough of them though. There's 30. You
That's
do
true.
that 30
it
times.
is a shitload of games.
There's 30 shitty games you can play.
No. There are some. They have some
No, I'm
great
just kidding.
NES games. They
Just
made
kidding, man,
great
just kidding.
NES games, and hypothetically, there could be one or two that you're really into, but I guarantee most of them are garbage. You're just
Yeah.
gonna be like, I'm never
There's a
gonna
couple
Probably
play
360
are, but-
classics on there.
Well,
Come on,
even
man.
they're not. They're kind of showing their hand by being like, I don't know, let's put 30 on there.
What's the 64
like, there's
games that
30
are on it?
games on there.
Banjo-Kazooie.
The Banjo
I think.
games.
Bag for a day.
Bad for a Day, Conquer.
Does it have Jet Force Gemini?
That would be cool.
I think it does.
That would make
I think I
sense.
saw that in the list there.
Was that rare?
That's super
Yeah.
rare. Yeah, that was like towards the end of the 64.
That was like with the last game.
Oh,
limited
well, I know they
release.
worked with what's that other studio, the
Yeah.
guys that went on and made Ikaruga.
I will say some of the 360 games like Viva Pinata, certain
Dude,
certain
they
people,
got nuts and bolts.
nuts and bolts. Percy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But he's giving me a hard time.
People love that
I'm not
game,
gonna
and I
defend
don't
it.
know why.
Did you see
I'm
the
not gonna
art
defend
though?
it, but
The art.
I
in
say
it?
I say I like fucking nuts and bolts one time. All of a sudden, I'm like the nuts and bolts guy. It's okay. It's an alright game.
The renderings they have for the Battletoads look so creepy.
They do.
Yeah.
Like they look
the 3D,
so
like the.
They never made
crazy.
that transition. It was definitely like
I don't know, like
NES.
creepy. I think they look gross. Like they just look. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
be near like that guy.
You don't want to be near Pimple and Zit?
And Rash.
And Raz?
Oh, and
Why
Rash.
would you want
I
to be near
liked
them?
I liked old school Battletoads. I liked the
But
Battletoads
did
and
you?
Battle
Wait,
Maniacs.
did you actually?
Yeah, I love Double Dragon Battletoads
Yes.
is the best version.
I love
Yeah,
that game.
but
That
until
game's
the second you get to the hoverbike level, you're like, I'm done playing this game.
No, you can be-
you love going down the
no,
shaft and
no,
turning
no,
into
no,
a
no.
wrking ball, and then you're
Wait,
done
what,
with
what?
the game.
Yeah, that game,
Hey, man.
that game, the
down
original
the
game
shaft.
is
Who loved going
brutal,
down the shaft?
and it does get unfun. But Battletoads Double Dragon is fun the entire
It's better.
time.
It
It's
is.
a better
It
game.
is a great.
Because
game.
they simplified the hard stuff and still made
They
it
make it
doable.
more Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Battletoads and Battle Maniacs, the Super Nintendo game, which is on the disc,
Yeah.
that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
fair
dude,
enough.
$30, man. Come on, man.
For 30 bucks, it's worth it.
Mike, $30.
They,
Alright, guys,
They have
so-
some great
You
NES
might buy it.
games.
So
Snake Rattle and Roll.
Xbox One owners, are you
Cameo.
down to get this rare game?
Let's ask.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah. Oh, hey, the one guy who owns an Xbox One.
I look
says
forward to
he's
going to Percy's house and trying out a few games. A few minutes.
Yeah,
Do
I'm down.
you have
I
two
don't wanna do it.
controllers so we
Let's
can
do
play
it.
with you?
I do. We can
Oh,
Let's
good.
fucking do
God, how many batteries do you go through? Oh, wait, you never use the controller.
Yeah.
it. They're
was-
constantly dead.
Tethered in. Rare, you know, a lot of their games might not be, epic scaling games. Their new game might be Sea of Thieves, new rare IP, pirating action.
I always bring this up. What people don't remember is
It's
that
not
rare.
rare.
Everyone,
It's not rare?
This isn't rare. It's rare, but it's like
In name.
It's like a
okay,
guy who
okay.
killed Rare and then
DNA.
put on a.
Okay. I see what
A
you're.
rare-
We're getting all
Rare
technical.
mask.
We're getting all
So-
technical.
all
Are you
the
saying it's
people
a
that-
wolf and sheep?
There's a rare logo on it.
All the stuff that and I'm not like trying to split hairs, but like all the things and people that made
see what you-
rare
Yeah.
have been gone forever. So
Okay.
Years.
Time splitters.
they're
Now that-
literally Uncle Bern, like Weekend at Bernie's. Like
really dead
they're
corpse
just,
now.
yeah, they have a dead Rare logo that they're marching around pretending it's
Now
real.
that being said, it's a good-looking dead corpse. I don't know, like the
I'm down. It actually
I like
looks
pirates.
interesting.
co-op. It seems like there's a lot of multiplayer action going on. Like maybe there's like,
I don't know if they know how to make games.
Yeah, that literally. When's the last time they actually made
Well,
a game?
maybe
All
this-
they do is make avatars.
Maybe this.
I'm sure the avatars in this game are gonna look dope.
I'm gonna say, dude,
I hope
not for
they
this crowd.
fucking better.
Viva Pinata was critically acclaimed in some circles. It was a good
That's
game.
very true.
It was a good game.
I agree with you.
I'm not saying it was good. I might own a copy. I might have Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise. Well-made game. It was, sim-based, very, cartoon failed.
I don't think it looks
There was a
bad, but I
cartoon.
have no. It might as well be a new
Apparently,
studio. It might as well just be a new studio because that's how much I have to go off of.
I think so, man. Because I mean, if no one's there with the original team, and it's just like just
Why even call it
namesake.
Rare?
Yeah.
You know what? Well, it's by the rare people
Because
now.
people are still being tricked.
But-
Tricked into thinking that
But you know
like,
what?
Rare means
This
something.
game does hold.
but
It held my
like,
attention, and
Rare has
it's
been
interesting.
shit for years.
Well, we know that.
I know. Look, this may
informed.
be a game that turns that around. All right, just give him a chance. Give him a chance. Okay.
The
You
Tank
never
Top Brigade, Big Brigade knows all about it. You are an honorary member, Dean.
Okay. Easy, man. Take it easy, brother. Fable Legends, another.
Oh God, stop
IP.
making Fable games. Holy shit.
No, can we just tell him like, okay,
Well, hold on,
you
guys.
didn't make Zelda, let it go.
Yeah, the first one was okay for its time. Maybe like a 7.5, 8, maybe.
Oh,
like,
fuck you.
I didn't mind. I
What?
like,
Fuck me.
Fuck you, Dean.
Why?
I like playing the first one. I like
What?
it.
The
I
first
like
one's
it.
good, dude. The first one's.
After 3 years
Great,
of being
almost.
told that game was going to be something, the game that came out was insulting.
Really?
Dude. Dude, well, so what?
I enjoyed
so
it, man.
I'm like, hey,
I enjoyed it too. I enjoyed
Are
it.
you taking away the fun I had with the game?
I'm the world's best pizza maker, and I'm going to make a handmade pizza
Okay.
just for you. What are your favorite ingredients?
Pepperoni, mushrooms.
Dude, I'll add all that stuff. Come over to my house.
Okay.
Oh, here's some dirt.
Dude, I like dirt. It looks like mushrooms and pepperoni.
Yeah, here's some dirt. Here, choke it down, bitch.
Come on, dude, get out of here, bro.
I'm gonna
No,
keep
no,
it.
dirt, motherfucker,
I'm also
come on,
gonna
man.
keep feeding you dirt for the next 10 years.
I will say, Peter Monolou absolutely is like a fucking snake oil salesman. He just
Well,
But he's always
that's
been.
the only reason that this might be good because he's gone.
he's gone. But I don't know. We do know some stuff. It's free to play, right? It's like you can download it for free.
Oh, great.
No,
Those
remind
always
me,
end up
is,
well.
Is this the game from last year that had like the dungeon master aspect, where like one guy is controlling stuff and everyone else is a hero? Because this looked different.
Yeah,
There
I
was a
think
Fable.
And I couldn't remember because that was a Fable game as well.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be the same thing. They probably just maybe switched it up.
They
a
might
little
have
bit.
just
Wasn't that Fable
readjusted
Heroes, or is that
and changed
different
things
game?
around.
Yeah, that's here. I just genuinely couldn't remember, and I don't think that game ever came out, so I wasn't sure if this
I
was
don't
like
think it did.
the same game with two different modes.
Yeah. But that being said,
I honestly
like,
don't know.
What is Fable? Like Fable, there's nothing to hold on to lore-wise to
Yeah.
carry over from.
It's
game to
about the
game.
epic
Let it die.
story of that character who has no name,
Yeah.
doing that thing that matters
You.
nothing.
Come on, man. Lost chapters, motherfucker. Lost chapters on Xbox.
They
man.
honestly might be hurting themselves more than they're helping by just put another name on
sorry.
it. Just call it something
Just
else.
make a new game, yeah.
Yeah.
Call it
just
not
take-
Fable.
Just take the Fable's name away from it. I mean, it might be fun. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But
It's-
with the Fable's name
Free to
attached
play,
to it,
we might try it, but
everyone's gonna be like, ugh.
Yeah.
yeah, keeping something kind of cool. You know, Oculus Rift is out in the ether. It's we've been talking about it for a few weeks now. Xbox partnership. Xbox One
This-
comes with the
They
controller.
have a good controller.
Hey man, you can stream.
You can play
Rare
your extra-
replay to your
But that-
fucking.
it's all PC stuff. To me, this is one of
Because-
those moves. You know how the Call of Duty DLC
There's a bullet point.
doesn't help like gamers. It's just
Yeah.
a dope thing for Sony to be like, guess what we have? Like it doesn't help us. No one's excited for that. Sony is excited for that. I think this is one of those things. Microsoft is excited about that. It doesn't do anything
Yeah.
for anyone.
The
It's
thing
just
is,
something
it's just
for
more
them to be
shit you
excited
gotta
about.
buy.
More shit you gotta buy. The bullet point is you need a computer with like Windows 10, right? In
Yeah,
order
and
to
you need a
stream
help-
through your Xbox One. It's like, what the fuck's the
What?
point?
Yeah.
So it's like
You need Windows 10 for them to work. You have to have a beefy fucking PC.
Yeah, so, yeah.
You gotta have all this stuff that I feel like I'm almost surprised they brought that up because
Yeah.
your regular dude isn't knowledgeable enough to put all that stuff together, and I
Yeah.
don't think your general audience is going to take advantage.
It's like a $5,000 investment.
It is
Yeah.
kind of weird because, yeah, like you said, it's more PC based. So like,
And you have to know
they're
how to set
trying
it
to
all
bring
up
the
and
console
actually use
guys,
it.
and so it's like it's kind of weird. But like you said, Sony probably has a grasp on it because it's all
Yeah.
console.
It felt like a feather in Microsoft's hat. Like they wanted to talk about it because they're happy more than any of us should actually care about it.
Okay. No, actually, no. Have we got our hands on Morpheus?
Yeah,
Jump to
I
PS.
played Morpheus at PSX.
Yeah, we did too.
So did I.
So Morpheus
Set a world record, no
Whoa.
big deal.
I'll give you some nuts
For
for
what?
that.
Thank you.
Hopefully,
I did the luge.
hopefully it's still
I
standing.
had,
Really?
I had the best time in the whole world on the luge.
He did.
Me and Jeff had the highest, not the highest,
Time
the,
bomb?
the shortest time for the time bomb.
Oh, nice.
Like we wrecked it. They're like, "Wow, you're done already?" We're like, "We're kind of legit."
I,
man,
I did
we're real.
the fake Star Fox
Star
game,
Fox
so
thing.
I got shit. I get nothing. So,
For shame. So I
Yeah,
I
thanks.
guess the question
That
is
one looked the hardest.
the question is
It's
what's
fun.
what's
It's
It's
interesting.
really
what's
uncomfortable.
more ready
with
for prime
glasses.
time? Morpheus, the Rift.
I mean, it's Morpheus is nice because I'm not a PC guy.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go.
It's
I don't
probably
give
going
a
with all of
flying
us.
fuck
Yeah,
about either way.
Damn it.
I don't want them. They're dumb. I don't need that shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm more interested in Xbox HoloLens, to be honest.
I had
you
never
go there?
played
Can you
any
go
VR
there now?
stuff. Just give it.
Okay, wait, 1 second. What you
Yeah,
got?
I had never played any VR stuff. Everyone is always coming all over fucking every.
I'm excited
about
for it, man.
And after I played it, I was like I was playing a downhill luge game, and I got out of it like, oh yeah, I'm sitting on a beanbag. It was one of those things where I was immersed enough where I forgot.
Yeah.
I wasn't even looking
And-
at an amazing display. I really did kind of have that little bit of like, oh yeah, I forgot that I was sitting on a beanbag in a dark hallway.
Just put like a fan on you, get like the wind.
Yeah,
in your face.
it was kind of impressive from that
Now,
standpoint.
One of
so-
the things, it wasn't announced with the Xbox conference, but now the Oculus has these new controllers now that are like, movement based.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, so it seems like they finally figured it out. I hear that's the way to go. It seems like, I don't know how well games with the controller pad translate. You're playing a first person shooter in the Oculus Rift, maybe not, but you're playing like these like mini game experiences, Luge. That stuff really cool, really fun, the mini game stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. HoloLens, you think, is that real? Is that like, vaporware?
Yeah,
See, like a lot of smoke and mirrors.
They just showed off Minecraft with it.
Joking
I
aside.
want to know what else they could do with it. I mean,
Yeah.
'cause I'm not a Minecraft player at all.
At all.
It doesn't like.
But the
it's not a
tech
thing
is-
for me.
the
So I'm
tech is
like,
amazing, though.
It looks cool. It
But
looks
here's the
fucking
thing.
awesome.
There's three big things. They announced HoloLens a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Everyone from then until now has been talking about how they're like, "Ugh, I don't know." Then they show this stage demo that's fucking looks impressive as hell.
Is that like the,
But all you hear before that is how it's super unimpressive, and that makes me wonder, like, is this Killzone 2 trailer? Like, is this real? Like, what? Are you guys selling us on a dream, or are you watching? Are we watching you scan a skateboard into
Because
Kinect?
one of the things that got me is like how dense it seemed. Like it was like high definition, like the rendering. It's got to be like it's not
High
gonna be that-
definition,
not
like
that
it's all
clear.
pixel, like the way
you gotta
that-
assume it's gotta be like there's gonna be like
Blocks.
some breaking in it.
Okay.
I don't know. It seemed like
That's
it
why.
was
That's
just
why
so
I need
cool.
to see something else other than Minecraft, because Minecraft just
Do you
blocks.
need the
You know what
table?
would be-
Do you have to have a Minecraft
No.
table?
No,
No.
it uses
How
the.
it-
It
so
just
it
used
has
what
these
was there,
like
I
little
think.
pyramids you put around your room that respond to the headset, so that it gives you spatial awareness. It basically triangulates you, and it can figure out the room based on what you're seeing and how far away you are from other stuff, and what you're avoiding and what you're seeing.
And you need
the
a
goggles.
VR helmet.
You need the visor is the thing. It's like it's untethered to
Yeah.
like an actual. It's not like it doesn't have like a CPU thing like the other headsets do.
There's some cool possibilities. Maybe some hybrid board gaming action stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
like trading card battle
That could
games.
be cool.
Porno.
But the other
Pokemon.
thing
Porno.
beforehand, like between when they announced it and now
Rotator.
that everyone keeps saying
Yeah.
is that they
Yeah.
weren't marketing it for games at all.
Yeah.
They were marketing it to businesses like architects and like companies that wanted use it for user interfaces
You're
with
right.
computers and stuff.
AutoCAD.
They were never marketing it
Shit.
for that.
No, but that would be
and
really
then
good
all of a
for
sudden they show it
architecture
at a
firms.
game show, and I almost feel like they just had like 8 minutes that they didn't
Yeah.
know what to use, and they're like,
Dude.
this is cool, so let's show it. But like,
Well, that's kinda
this
sad.
might be a
Guys.
fancier version of the Vitality Sensor, and we just don't hear about it at E3 anymore. We hear about it, just never at E3.
Off-road rally on your table.
There you go.
40s
That
round
sounds
table.
cool.
Hot Wheels racing.
Hot Wheels racing. Revolt. No, Revolt. Sorry.
Like there's
You have
some
a
cool
point.
applications.
Mario
but
Kart
Everything
overview.
I heard before now contradicts everything I just saw on the stage, and
It's-
that makes me. That gives me a giant fucking question mark on if what I saw was real, and if they actually plan on doing game stuff, or if they just wanted to show something cool to get everybody talking.
Well, I mean, that goes with the Kinect. Remember how now they're using it for like medical shit?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it
Definitely
makes
not using
sense.
it.
It could be used for other things other than games.
Well, and that's all they talked about.
Yes,
before.
exactly. That's probably what
So-
it is. So I mean,
I
think
don't know.
this
I was
is-
surprised to even see it get anything other than a mention, to be honest.
I think this is just getting us closer to Iron Man displays when it
Yeah.
comes to like
Hey, man.
Well,
his office and shit. That's what
I'm cool with that.
Well, no, I'm cool with that
I'm
too.
good with
But
that.
If
when we're-
Microsoft 10 could do that, I'd buy Microsoft 10.
Well, no,
Yeah,
that's
look,
what they were
if-
showing. The
if
demo.
Like windows on your wall.
No, that's what I mean. The windows are on your wall.
Well, they showed the Halo 5 Guardians demo, and you're looking at the screen, and part of the UI is around you. And like, if you want to know what your objective is, you look up at the objective thing, and then the voice in the game, like as if you pushed a button, goes like, "Remember, you have to get to this place," and then like a point appears on your map. Not on your game, on the visor pointing at the map, so that you know that it wants you to look at the map. So it can do some cool UI stuff, but it's still just one thing. And again, I'm not even 100% sure if I believe what I saw.
yeah, I mean,
it seems like-
once it gets to Iron Man where you don't have
And
to
without the-
wear
yeah.
anything at all,
Then we'll
I'm
be
down.
amazed.
Then I'll be down for doing all that shit.
contact lens or something you just can put in your eye.
And
Yeah,
that's
just-
still just a dope filter to put over an existing game. I don't need to play games.
I dig it.
No, I think it should
Yeah.
be cool. You could make it and like have other people be able to watch it, what you're doing,
Yeah.
without all the rigmarole.
Yeah, and
I mean,
it's not like,
honestly, you look more and more like an asshole with that
Well,
thing.
I mean, with like Rift, Oculus, your vision's covered. With like the HoloLens, you can still see. You can kind of have your arms
It's
in there.
definitely a different take.
It's a different take.
And that's always Microsoft's thing with this is like, let's not try and do what everyone else is doing because we
Yeah.
aren't going to compete with them.
Okay, cool. I feel adequate with that response. not really a new fresh take, but another revamp on Gears, guys. You guys hyped?
Holy
Gears 1.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that's just the first one?
Gears 1 HD, now with more HD in it. So it's like
and it controls like the later games,
Hardcore
but it's just weird. Like,
weird that's, come on, guys. We got the Halo Master Chief Collection.
There's a trilogy, and that's kind of been the thing.
But this is apparently
Borderlands, both games.
Borderlands,
Are they adding stuff?
Well, they're saying the Gear Remaster
Shadow.
is built from the ground. It's not. They didn't put a filter on the old shit. They rebuilt everything up and started fresh.
And that isn't a good explanation,
but does it hold up?
Look at dollar signs.
Well, they said
why
they changed the controls and everything like that. So I mean, it's
But do
bringing.
they change how the enemies act and do this?
I'm sure they changed a lot of things. It's not exactly Gears of War, the original Gears of War. So I mean, it's just bringing
Then why not just
a
make
new
it new
audience.
Gears?
Over.
Exactly. Or why not just fresh coat of paint on Gears, and you do the same people will buy it, and for the same price. It just feels like it's a big waste.
Well, no, because I went back and I'm trying to play Gears. Because that big hole I haven't played Xbox 360 games, so I'm trying to play Gears of War. Control their fucking balls. I can't I'm like, what the fuck is
Really?
this? Yeah,
Really?
I
don't feel like they aged.
don't.
No, it's because you're used to it. If you don't get in at the beginning, it's
I'm the first
weird.
time going through it. I'm like, wow, these controls fucking suck. They're terrible.
I mean,
do you need like a HD retail disc for new controls?
Well, no, I'm just saying.
It's like Halo controls,
No,
too. If you
I'm
didn't
not
start at the
saying
beginning,
that.
they're not
But
that
if it's built up from the ground up and it has better controls. This I'm still not too far into the game. I'm like a couple chapters in.
you should just stop then.
I know. I'm almost like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna play the remaster and try this from straight up.
It kind of sucks. 'Cause I mean, I don't know, man. I'm from the camp that 360. I think it looks okay. I mean, does it need it? Probably not. I mean, especially with this new backwards compatibility.
Coat of paint.
You gotta assume that
It's
Gears
not a
of
coat
War.
of paint. It's rebuilt. It's a
No, that's why they should just do coat of paint.
I know, but they haven't. So there's no option now.
Yeah. So.
I'm down to try it out because
I-
again, I'm still new to the Gears franchise. I'm down to rock and roll.
Maybe I'm glass half empty, but I think it's just because they want to sell all three of them for the full price
There you go.
3 times.
Of course.
They are.
What's the point of
It's
all
not
of
gonna
this
be-
that's going on?
It's not gonna be 59. It's gotta be 39, right?
I hope so.
Come on, Mike.
I don't know. Microsoft loves taking your money.
Not
And what else
Microsoft.
are you gonna play?
What's a business for?
Yeah, right.
Come on, bro.
Definitely not Titanfall.
Definitely not.
Oh.
I can't believe there wasn't a mention of Titanfall 2.
Hey, no, there
No,
was.
there
Well,
was
because it's
I mentioned Titanfall.
EA access, you get it for free. Hey man, they can
Oh,
sell
man.
it. They gotta give it to us for
That
free.
and Dragon Age Inquisition.
So yeah.
Well, and Titanfall's going to be multi-platform, so
It will be.
What happened to that game, man?
Was it good? I don't know. We
That
gotta know our
game-
opinion, Mike.
It was cool.
that game isn't that game's fault. That game is the fact that everyone in the world decided that game was going to be the best.
Right.
And they're like, shut up, stop talking about our game. We're just making a game. They're like, no, you're making the best game. They're like,
Almost
no,
like-
we're going to make a good game. They're like, you're going to change the world. They're like, no, we're just making a game. They're like, and our lives will never be the same. And they're like, fuck.
So almost like
it's
they
not
were-
their fault.
I agree with Mike on that. There was a lot of shit put on them, especially because it was exclusive.
One might say almost like
So-
a resistance for PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like the the
I mean,
first party.
it's fun.
launch
I
software.
have gone back and played it a few times,
And it really hurt that
It's
the
fun.
Xbox One was doing bad. So everyone started not only looking at it with a lot of lofty goals, but like it was supposed to be this hero that
Yeah.
saves the Xbox One gamers. And it's like
It's just a game, bro.
everyone in the
much.
world
It's
took
just a
ownership
game.
of that game from them, and
so much.
it's not. It wasn't their fault.
All right, cool. Let's wrap this up. Xbox,
I'll agree with
Microsoft segment. I mean, there's only one way you could. We opened up with Halo. Let's end with Gears, right? Gears 4 conference, Gears 4, new Gears.
Gears
Do we know it was
4.
Gears when they first started showing it? Because they kept it.
Yes.
They wanted to keep it cryptic.
Well, of
But it's just like
course.
it's
You
like the
just
same
said
character.
it's stupid.
You
So
can't
stupid, so
you
stupid.
cannot see like the bro
Yeah.
style, characters, big
they,
bulky
no,
dudes.
They trim them down. They don't look as bulky.
No, they're still. Look at their armor. It's still.
Their armor's similar,
it's
but their
still
faces aren't so chunky. Like Marcus Phoenix has such a chunky face. It's like an Easter
But
Island head.
I know, but Marcus Phoenix wasn't even in the trailer,
Yeah, I
and
know.
I still knew it was Gears
But yeah.
4.
So, but like
definitely.
all that shit aside, yay, nay? Do we like what we saw?
Nah, I don't care.
a little bit.
I'm down.
Hey,
Because
you
again,
didn't
I'm still
play it.
new to
Yeah.
the whole thing, so
He's still
I'm down.
new. He
I'm down to
enjoys
check
it.
it out.
Hey, there's
I'm
bad
down to check it
guys.
out.
You're a good guy. Stop the bad
All right,
guys.
cool. Now
Why not?
let's wrap this up. Microsoft's done. What was your game for Microsoft? Should we do that? Yay, nay? Or,
Yeah, what was your favorite
What
game?
was your favorite? Like, what's your takeaway? You can walk away at Microsoft press conference. They're gonna give you one title.
It was dope to see
I'll go-
Cuphead in like
Yeah.
for an extended period, and I think Recore seems
Slow your
cool.
thunder. Slow your thunder. Nice.
Cuphead
Okay.
and Recore.
I like it.
Son of a
I just
top
want to see
two?
Cuphead. Just Cuphead is the only thing I want to see. I don't care about anything else. Well, I would like to play Rare too, just to check it out.
Yeah. Interested. You know, I gotta say, just Sea of Thieves, just because to say something a little bit differently, but generally, I was kind of intrigued by that game. It seemed kind of cool. I like that there's pirate action with the possibility.
Want to like it.
Hot pirate action.
Hot pirate action with the possibility of co-op. Seemed like there's a lot of names in head, so maybe like 5-on-5 crews.
Sure.
Ship sieging.
It could be I wish they actually showed some gameplay more than like a trailer, considering how big of a deal they made.
Other than that, Minecraft HoloLens, what the fuck, amazing stuff. But that's like vaporware for me.
Yeah, it looked nice. I think top game for me was also Cuphead. I mean,
Cuphead.
I mean it's weird
DLC
because
title.
it's
Ian, this audio podcast again, not quick enough with the fist bump.
No, I'm not very fast fisted.
Definitely love that old school style.
I'm real fast.
And throw both fists.
There you go. 3 for Cuphead.
Yeah, so Cuphead, guys.
Cuphead PS4. You're here first.
Yeah, right.
I wish.
Eventually, but right next
Cuphead 2.
We'll come back with some Sony.
Yes.
After the break, let's get some
See ya.
AC
Yeah,
in this room.
boy.
Dean, Percy, and Ian will be right back with more video game goodness than you can shake a mana-infused lead pipe at. In the meantime, if you've been enjoying today's episode, stop by our Facebook page, give us a like, ask us a question, or just check out sexy photos of the hosts of this very show. Now back to our regularly scheduled program, currently in progress.
And Dean.
We're rolling. Guys, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Natural.
E3.
Act 2,
Dark Side of the
Sony,
Kingdom.
Dark Side of the Kingdom, episode 34.
Yeah.
E3 episode. I got my VO guy in the background. Hit me up.
Hey.
There you go. We're back, guys. I think, we dove in. We exhausted Microsoft. We spent about like 43 minutes on Microsoft.
Yes.
Let's spend about 40 minutes on Sony.
Okay.
Maybe less.
I don't think we're gonna need to do that long because it's so good.
It's so good. Sony. Whoa, let's not blow it a little early. Let's not let people know. Let's just start off naturally.
Blow that load.
We're all walking into the Sony theater. Lights come on. We see The Last Guardian.
This was the year. They either had to never talk about the game again or
Yeah.
show something of the game this year. It had to be this year.
They showed it.
They showed it.
And they showed it.
Doesn't it
Showed
just look
gameplay.
like...
I wish it looked better.
It's exactly what I wanted it to be, because when they originally showed it, I was like, tell me this is just eco, but instead of a little girl, it's a giant bird dog.
That's what it is.
And that's 100%
Bird
what
dog,
it is,
yeah.
and that got me stoked, because I loved
It
eco.
was like Ecos, Shadow of the Colossus. Let's smash them together.
I
Let's
was more
evolve.
of an eco guy,
Yeah.
and this feels more in that vein, but I loved eco, and this is just more of that, and I'm stoked on
So,
that.
Ian, you're talking about graphics not doing it for you?
I wish it looked better, but at the same time, as long as it comes out, I will play it and I will buy it.
I almost feel like, and I don't want to make a hypocritical decision, but I almost feel like that's
Intentional.
intentional, like it's style.
Which
Because
is
the
fine
other
with
games
me.
had that weird
Yeah.
style choice
They
where like
did,
it,
yeah.
it didn't look great, but it had a shitload of style.
A lot of style. Unsaturated, like a
Bring
lot
the
of grays,
style.
a lot of like artistic-y,
Almost
cool stuff going
pixely
on.
on purpose in certain places.
I would
Well,
have-
it's weird because like the kid looks almost cell shaded at times
Yeah.
compared to everything else.
But your Griffin thingy has you can see all the feathers
Yeah.
and that's
He
cool.
looks fucking awesome.
Looks pretty cool. Now, gameplay seems like puzzle based, maybe
Yeah.
platforming.
It's a mix between
And
Eco
stealth.
and
There was a game on the 360
first-person
as
shooting.
well, and I can't remember what it was called, but it's this kid who solves puzzles with a giant monster, and I'm the only person that played it. And
I know
it
that
reminded,
game.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what it was called.
Remember
No
the
one
name of that
played
game?
it. I really liked it, and this
Yeah.
game reminded me of that.
Do you think is there going to be any combat at all? Any enemies?
there has to be.
Probably it'll be, but it'll be
lot of
a lot like
puzzles.
Eco, I bet.
Yeah.
Real like basic stuff.
Runaway.
Okay. Now that being said, it's been like this game's been teased for years. This game is supposed to be like launch title for PS3. Is it enough? Do you think that the fans are satisfied? Are people happy?
I think I think the fans are super happy that it actually has a date that is coming out.
It's real.
I think it was like they could finally like exhale, like, oh, okay,
It's
we're holding
real
our breath
and it's
for
coming
our-
out.
It's,
Yeah,
whether it's good or bad or anything, at least we know it exists.
yes.
I mean, we
For
can
the
stop
longest
asking.
time, it's been
Yeah.
like we don't know if it's still being worked on or not. Like everyone's been
Dude,
hush
I
hush.
thought it was dead for. I mean,
Yeah,
I was,
exactly.
Well,
So
I was shocked, man.
I think the
Apparently-
fans are just happy that they saw something.
Yeah.
Apparently, the CEO of Sony said that they got to a point when they were making it that it was running like shit, and Sony's like, "We want this out," and the guy's like, "Well, I'm not." That's why he had conflicts. Like, well, it's not running good. We're not ready. We can't do it. So then he finally convinced him to be like, "We got to move it to the next system."
I think that's.
Hey, man.
I like when people
Smart.
do that. I like
Yeah.
when people don't just like.
I do-
He didn't
let their shit
compromise.
get pushed out.
It is nice that
And it was
Sony's
nice
like,
that he was there. That
yeah,
too.
it's
Yeah.
kind of cool that Sony was still like, we still want this game to come out.
Yeah.
It needs to exist because
Yeah. I think the graphics won't mind too much because the originals, people they're beloved.
Yeah.
Eco, especially,
Classics.
amazing.
It
Shadow of the
reminded me
Colossus is
so
good too.
much of Eco.
Shadow of the Colossus was great. It got a little tired after like
No,
the
you're wrong.
7 or 8.
I think that's the game that everyone fondly remembers way more than Eco, but Eco's always
Eco's
kind
great.
of been my
I got
jam.
some beef with you.
Out of
You didn't
both,
like it after 7 of them? Oh my god.
I thought, oh, it's so good.
It's so great when you do it again and then you get all the like
And again,
upgrades.
and again, in the barren wasteland. No, Shadow of the Colossus was good.
It's like the original Destiny.
Yeah. Oh, shots fired at this guy.
God damn it.
So yeah, Last Guardian.
Anyway.
let's move along.
Last Guardian. Oh, everyone's on board.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's on
Yeah.
board.
I wish
We
it
all-
came out this year.
We all own PS4s. We're all gonna buy it. Right?
And again, it's nice just to know that it exists, and
Yeah.
then we can stop asking. I don't want to ask every year
Yeah.
and wonder every year. It's nice to just have it
I
out
think
of
it's
the
to a
way.
point now I don't want to see anything new. I just want
Yes.
the game to come out. I'm just going to buy
me
it
a
and play
date.
it.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Because-
see any
Yeah,
trailers.
I don't need anything else until
There
the
you
game
go.
comes out.
Yes.
I just can't wait till we're in our 40s and the next game comes out.
right. Eventually, PS6. It'll be
And then
out.
10 years after that, Kingdom Hearts 3 will finally come out.
Yes.
10 years after that, we'll be dead. That'd be awesome.
Hey man, there'll be some new DLC or Destiny DLC by then. So
Yeah.
you know, new package.
There might be whispers of Destiny 2.
It's going to be called the War of the Wallet.
Oh.
Person will be like 1,200 hours in by that time. Horizon Zero Dawn.
That game looked fucking
Wow.
I
Looks-
love it.
Wow.
Fucking awesome.
cool. Good on Guerrilla, because
Guerrilla.
they've been forced to make
They've been Killzone
was
for
gonna say,
the
Killzone games for
longest
so long.
time.
Some are good, some are bad,
Yeah.
but they've clearly, that's had to been their thing. Either they didn't have the freedom or the confidence to make another game. And not only did this game look good,
Yeah.
but it was cool and it had a lot of style.
A lot of style.
What
concept?
different.
Robo Dinos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the robot dinos still look kind of Hellgasty, like with their armor and stuff,
Yeah.
which is
I
fine.
think it's
It looks
post-Hellgas.
fucking
Post
awesome.
Hellgas. This is a post Hellgas landscape with Robo Dinos, and I appreciate that.
It looked fucking
Post
cool.
ISA, post Hellgas.
I think that looked real cool. I think it
Also-
looked like one of those games that you could spend a ton of time with and have a lot of fun with.
I kind of like how they explained a lot of stuff, but they didn't explain a lot of stuff. So I'm still I want to know more.
Yeah,
in
they
this
let
place.
you look at it and go, "Ooh, this is different," and then they showed gameplay and said, "Fuck it, guess
Yeah,
about the other
so-
stuff.
yeah.
We'll show you the thing you don't want to guess about, and
Yeah,
we'll let you guess about the
because
stuff
I
you
want to
kinda
know
do."
why she's hunting robots. Like, what are they harvesting from these robots and keep them living? Keep them
Yeah.
alive.
Did
Like,
you guys ever play Enslaved?
I love that
fuck
game.
yeah.
Obviously, this has nothing to do
It's
with
Enslaved too.
But didn't it kind of give you, like,
Yeah.
I remember in my head, I was like, oh, come on.
Dude,
come on. Unlikely Enslaved 2.
No. Everyone who played Enslaved was like, Enslaved 2.
Enslaved was fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it
so
gave me
good.
tons of Enslaved
fucking
vibes.
great, man.
And
Yeah.
Theory.
whether
Ninja
it
Theory.
has anything to do with
So
that
much
or not,
love.
or
So
even
much
ends
love.
up feeling that way, but just having that little bit of Enslaved vibe going
Yeah.
on, I dug it.
I felt a little
yeah.
Vanquished vibe too with the design of the robot mechanic parts of
I
things.
felt like the third person
which I love that
shooting
game
felt
too.
vanquishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that game too.
There was like care, like she kills the baby dinosaur. She's like, "I'm sorry, little guy."
Yeah,
Kills
see,
the
that's what's
robot.
weird.
So
It's like, that's what I'm like,
interesting.
what is going on? Like, what's
Organic
their
robotics,
Exactly.
possibly.
So it's like, what are they harvesting? Something that they feel emotion. Like,
What do they
when they
eat?
feel bad
Yeah.
and they kill.
But what do they eat?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, it
what's
seems
going
like
on
it's.
here?
Well, think about it. It's almost like they're like raiders trying to destroy a car to steal its fuel. It's almost like that's what it is. Like these
Yes.
weird AI monsters that it's less about hunting them for food. It's more about hunting them to keep your generator running or whatever. Because they totally had the whole the old people had cities. And
Yeah.
they've clearly forged together
This is
something.
like-
So I guess it's just like
It's definitely Earth
there's less and
years-
less robots to kill the
I
heart
love
to keep
the-
your generators running.
The giraffe
Hence
looking
their
one.
strings,
straps
sorry.
for gear and stuff. Like
I can see that.
That's what
Okay.
it seems like they're probably going for.
Yeah.
It's just I'm digging it, man.
Let's go.
I cannot wait to play this fucking.
Well, and
game.
everyone seems to be going for, we want to make an accessible Monster Hunter type game.
Yeah.
A Monster Hunter game for people that don't
Well-
want to play Monster Hunter or have never heard of it. And this seems like that's another game company trying to kind of
Now
take
that-
what's good about
Is
those
this gonna
games
have
and
co-op?
give it
That's
to
what I'm
everyone
saying. Now
else.
that implies
We'll see.
co-op.
Not
I just-
necessarily, because
It doesn't have to.
you can take what people like about Monster Hunter and apply it to another game.
Okay.
So I'm not saying they're trying to clone it. More or less, they're trying to take the stuff that everyone who loves those games likes about it and put it in their game.
What I didn't like about it is when they introduced it, they said, "No, we want to show you our new franchise."
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that
like-
they're already
that's-
thinking
yeah,
about it
like
that
that's
way.
so.
A little cocky, a little
Yeah.
cavalier. It's like, come on, dude.
But
I
honest-
hope
honest-
I hope it does well. Don't get me wrong. I
Yeah.
want
They
it to
look
do really well.
They did that with in Microsoft's too.
Yeah, I
They-
just
they
don't
did
like
with
that
everyone.
term.
It's
I don't
not-
like that
not
term.
just
Yeah, because
them.
it gives you the feeling that they've already
Yeah.
the way that they're thinking
holding-
that way. So it's
yeah.
like,
But come
fuck
on.
you.
But
This
come
game
on.
looks good, but wait till you see,
Part 2.
Horizon 2. It's gonna be better.
Horizon 2 is going to have co-op,
Yeah.
online
game-
versus.
The name's
And you
also
ride on
bland.
Yeah.
Every time I describe that game,
And
I
a
just keep
hat.
saying the robot dinosaur game because I
Yeah.
keep forgetting what the name is because it's just sort of a
weird
real
name.
generic
Zero
name.
Dawn. That means nothing.
Yeah, just a real generic name.
That's just nothing.
Well,
for me.
I'm
If
sure.
they called it Robot Dinosaur Hunters,
Dude.
fuck yes.
Maybe it'll make more sense when we learn more about the story.
There you
and
go,
the
it's
world.
like-
but right now, it just feels a little generic.
yeah.
I don't mind it. I mean, I especially it's something different from Gorilla. It's like it's totally different than anything
Couldn't
else.
be
And
less
it looks
like
it's
this.
third person.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it just looks
I
way
wish
different than
it-
anything.
I
I
else
love
wish-
seeing a
expect,
studio
so.
go out of their comfort
I wish they
There
had
you
the
go.
balls and they just call it generic.
If anyone,
It's called generic.
It's generic.
And then they're like, no, it's generic.
Welcome
Bobby
to the
World
world of
reference.
Generic tittle.
Generic was good, but I mean, you got to hold off for generic too. So
Generic too.
Yes.
the whole story comes.
Riding on robot dinosaurs.
I think we can all say Guerrilla Games, we're with you on this one.
I did like when they got introduced and they're like, Gator Games. We're like, no. What was that? Oh, Gorilla? Is that what he said? Because I didn't get that. I swear he says Gator.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like not to step on you, Dean. I feel like Hitman is
okay.
the worst game that keeps coming out over and over. Like I don't hate them.
I was gonna say.
Have you ever met anyone that's likes these Hitman games a lot?
I know one guy, but he really likes ICP. Just saying.
Whoa.
It's just it's weird. Like clearly someone's
that makes
playing
sense.
these
That makes
games.
sense.
Like someone is playing these games and
Dude.
buying them. But who?
Yeah.
Who is it? I don't know where they are.
Hey, someone is.
Some of like
they're all making
Where
money.
are they? Right? Like,
Xbox-
wouldn't you love to meet one of these
They are
guys?
not in this room, but
I
they
don't
are
know where
making
they
money
are.
somehow.
Like I'm not shitting on them. Like I understand the game on paper. I think it's a cool idea on
It's
paper.
a totally cool idea.
But I don't know who
Yeah.
don't know who is buying these games and playing.
I didn't even know it was a Hitman game until like the very end. It was like so like generic, just like club scene.
Yeah.
At the very end, it was like, oh, the bald guy.
Yeah.
This is like,
oh, Hitman.
he has a
I've never
name,
played it, but I
right?
know who it is. Oh,
I would
yeah.
just love
so
Agent
generic.
47.
Agent 47. I'd love to meet the guy who loves these games and just talk to him for a little bit.
So much
Maybe we
so,
should find that
The
guy.
mythical Hitman
dude.
fan.
So much
Bring him in
so
here.
that there was a fucking Hitman movie.
There's another Hitman movie coming out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there
It's
is.
at the summer.
It's in like 2 months.
Actually, with the Hitman
Who the
movie,
fuck-
the new one looks kind of
Okay,
cool
I
because
like
he's the
what
bad
they're doing
guy.
with it when
Yes,
he's the bad guy.
Yes, I
Who's
really like
buying
that.
these games? If you enjoy Hitman, let us know. Let us know.
I would
why.
love, and I don't
'Cause-
want to sound facetious. I'm not shitting on
Well-
you or looking down on you. I would love. I just don't know who's doing it.
Well, to be fair,
They never have buzz. No one's ever
I
talking
think
about
we need to
them.
have that person here to talk us into the
Now, the
game.
game-
They're
gameplay-
clearly selling well enough.
the
but-
gameplay is
are.
kind of unique. There's not too many games where you're a hitman, you're doing stealth
Well,
combat.
and it's always the same studio.
Mission Impossible style.
It's so
for 64. It seems like it's just that, you know.
I have nothing against Hitman at
Yeah.
all. So I mean, hopefully this game has
But-
something that will, pull me in.
But it's
they
interesting.
exist
I
for a
don't
reason.
care.
It's
It
just
is.
weird.
And
It's just it's one of those weird series where I don't know who is continuing to buy these
Well,
games
see,
enough to make them keep
I
coming
say that
out.
because like Assassin's Creed is like a billion fucking sequels.
Yeah, I don't play that game either.
But I tried
on,
to
man.
play Assassin's
Come on, man.
I tried to
Yeah.
play Assassin's Creed 1. I was like, fuck this game.
Yeah, that
I didn't
game
like
was-
it. I played Assassin's Creed 2 way later on. I'm like, holy shit, this game's fucking awesome. And I'm totally excited for Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'm down for that game. So
I like the dude's hat.
All right, cool.
I like
now,
the chick's hat.
Now, everybody, okay, we're gonna have to we're all gonna give our opinions first.
Sorry.
Then Percy, I mean, just try not to jump over everybody's toes too
Sorry.
quick. Street Fighter 5.
I heard Giant Bomb talk about all the new mechanics,
Yeah.
and I like what I've heard so far. I think all the V stuff is real cool.
That's
Mike's
cool that
like-
they did
Mike's
that
like a
because
fighting game? What the
that's cool that they did that because what they
I play
showed.
tons of fighting games. I just don't go to Evo and pretend I'm better than I am.
Whoa, this motherfucker.
He doesn't, he doesn't
Oh.
pretend. He knows he's not good.
knows-
Oh,
I'm just
I
fucking
don't
with you. I can't use a stick, and I've always been a
Whoa,
bad player, and that
whoa,
always
whoa.
everyone like
I
fighting
know.
game guys look down on me.
ladies
for it.
have told me. Ladies have told me.
Thank God that
Yeah.
the two
Can't work-
people in the finals were both pad players, because now I can be like
Vindication.
Like, it's like people always like, Obama ain't my president. Like I was always like
Fuck.
joysticks aren't my controller.
Yeah.
I was like, joysticks are my
But
president.
now I'm like proud of the winners. Like, yeah, pad player, woo!
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, but I mean,
Snake Eyes.
what they showed at
Beef.
Sony, the trailer, meh. Like, I
It's
don't know.
whatever.
Well, for me, because I mean,
It's
look,
not for you.
What they
It-
showed
it's
on the
not for
stage
me.
also is
They showed like Cammy. They
it's
showed like
not
the new
reflective
guys.
of the game.
Birdie.
Birdie. I mean,
He's not new though.
I don't know. It didn't sell me. I don't
The
know.
things I like about
But I'm not a Street
5 so
Fighter guy.
far
There you go.
are
There
not
you go.
what I learned on
Street
stage.
Fighter. There you go.
It's stuff I learned from other means. I like that they're making the characters like almost Blaze Blue type unique, where it's not quite
Yeah.
push a button and a unique thing happens, but like Chun-Li can jump twice. Not everyone can jump twice.
Chun-Li-
You can alpha counter.
Chun-Li-
Not everybody can
Everyone
alpha
has
counter.
their own attributes,
Like everyone
and-
has their own cool little
Yeah.
unique things that
Oh, yeah.
almost feel like an SNK fighting game more than Street Fighter.
It's-
And I
it's
like that
not-
they're trying to really refresh everything to the point where they're ditching focus attacks. People like focus attacks.
There's
They're
no focus
ditching
attacks.
ultras.
There's-
People like ultras. They're ditching a lot of stuff.
There's like
Mike,
supers.
There's
like,
supers,
kind
but
of
there's not
ultras.
ultras.
Stop speaking
No.
Spanish.
It's basically ultra.
Stop speaking Spanish. I have no idea what's going on right now.
There's no focus attacks.
I
I think
Those
we're
are
getting way too
completely gone.
inside
It's-
baseball right now.
But like,
Well, I mean, it's also because they're bringing back like old style of like.
I guess the
like,
question-
they're picking stuff from like Street Fighter
Did you see the
Turbo,
advancing guard
Street Fighter-
counters?
Yeah, I mean
That's
that's
super cool.
I'm
so
saying
the
that,
question
like-
for me is this 5 vindicated? Is this like the next Street Fighter 5?
No, this is 100%.
Like,
Yeah, it's
100%? Okay,
it's
I
it's
can
there.
respect that.
It's
Yeah.
there. It looks awesome. I mean,
This is
it's
the
gonna,
real next Street Fighter.
yeah, it's gonna be fucking
This is
awesome once it
the-
comes out.
The
so.
first rendition of the next real Street Fighter.
Yes.
Then you can buy it 3 months
and
later.
now, if you pre-order, you
Super
get the
Street Fighter
beta,
5.
which I believe is going to super help because it's going to help with online stuff. So
That's all they're going to be using is for balancing.
Now,
the
I
online
can't
netcode.
wait. I'm excited. It looks awesome.
How long do you think before this takes over and like the Evo? Like, well, it takes like a year before it like will surpass 4.
Well,
It'll be
first
there next year.
the
It'll be
first-
there next
yeah,
year.
The first year that it's out, it
Okay.
will be there. It will be
So
it
next
will
year.
100% be out next year.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It'll be there.
Cool.
Street Fighter 4 will still be
4
there
will
too.
still be
Okay.
there, but I bet it replaces 4 in like 2 years, unless everybody hates 5. Like Marvel vs. Capcom, how they still had 2 for a long time, and some
Yeah,
people
but this
came around.
well, that's different. I think it's its own.
I guess.
Or maybe Smash Brothers is a better example,
Yeah.
where they keep Melee around because
Yeah, exactly.
people are torn on Brawl
That's a
and,
better
and
example.
4. I think that
Way better
it would have to be really bad for it not to replace 4.
Exactly.
But I think 4 will
I-
stick around for at least 2 years.
4 years. Street Fighter 4 is going to
'Cause
keep going for a long
Street
time. I
Fighter
think.
4 is like what, 2007?
But I'm saying actually main stage Evo.
2008.
I think it's still going to keep up
So?
because they're both
Once
two.
they stop supporting
apparently,
it?
I'm like following like a lot of tweets from like the professional, the pro Street Fighter guys. Like, it's its own thing. Like Street Fighter 5 is way different compared.
It
to
has a
4,
chance
so,
to be Melee. It
Yeah,
has a
it's
chance to be
its own
Smash
thing.
Brothers Melee.
It's its own
Really?
thing. So
Okay.
totally down. You know, what I mean, let's rock it.
2 fighting game guys like alienating the room.
I know, right? It's like, okay, just like stop talking now.
Sorry, guys.
We'll keep it moving.
Not
so
really. We like
kinda-
fighting games.
Yeah. Moving from like, one of Percy's darlings. One of my darlings that like from last year, E3, Sony, this kind of stole my heart. No Man's Sky.
So I like that they showed the space combat stuff.
They showed
'cause
some
that's-
stuff?
So this is dumb. This is super dumb.
Hey man,
When
don't.
I grew up, I wanted to be a pilot in the Air Force.
That is pretty stupid.
I grew up in ATEC. Did you guys grow up in Vegas?
Yeah.
No.
I don't.
Okay, so ATEC
I know
had
what
like
you're talking
the flight school and the pilot school and stuff, and I really wanted to do that, but I'm nearsighted, so I can't.
So yeah.
And so I've always really like in media in general, I like Star Fox a lot because it's the pilots and the Starship pilots, and in Star Wars I
Starfighter.
like the pilot characters. Like I've always really liked that stuff, and so the aspect of the space flying around and the dogfighting, I've always liked dogfighting simulators. I've always liked space dogfighting simulators,
Some Star
like
Wars,
those kind of games.
Starfighter pilot games.
Yeah,
and
I've
stuff.
always loved that stuff, and
Yeah.
so seeing more of that stuff is exciting because I'm actually less excited about the going to the planets. It's cool,
Exploring and
but to
everything.
me, it's
Yeah.
a space game that I get to go to the planets.
Yeah.
Where everyone else is going to be getting to go to the planets, where you can also go to space.
I'm glad that they're finally showing gameplay because that was like the big thing for a while. It's like people didn't know what this game was going to be.
You know
but
what
like,
scares me?
there's
It
some
kind of. I
gameplay,
think people
there's some
still don't
stuff.
really know all the
People
way because
don't know.
they're still just peppering stuff.
Because I mean, like, I was super hyped for it in this new trailer. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was the music. Maybe it was the presentation. Like, I don't know.
You know what really scares me about this game?
What's that?
Remember what I said about Titanfall earlier?
Just run.
I'm real
run
fucking
time.
afraid that people are taking this game and running with it, and that everyone's going to be bummed out because they've decided this game is something more than the developers have.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
I
that
got
I
that
think
vibe.
that. I am excited for this game, but I think it has a very good chance of Titanfalling itself because of everyone else, not them. They're doing what they promised to do and they want to. I think the public might take this game and Titanfall the shit out of it.
I
I
got the-
really hate to agree with Mike on this one.
Whoa. Why, really?
But
I'll pound that.
Pound that.
I kind of agree because,
Hey, man.
like I said, they're just putting
Appreciate
out a game and it's fucking awesome.
That's
It
gotta
is
suck.
like
It's gotta suck.
it is so expansive. Like
Yeah.
everything is like
It's cool. It's just people can.
Oh my
They,
God.
they
It's
cannot
cool.
get excited about it because it's the tech's cool.
And the
what's going
upside
on
is
cool.
Titanfall was a multiplayer shooter. You need an audience for that. This is not a game where if
Singular
Gene, if you're the
experience.
only person on the planet
Yeah.
that likes this game, it will not affect you because you like that game.
Hey, man.
And that's this game's advantage.
I'll be
I
racing
feel
to
like
the center
the
of this.
buzz and the way history looks at it
Yeah.
will be more affected than the actual gameplay, but I do think that the public might be going a little crazy, and that could hurt this game as far as what people look at it once it comes out.
I'm not-
I'm
and-
still just as excited.
Yeah,
as I
and
am.
again, we're not against it.
Yeah.
We really want this game to
Man, I
succeed.
love
and be
watching him
fucking
zoom in
awesome.
and start
Yeah.
shooting ships into sideways. Like that's the stuff I'm gonna be fucking stoked for.
I
Like
got
people are
that
gonna be talking
vibe-
about the planets they found and explored. I'm just gonna be talking about
Dude.
the planets I found.
Because that was the first time
and blew
that
past
he
and-
zooms
and
out,
rename.
zooms out again, zooms out again. Like, that
Zooms
was
out for
super-
like 20
it was like,
minutes.
dude, are you kidding me? And then like all these are inhabitable planets that we can like name and kind of do our own thing.
Yeah.
I did kind of like how
Cool.
it was cool that he went and found a random planet. Hopefully, that's what he did.
He's like, I've
That guy seems so genuine. Every time he's been on stage, he seems super genuine. I don't think he was bullshitting.
I don't think so either, because he's always like awkward and like he's like I don't like doing like big this.
He's
shit.
a guy who loves his game, and so he's coming to talk about it.
So it was cool that he actually did it, and he was just like, okay, so this isn't really an exciting planet, but there is exciting planets out there.
Let's see what I can do. Oh, this robot's coming. I guess this is one of those planets with robots on it. So,
because I mean, like, I'm not expecting too much, but even if it was at the very least bare bones, like a Minecraft type experience where there's no like end game, you're not like hitting bullet points, missions. Interesting concept.
I have a feeling that I will like it regardless of if the public Titanfalls it, because I know what I see.
is that a term now?
Don't get Titanfall, bro. What the public at large sees it as and what history thinks back on it as will be it could turn into that, but I have a feeling that I will be happy with what it is regardless.
Because it definitely is falling into the trap of being like that piece of software that Sony is like selling their E3 press conferences on. It's like hitting these really cool, I mean, kind of never before seen stuff. Has there ever been like, a procedural universe?
Not on this level. Not on this level.
I keep hearing Star Citizen. I don't know what that is, but I hear people say if you like No Man's Sky, check out Star Citizen.
It's hard to talk about that game as it is to talk about I'm spacing on Eve. It's like Star Citizen and Eve are like talking about them, or it's like you're in another world.
But it is like combat space, kind of same kind of.
Well, see,
but it's that game is more trying to be like a real hardcore sim. This game seems like it's supposed to be like the fun and adventure of exploration, where Star Citizen is like Eve. It's like living in another world.
Well, see, the bad thing about this is every time I see a trailer or something, anything to do with No Man's Sky with Ian, he's like, "This isn't a game. I don't like it."
No, it's a screensaver.
See,
it's literally a screensaver.
Every time. He's
Get
like,
out of here with that snark.
Every time.
When they
Ian doesn't even like games.
No, I just don't think it's a game. I really do not think it's a game.
Well, then why don't you like it? Because you don't like games.
No, I want it to be a game. I hope it's awesome.
It's
but
interactive.
I just think you're going to get to a point where like
it's interactive. You can
there's
explore
so
the
much
screensaver.
There's a point where you can get to a point where things are so massive and so vast.
I've been a victim of being overwhelmed.
That it's
I'm excited.
void of even doing it, because why are you interested? Is that really cool? Oh, you found a planet that no one's ever going to go to.
I could put a beacon there. I could have you guys visit my planet.
I will visit your planet.
Mike will visit my planet. Percy might be there too.
We'll
be there.
I'll give you flybys all the time.
Dude, we'll all be hanging out.
You're assuming we could find each other planets. What if it's like
Your planet's nuts.
You go fucking play fucking Mega Man 2 again. We'll be fucking No Man's Sky it up. It's all right.
There you go.
It's all good, brother.
Ian does not join our universe. It's fine.
What's that? The download game where you're in the desert. And you have the
Journey?
scarf. Journey.
Ugh,
What if
Journey
it's
sucked.
What if it's no, let's just use no.
Soapbox.
Game is awesome.
Quick soapbox.
These people seem like
This
the
motherfucker right
company
here.
that would make it like, oh, we don't want you to find your friends. We want you to find new friends.
True,
So, like,
and I am hoping
I
that
love
they,
that about Journey. I thought it was fun.
that makes sense. But in a vast, like,
Not in this
you
game.
want
I don't
everyone
want
to
that.
find
I
Dick
want-
Planet
that's
404.
not-
I want Dean to be able to put down a
But
beacon
that's
and go,
not- yeah.
Mike,
Hey,
let's
man.
meet on this
Let's
planet.
check
Yeah,
shit
but that's
out,
not how.
dude.
That's not what No Man's Sky is. It's not like you're gonna be multiplying with your friends and going.
I am hoping
it's like it's
I
almost
want to
like
get in a party and Percy
Well,
and,
dude, there's
and
like
Dean and me are all like, okay, here's the coordinates I'm putting in, and then it syncs you guys and we all go to the same place.
Hey guys, dude, I'm in like some space combat right now. Come help me out. Let's blow up this shit.
No. You're gonna be like, dude, I'm in the screensaver fight, and like, rockets are going by, but they can't hurt me. But you guys want to come and watch?
I hope they have some unity and some connectivity. I hope it isn't like Journey where
you can't talk to each other.
Let's hope we. I hope it's not like Bloodborne where
all right.
that's not a burn.
I'm not taking it as a burn.
I hope the multiplayer is deliberate. Whether it's optional or not, I hope it's there. I hope that it's
That
not Journey.
you're
It's
actually
not,
exploring
Bloodborne
together.
is a step up from that, but it's still sort of like.
Well, it's its own thing. I
Yeah.
mean, this is a game where it would be awesome to have like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go travel something.
Yeah.
Come with me.
I want to play
Let's
with
join
my
up,
friends on
and
purpose,
then we're going.
and then also alone when I want to.
There you go.
I want to be able to play with people.
You know, kind of like Destiny.
But these guys could be like the new.
like a good Destiny.
Like Destiny, but better.
Yeah, like fun Destiny.
Like Destiny, but with more fun.
I just feel they're setting themselves up to underwhelm, like hardcore, like Peter Molyneux style.
Well, I was saying, I have a feeling this game could Titanfall. What I was saying, Titanfall happened.
I don't like that as
that
a
the
verb.
public
I
might
like that a
Titanfall.
lot,
I
actually.
like it.
That the
I
public
don't.
might Titanfall.
That might be a T-shirt coming soon.
Don't get Titanfall. Don't Titanfall yourself. What you
You just got Titanfall.
So yeah, man. So basically, long story short, we have a lot of opinions on this game. So I think
a lot of ups and downs.
Well,
mostly ups
pros,
for
cons,
the three guys.
people are excited about
that
it.
we're here.
No.
Interesting concept. Ian's a tough sell. Ian, Media Molecule sketch art game.
Oh my god.
This game's so up its own fucking ass. It's not even funny.
Most pretentious game of show.
There's no thing in the world more fucking up its own ass than this goddamn game.
What is it, dude?
This
What
game
is
is
it?
going to create a game about how great this game is. This game thinks it's the
So this is
fucking shit.
Peter Maralou, the game.
This game is so fucking pretentious.
I'm not sure
It
what
looks
this
like
What is it?
shit.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like this is a game I can't really
It doesn't explain it all.
Yeah.
until you. I think this you
So
won't
you
be able to say
paint.
anything until
Remember
you play
last year when they did
Oh, I know what it is. I
that
figured it
live
out.
puppet show thing?
it. What?
Where my Media Molecule did the live puppet show, and they're like, "This isn't a game. This is just us showing what the technology can." This is the game that they turned that tech
Yeah,
demo
and
into.
you know what it is? It's the new Mario Paint.
It's dumb. I wish it was anywhere that. This looks like fucking
Well, I mean-
horse shit.
I would go that
Come on,
far.
guys.
Come on.
Come on, man.
No,
It's
no,
not
no.
even- It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even a game.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Not
All
even
it
a
is-
game.
Fuck this shit.
No, I guarantee this is what's gonna be. It's gonna come out and you go from dream to dream, and it's just one big penis dream to
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
big
It's
penis.
just everybody making Mario levels and
Yeah.
Fluidity.
That's what I told
Wobbly,
Percy. He's like,
flaccid cocks.
someone's gonna build 1-1 right away. It's like the first thing they make.
I'm not saying this game doesn't
Add a penis.
exist, but it's not a game. This is
Is it a
not
game?
for people
Yeah.
like Little Big Planet was create your own game. This is just create things and look how
I don't know how they're gonna make money.
We're an interesting studio.
How are they gonna make money?
Fuck this game.
No, I like Media Molecule. I'm curious on where this goes.
Yeah.
It's still way early to say anything because it was just.
Come on, man.
I want to know
It
more.
looks
like
I'm not excited, but
Okay.
I want to know more.
Okay, another
Has my attention.
artistic game that could border on pretentious, maybe not. Firewatch.
So what I will say
I'm
is
excited.
Made
all
by
these
Ollie
guys.
Moss.
Did you
Yes.
listen to Idle Thumbs?
No.
They're the guys that made the studio
no.
that are making this game.
Okay.
was it
Sean
Santos?
Vanderman, Chris Remo.
Yeah.
Camp Santos.
Yeah, Campos Santos. It's all
I just
those
know
guys.
that the artistic guy.
Those
Yes.
guys are they're really kind of up their own ass. I like them all, but they're up their own ass. So I see where you're coming from this game, but they're also a bunch of guys that worked on Walking Dead.
Okay.
Like they all came from that studio.
Okay.
And the guy doing all the
Walking
music did a lot of the
Dead.
mid.
I say that
the
because
adventure game, the Telltale game.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
ex-Telltale and Insomniac guys.
I say that because I just don't know what it is quite yet. Firewatch.
It's a like Myst style adventure game.
It's
because I dug the comedy. Comedy's cool. You got like some voiceover action going on. It
it's
seems
like an it's
graphics are nice.
It's like an adventure. It's Metroid Prime with no combat.
okay.
The way they've been selling it, that's not how they've sold it, but that's like it's an open world with like barriers
It's more of
to
a story,
entry,
just
and
kinda
but yet
goes in.
story driven,
Yeah.
Very
and it's
story-driven.
all about the character, which makes sense. Look at The Walking Dead, and
Yeah.
imagine someone
I'm
making
definitely
a
getting the
third-person exploration game. based
downloadable
off that.
title vibe off this. Maybe I don't see.
I think it is
Yeah.
because
I don't know.
they're an indie studio, so
Yeah.
Well, I'm down.
I hope it's not.
It's Ollie
Yeah.
Moss is on it, which is an awesome artist. I love his
Graphic
stuff.
designer,
So
good.
yeah, it's
Dope as hell.
great. So,
First game for him.
Yeah, and it looks awesome. I mean, I'm down because they didn't explain too much. So
well, again, I know way more about this game because I listen to their podcast, so they talk about it all the time.
Okay.
Hey man,
So-
give some facts, bro.
yeah,
Well,
come
I
on.
told you. It's like
Throw it down.
Metroid Prime with no combat.
I like it.
Yeah, it's an
No combat-
It's
no
a,
combat
It's
at
an
all?
exploration game, and in that,
Right
that
here.
tag at the end,
Yeah.
where like, well, then who's in your tower? It's got a lot of weird.
I really like
mystery.
that. I thought that was
And then the only person you talk to is another person in a tower, and you guys have a weird relationship because like it was kind of like we went on a date and. Now
We like each other,
didn't
but we're
wanna
not-
go on a
we don't
second
like
date,
each other
but
like
now
that?
We work
Yeah.
together, kind of thing. Like, so it's cool that
There's
the
some
only
comic relief.
Yeah.
It was well done.
and a lot of optional stuff that is context based, like when you see the teenagers skinny dipping, like you can treat that situation in a lot of different ways.
So-
and depending on what you do, it could
Yeah.
ripple out later.
Now, what
on.
do you think it's kind of like a Telltale type
It,
style?
imagine
esque.
all the Telltale trappings in a non-adventure game. So like
move
they're doing all
around.
those things. Yeah,
I'm down. I mean, it's.
Is it cool?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
down.
it definitely has my.
I
attention.
like all those. Like I said, they're kind of up their own ass, but I like a lot of those.
Now, this part of the Sony conference, I'm a little nervous right now. I think I don't
Here
know.
we go.
I don't know what's
Here
going to
we
happen.
go.
I
I
have
don't,
the best joke, you guys.
I don't know what's going to happen right now, but I'm going to give it to the
I'm
floor.
gonna boo all over it. Ready?
Destiny, new Destiny,
Oh,
guys.
so do you remember in Call of Duty Black Ops how they have that power where they you freeze the enemy and then he starts puking all over the ground?
Yeah.
Like that already exists. It's not the future. It's called Destiny. You just turn Destiny on and you get frozen and you puke all over the ground.
How much Destiny
okay.
did you play before you were like, I'm done?
I got to level 27.
Okay, that's
I played a good chunk of that garbage, and I judge it.
Did you play by
accordingly.
yourself or did you play with friends?
with friends, alone. I tried everything. It's not a good game.
It's just not your game.
It's bad. No, it's bad
It's
Borderlands.
it's not for you.
It's bad Borderlands.
Not for you.
It's a convoluted
Not for
bad
you.
Borderlands.
Not for you.
Okay. Now,
Not for Mike Steele.
Okay, let's not
Destiny.
spend too much time
Not
on this because
Mike.
this
Yeah.
is a game that's out. It's just getting an update.
Now, this is not necessarily Destiny 2, but it is a retail disc. It seems like
$40.
a $40. No, what are we getting? Like, what am I getting with this?
Well, okay. So if you already own the other expansions,
Hypothetically,
everything else,
we all own everything.
It
Yeah.
is okay. Hypothetically, everyone knows
I
everything.
don't know. I might not.
This
I like that.
is a $40 expansion pack.
I don't know.
That's
Sorry.
if you want to.
Go ahead.
But if you are an avid player of Destiny, a lot of the stuff they showed off was really cool. I'm excited for it.
Well, yeah, if you like, I won't shit on that.
seemed-
Like, if you like the game, clearly you're going to be stoked from all
Yeah.
this stuff. And
That
it's
trailer-
big, and it's not like a small bite size. It's more.
Yeah,
and that's always been the game's problem. is there's
if you're
not
Mike
enough.
Steele, you won't like it like this, any of this,
Yeah.
which is fine.
It seemed very inside
That's Mike Steele.
baseball.
That's
If-
fine.
If
This
you're a
is
Destiny
not Mike
fan,
Steele's game.
you
I
will
can
love
turn that
this
side
segment.
of me off. Like, I understand that if you're a fan
But
of this
if
game,
you're-
it's all
if
the
you're-
stuff you wanted.
There you go. If you're a huge fan of the game, it's awesome. You got a new raid, new strikes. You have even new classes,
power.
new classes. So
Content. That's the game's biggest
Yeah,
problem. Is there wasn't enough content.
I think this will
and now
help-
They're giving you a fat ass.
this will help bring a lot of stuff. So, unfortunately, what I do not like about this is I did buy the collector's edition, whatever bullshit, because I always buy in a collector's edition bullshit. But they're making a new one for the Taken King, and you get all the stuff from
Oh, that's
Crota
dumb.
stuff. You get all the
That is
original DLC, everything all in one.
Do you think this is really going to turn
but-
on new players?
So they're shitting on
I
the
don't know. I don't know.
fans.
Who knows?
Shitting
But
on the people who bought
They're
Destiny.
punishing you guys.
that's what a lot of people were saying. But you also, if you buy this new shit, you get like exclusive like guns, exclusive shaders, exclusive
That's
like.
Which you'll
Sucks.
never use because that game, there's like 3 important guns, and everyone knows who they are and what they are and how to level them.
You get it, all exclusive stuff. So I won't go that far.
That's
But
right.
everyone-
He's like,
no,
yeah,
no, I
that's
wouldn't-
right, Mike Steele.
no, I wouldn't- I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
in the house.
No.
Shooting.
Mike Steele's here, shooting Destiny in the face.
I don't know, man. Decisive title.
I
Decisive
can't
title.
wait for Nintendo. Anyway, so
He knows that I love Nintendo. But
Anyway.
Ian's got my back probably.
Let's focus. Let's focus.
oh!
Ian normally is all about Nintendo.
I love
But-
Nintendo.
Normally.
Yes.
We'll
Whoa,
get there.
anyway,
We'll
whoa.
get there,
You guys
right.
are, if you are fist
Okay,
bumping.
we're
cool
done.
action.
Wait, we're done. We're done,
raining it.
Destiny.
All right, Destiny. Okay.
It's more Destiny for Destiny
I
fans.
say, if you're not a super avid fan of Destiny,
Yeah.
you're not gonna like it.
It seemed
If
very
you
inside
are,
baseball.
if you are, if you love Destiny, you're gonna fucking you can't wait. There you go.
Okay.
Destiny,
Right?
the Taken King.
Okay, cool. Assassin's
Creed.
Syndicate. It's hot.
Assassins. What do you guys think about them?
Assassins. We're talking.
Pro con.
Let's talk about Assassins. The
They just
class.
kill you
The class
randomly?
in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah.
Assassin class.
Big fan.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Good look.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
More.
I like the world and I like the assassin, but I'm afraid of Assassin's Creed games that doesn't have pirate ships in it because that's the
What
best
got me
one.
with this game was like he's like, this year's Assassin's Creed, and then he announced it. It's like, give it a fucking rest.
They need to
we
take
don't
a break.
need Assassin's Creeds every year.
No,
it seems
yeah.
like
We need like 1 or
You
2
don't.
years off.
I think after this,
'Cause Unity
they should
came out,
take a
right?
break. I think
Last-
they should
Nobody
take
played
a
that.
break.
everybody listening right now enjoyed last year's E3 episode, right? We talked about Unity. Unity came. What was Unity?
wins.
Was Unity good? Right?
Yeah.
Meh.
No, Unity was
Nobody
well,
played
again, dude. Black Flag was so fucking good. It was
Dude,
such a good game,
I
and
enjoyed
that's
Black
why
Flag
I'm
a lot.
worried about that now that I've
you
had a
beat Black
taste
Flag?
of that I don't want regular Assassin's Creed. I want pirate game.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Did
I know, dude, motherfucker. What?
Tell me
not
a game
saying-
that you've beaten recently.
you, motherfucker.
You buy games all the time. You just
I
buy,
do.
Dude, I didn't beat that. I got like
beat Mortal
75%
Kombat.
done. I got like 75% finished. You beat Mortal Kombat? Is
Yeah.
that what the
Dope,
arcade?
dude.
The arcade mode? What does that take? 3 hours?
It's a long story mode.
Get out of here, motherfucker.
No, but I'm actually excited. I'm down for this one. Like all the
Really?
shit. Oh, yeah,
it looked
yeah.
cool. It looked cool. Like
Look,
the
I like
stagecoach.
the era.
Honestly, I really am because all the other shit that came out, like I did buy Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
And I was
It
like,
sucks that-
I played it for the.
I think 3 was. I
didn't
I
play
look
it.
back at Assassin's Creed, and all the ones I liked were the weird offshoot different ones.
Yeah,
and this just looks like
yeah.
more of like
Yeah,
trying to be a traditional
because
one.
apparently, okay, so after Assassin's Creed Unity came out and Assassin's Creed Rogue came out at the same time.
And Rogue
which
was more pirates.
apparently Rogue is only
dope.
PS3 and 360, which probably should have been what
100%.
it was probably should have been PS4 and Xbox.
I thought they were gonna
which
announce
they
a
probably
HD
will
remake.
bring it back.
They probably
Come
will.
on.
I was so surprised
Eventually.
that wasn't
Bring
announced.
it to the money
Eventually
grab.
will.
They'll do it. So apparently that's like the way better game to play.
So much.
But
Okay,
yeah,
long story short, we're over it. Next.
No, I'm not necessarily over it. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, it kind of brought me back in. I like the story. I like where it's placed in, and I love all that stuff. And I love that the PS4 has like a girl to play as, one of the twins.
No, they get both in both games. She's not exclusive.
No, I think it was exclusive. But
females have been playable in games as a
well,
protagonist for a long time.
I only
now.
said that because
Assassin's Creed has 2 of them already.
No.
It's not even Assassin's
I only
Creed.
say
Beyond
that.
Good and Evil.
I only said that
Jade,
because
one of my favorite
they were giving
heroines.
shit about. People were saying like, "Why did you make a woman in Assassin's?" Like, so they gave some bullshit. Bullshit answer why
Whatever.
women are hard.
Percy's girlfriend is listening
hard.
right now, you guys.
No.
He's
He's
got some Twitter followers.
No, that's some stuff I'll explain later.
White Knight Percy over here.
in a later podcast. But
All right, bro, get out of your ivory tower.
When I leave, you better open my door for me.
No. I like it. I'm down. I'm down to play it.
Yeah.
Mike, go fuck yourself.
All right, cool. Moving along on that note. World of Final Fantasy.
Oh, we know, goddamn.
Man, this
of-
game is for people like me, and I thought this game looked like shit.
I'm so excited not to play this game.
World of Final Fantasy.
PS4?
It looked like
Vita?
a tablet game.
Well,
you know
it's
when
everything.
Square always releases these weird side
Yeah.
tablet games? It looked like one of those, but it was for.
And it's in the world of Evilise, which
But-
is the tactics
on.
world.
But this thing, I don't think this is necessarily for us. This is for
I think this game is for people like me.
no, not for you at all. This is for like kids. I think this is more
No,
for.
No,
this
I
is
Final
think,
Fantasy
I think
children.
it's like the Final Fantasy
This is
version
for-
of Dragon.
It's for Final Fantasy fans and JRPG fans and like Kingdom Hearts fans. It's like it's for those people.
I
I'm
think
that dude.
I think it's a
I don't know.
mixture
I think it's
of.
more for like parents to bring their
Shouldn't
kids
disagree.
into the FF.
Maybe,
no.
maybe I'm wrong.
I
If,
think
if
it-
you're right, then it would make more sense.
I think
I
it's,
think that because
I'm
that's
trying
what they
to
were
fuck-
kind of. Ian, are you talking? But that's what they were saying. They were like they want to bring more people.
So?
Like they were saying, like if they're parents who love Final Fantasy, they want to bring their kids
Shaking
into the
my head
world.
right now.
This is the way to bring
Angrily.
it in. It's all cute and whatever. I mean, it still has some elements of Final Fantasy.
Ian, what do you think?
I think
It
there's-
doesn't matter what you think.
What? What?
Mike's funny for once. That's nice.
Oh,
harsh.
Okay, so I think it's honestly.
Feel that
you know
cold
the-
breeze come in. Woo.
You know the series Dragon Quest Heroes?
Yeah.
I think it's that with Final Fantasy face on it.
It just, I don't know. It feels so tablet-y and.
I'm not interested in it.
I didn't get
Yeah.
any like
I like
vibes from the
tablet-y.
gameplay. Like I didn't see any gameplay. I just saw like cutscenes. just
I'm
more, like,
afraid
the-
that I did see gameplay, and
Yeah.
that's what bums me out.
Look, like guys, I'm not defending it per se. I like it is.
Again, if what you're saying is true, then
I
that
think
would
that's-
make so much.
I
more
think that's
sense.
what it is because they were kind of saying that. I think that's what it is. I'm not defending it. I'm not
Defend
saying
it, man. Just
It's not
defend
really
it.
for us. It's just it's not us. It's
I
not for
hope-
us.
That's what I hope that you're right.
Yeah.
It's not for us. But the next thing
Yeah.
is more for us. If you
I mean, we
if
were
you're
all
super
we
nostalgic.
were all alive 97, 98.
Were we? I don't think I was alive.
We were gamers. We were all in the ether playing Square
Okay,
games.
I have to jump in here and say I've never played Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII remake.
So,
Never played it. I never played
No, I
it.
never played it.
I never played it because I didn't.
whoa,
play
none of you guys have played Final Fantasy VII?
I own it. I own it. I never played it.
I own it as well and never played it.
Whoa,
I didn't get
weird.
into.
I know, right?
I never got a PlayStation.
I own it as of recent from DLC stuff. I mean, just like
Well,
buying it from the
I
store.
never had a PlayStation 1, and then I got a
Whoa.
PlayStation 2,
Whoa.
and then I played it like 10 minutes. Like this looks like balls. I cannot play this game.
It would be a hard game to go back. It actually, not to jump too far ahead, but it's
Yeah.
got the Shenmue factor of it, where
Yeah.
like it was.
Product of
It
its
was
time.
a pioneer
Yeah.
of what it was doing,
Of its
and so
time.
it aged poorly because of that. I will say that I've been a detractor. Most people love FF7 if they're a Final Fantasy fan. It's actually on the lower ranks to me.
6 is better.
I think it's a
Six.
bad version of 6.
Yeah.
That it reminds me
Well-
of they jumped to PlayStation, so they were trying to figure it out, and so it ended up being like kind of weird, backwards, not quite as good of the Super Nintendo games, but
Yeah.
it was trying to be one of those, and so that's why I wasn't into it. But
Yeah.
that's why I think the remake of it could be cool because it's them trying to modernize a game that I feel like aged poorly, and since it's a full remake,
Well, they all
a new
they
one.
also
I liked your reaction. Like, whoa.
they also didn't say it's not straight up.
Yeah, they're
gonna be
fixing
Final
things.
Fantasy.
They're changing things.
They're gonna adjusting everything around.
Yeah.
So
I
See,
missed-
it's not like the 10 HD remake. This is like a fucking
Just
remake
new-
ass.
Yeah,
Here's the
it
real
is
question
a
though: how long before
remake,
it's out?
if you will.
And I think that will be very good for this game because it might get people like me who unfortunately are big fans of 6 and 12 and 10 and stuff to pay more attention to it and give it what it deserves.
Our people love 10 too.
10 is I mean 10 and
10's
7,
different, but I like 10 a lot.
10's
10
good.
and 7 tend to be the most popular ones, like for the vocal majority of Final Fantasy fans.
Final Fantasy 7, I remember time is just PlayStation for that era. It was just like that new engine, just seeing it realized.
It's
in
an
3D.
iconic.
I think
Iconic game.
It's totally nostalgia.
For me, I always missed out on it because it was so expensive. Like I didn't buy the initial run. It was always like a $75, $100 game, Black Label. Like I was one of the Black
damn.
Label. Like I was so I held out for it. Release date, I don't know. I'm thinking like 2017. 2018 maybe? Like, is this real?
It'll be
I
soon.
flat out
Soon.
said this will be
Right?
Hell no, you're crazy.
Wait, what'd you say?
You think? I think.
Do you remember when they announced Kingdom Hearts 3? Do you remember how
Dude, that
long
was
Kingdom
like-
Hearts 3's been
This
made?
is,
Hey,
well,
remember when they announced
I
the
know,
Final
but this
Fantasy
is
10 remake?
I know, but this is their own game. It's not necessarily. It's not.
Dude,
it's fucking with
it
Disney.
took them 4 years to HD.
Well,
I know,
Square's
I know,
not
I know,
making
I know,
Master
but,
Final Fantasy
I know,
10.
but listen to this. Listen to this.
They're
Final-
remaking this fucking game from
Mike,
scratch.
Mike, listen.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 7, okay? Super iconic to many fucking gamers,
Yeah.
okay? They're gonna get this game out as soon as fucking possible. Can you get all that goddamn
But
money?
Square's not making it.
They're not.
It's a different
Now-
studio.
Come on, bro.
Man, I feel
It doesn't
like
matter. It doesn't
I feel
matter.
like you've never heard of Squares.
I know, but they want to get
tease.
this game out
The
as soon as
fact that we,
possible.
I'm
and
shocked.
to them, that is 5 years from now.
Now for me, it's
You
I
know,
think
it-
that this game will come out the
5
year
years?
before the PlayStation 5.
If you say
it
5
comes
years
out.
from now, I'll say 4 years from now.
Okay.
I think that the PlayStation 5 will get announced at
Yeah.
E3, like right after this game comes
I
out.
was
I'm
always-
not joking. This will be one of those games that when the 5 comes
think
out
so?
and everyone's looking back,
This is-
it'll be like, oh, that was one of those great, like the last big game.
So this
for
is
the
this
PS4.
era's Last
And
Guardian.
then they will
100%.
Oh,
re-release it in HD.
I think it will be
HD.
close enough to the PS5 where
this
they
will be
maybe
released
do
in
that.
4K or whatever.
Yeah.
This will be the Twilight.
4K, yeah.
This will be the
4K, right.
Twilight Princess of the PS4.
Yeah. Now the thing, I mean, Final Fantasy 7. Now, do they change? I mean, story beats are iconic.
Again, like-
shit happens.
You're talking like keeping.
yeah, I mean,
keeping
well,
it
the
alive.
story's alive, right?
Well, like
I mean,
they
the story's-
said, they're
the story stays the same.
remaking it straight up. So I mean, they're gonna change some things. So it's
story-
not.
I mean,
they're not gonna be.
Parts of that game would
'cause-
be weird in 3.
Yeah, they're not
you
exactly
have to assume
the
that
same
like
as-
people who played Final Fantasy 7 played the shit out of it. I mean, they're gotta resell to those people. Like, do they fuck with the story?
They don't need to resell it.
No,
They're buying it.
They're
They
not
are buying
Yeah,
it.
they're
Okay,
gonna
yeah.
buy it.
It's
They're-
not, I
they're
think it's
trying
not
to
going
bring
to
a
be
new
story
audience.
stuff. I think it's going to be
Bring in a new
smaller
audience.
strokes. Like, you know when a
Yeah.
game gets retranslated? Like old Final Fantasy games get ported to the Game Boy Advance, and so they get a new translation. I think that's the closest we're going to get to a change in story. It's just like games have grown, writing has grown,
Yeah.
translation game in a game has
Everything
grown.
has grown.
Like
FPS.
Advent Children came out, and so they've realized all those characters in a more modern version of themselves. I think they'll be reflected more like the Advent Children version of themselves than the original FF7 version of themselves.
Totally agree.
Okay.
Totally agree. It's a new audience. So they know that
Yeah.
the people with the nostalgic, they're gonna come and buy it no matter what.
Mike's
They're
right,
trying,
though.
They're
It's
trying
gonna
to
be a
get,
long
It's
fucking
gonna be a
time.
long.
They need to
time.
bring a new. They need to bring new audience.
Which means
Nothing-
we're going to get a new trailer every E3 for the
Nothing-
next 7 years.
Nothing-
Or we're going to get nothing for 3 years and wonder if they're still making it like they did with the FF8, the FF10. HD remaster.
I'm saying the sooner they bring it in, the more money they're
Well,
gonna get.
I don't know, man. It was always assumed that Squaresoft, shit's going, everything's going wrong. Like Final Fantasy VII remake was
That was going to
always
be their gambit, right?
their gambit. Like that was like everything's going wrong.
When the building's
Dire
burning
need.
down and wild dogs are
Square-
roaming the office, like that's when they released that.
Is the
game.
building burning right now?
Close.
It's not great,
It's not
man.
great.
They're
No.
American games
Final
are the
Fan-
only ones.
They're making
doing
all
well.
that Hitman money.
Yeah, they're making that
yeah, right.
mysterious Hitman money.
Someone's buying it.
But that's
Shit
the
all
thing.
over
It's all
Hitman
their
for
Western
20
stuff.
minutes.
It's
Yeah.
their obtained, their IDOS.
Yeah.
It's all that stuff. It's
We
the
miss
Western.
We missed the
Square stuff.
Squaresoft days. Square Enix days, a bit rough. It's
Yeah,
not like-
Squaresoft, man.
Squaresoft is good
And
times.
then NX is gone. And NX
Yeah,
is
for the
gone.
longest time, SquareSoft, we're like, oh my god, we held them so high.
But yeah, so we'll see. We'll get back whether pretty decisive. If that was the Sony announcement of the show, we'll
It was
see.
a bit. It was
Big time.
it's crazy
Huge.
that it
It
happened.
was
That's one of
definitely-
those things that you always
Dude.
go like, that'll never fucking
Yeah.
happen. Or like you and me saying like, that'll happen, but like
Yeah.
when like hell is freezing and they
Yeah.
like they they either shut their doors or they announce an FF7 remake.
For me,
I thought it was.
For me, FF7 remake is Pokemon RPG MMO territory.
Yeah, like where you don't do it until you fucking
shit. Yeah, right. Dude, they're doing it.
Here comes the money. Let's bring it in.
It's crazy. So let's move along.
Well, hold on. This thing is like.
Okay, well, hold on. Hold on. Let's move back.
Look. I have no attachment to Final Fantasy 7 at all.
But like Final
never
Fantasy
played it.
in general.
Look, I know the FF7. Like everyone around me, I watched it played when I was a kid, and like I'd watch someone.
I don't
play
love it as much as the others, but I understand.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that too. It's like it's awesome that it's coming. I really hope this is fucking awesome. Because I want to jump in. I want to play it. I want to know.
Yeah.
What everyone's like.
What all the talk is.
Yeah. What all the.
It kind of sucks. So I mean, it kind of sucks. I mean, I know that I know. Do you know? I mean, we all know the end story beat.
Yeah.
Will that ruin it for us?
Spoilers. Yeah.
Like
the end?
Homegirl's dead.
The death.
Sephiroth.
She dies like second disc.
Oh, does
it's
she?
a 4-disc game.
Okay.
Yeah, no. That ain't the end.
Okay, cool. I like that.
This guy. Yeah, dies second disc.
All right, cool. Let's move along.
I'm not looking down. I'm just saying like that's
cool. I appreciate that.
No. Everybody knows that. Even if people don't play it.
Yeah.
I know it.
I know it too. Right.
She's like the Jon Snow of the game of the series. You know she's gonna die.
Every time people talk about Jon Snow, I always think of you.
I think of you, motherfucker.
Saying that and having no idea what you're talking about just to annoy people.
Season 5 ended. Jon Snow.
I thought
something
of Ian.
happened.
All I thought
I saw
about was
this.
Ian.
Ian's head popped over my head like the. Jon Snow's dead. Jon Snow's dead over my head. I'm like, this cocksucker knew.
Like, I don't even watch the show. But
the book readers knew for 4 years. I'm convinced that Ian knew for a long time. But anyways.
No, it's just Ian being an asshole. Good troll he is.
Yeah.
Devolver Digital.
I love Devolver.
Right?
I think everybody knows Devolver.
I like them, but for some reason I looked at these games and didn't care.
What? Fucking Mother Russia Bleeds.
Mother Russia Bleeds.
Mother Russia Bleeds.
That was my least exciting of the all.
What?
Oh, it's a beat 'em up. I love beat 'em ups.
I like beat 'em ups, but it just felt like it was trying too hard.
No,
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm so excited.
Hold on.
I can see that.
I
can see
like
that.
those types of games.
Hold on. Do you have a brother?
Yeah.
Do you play games with him?
Yeah.
Do you play beat 'em ups with him?
You know, I'm saying.
What the fuck?
I love those games.
Come
I'm going
on.
to play the game. What bothered me about it is it felt like it could have been anything, and they're like, well, I don't know, let's make it. They just felt like they were trying too hard.
It seemed.
No.
It looks like it's fun.
Fucking tryhards.
Yeah.
No, that's what it felt like. I felt like that looked like a
Devolver.
I'm excited for that
I'm
game.
super
I think
excited for this
Ronin
game.
looks the most plain out of those, but whatever the second one's
Mother
called.
Russia Bleeds definitely looks the best.
Too
out
much
of all
time
those.
has passed.
Sure.
They're all like
So
pixel
awesome.
based.
They look awesome.
Arcade games.
And that's the
Those
other thing. They
awesome.
all kind of look the same.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Which-
just the pixel style, whatever.
Sword and sorcery.
I
It
know.
just bums me out that
Fuck those.
that everyone's adopted that style to the point where now it's like co-opted into its own thing.
I'm excited.
For the sake of the show, let's just move it along a little bit. I think this next title will be very decisive, especially in this crowd.
Well,
I mean,
we want to talk any more about Devolver stuff, or are we done?
We're done.
I'm done.
They're games. They're gonna be good.
Well, for the most part, half of us are excited for Devolver.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, Devolver, I mean, comparing it to
Dean
Final
and Mike
Fantasy
aren't
7,
excited.
comparing it to Shenmue 3. I mean,
Yeah.
we gotta give Shenmue 3 some love, right?
Yeah.
Someone brought the
Who
fucking
played,
transitions.
who played Shenmue? Like, Shenmue. Percy never played it. Now, do we think Shenmue can translate to a modern era?
So here,
I don't care if it does.
when I was
I don't care if it
mentioning
does
the
either.
Final Fantasy 7 thing,
Percy
this is
burps.
another game that's real tough.
That was Percy. I gotta call Percy out.
thank you,
That was
sir.
It was a
That's fine.
pioneer.
Yeah, dude.
Have you played Shenmue recently?
That's what I'm saying,
I watched
'cause
YouTube videos today.
That's what I'm
it
saying.
does not look good.
It aged really hard, and I'm not.
Everything-
That's how every pioneer is. Everyone who invents
Yeah.
something or
Dude.
does something first, they always age really poorly, and Shenmue aged fucking poorly. And
Shenmue-
I don't know what a
But-
modern Shenmue is.
Shenmue for
I think it
Dreamcast.
could be indie game, really.
Shenmue for Dreamcast was the first open world game. It was
It invented fucking QuickTime events.
QuickTime events.
and then
It was the Americans' Japanophiles' eyes into Japan. Like, we can explore Japan.
They
concept-
didn't whitewash everything.
Yeah.
They didn't mind having it be open world.
Yeah.
They didn't mind having different
that
mechanics.
being
The
said,
open world mixed with the combat.
I got
mixed
some
with
red flags. I got some red flags.
With mystery.
Say that again.
I don't know.
It also had simple concepts that are so like they're so ingrained into design now that at the time they were mind blowing. Like being
Yeah.
able to open every drawer in your bedroom is insane. There's
Insane.
nothing you can do like in most of them, but you can open
Yeah.
it.
The importance of again, this is another thing that aged poorly. The importance of the voice acting at the time.
Oh, I loved
was
it.
Was
Yeah.
a big deal. Where
Yeah.
now you look at it and you're like, voice acting's just assumed. Like, but back then it was like a real fringe benefit. You were
Yeah.
getting.
The Kickstarter video was definitely different than the E3 presentation, but like the Kickstarter video, they showed some like what they showed was not indicative of what Shenmue is. It was just like they're by the river. It was like hyper realized, and it just like they showed like this fake QuickTime event where they're crossing the river, and it was like super slow, and it was like this is not good.
I think that's just something they made.
It's super early.
Yeah.
But like
I have the
for
money
me,
already.
like Shenmue is just like Japan, open world Japan.
Yeah.
Working the docks, getting my job, just exploring.
Looking for sailors.
Looking for sailors, vindicating my father's death.
It's been
I
so
don't know.
long that it's in a
It's been
unique
so long.
position because
Yeah,
people
I don't
hate
know.
QuickTime events
I
now.
lost my
that
shit
game
though when
invented
that got
them.
announced.
Like voice act. No, again, I don't want to like diminish the announcement. It was fucking
dude,
insane.
insane.
I had bet my friend I'd suck his dick
Whoa.
if this announcement got made. So I guess I'm gonna have to suck a dude's dick, unfortunately.
Whoa.
But that's how
Alright.
that's how sure I
Hold on. Are you sucking the dick?
was. Nah, bro. Nah.
Bro, you
Come on,
said it.
bro.
I ain't following through.
You
I break
better-
promises
you-
every day.
You better put that shit on your cheek at least.
Okay, I'll at least slap myself in the face with it.
With the dick?
Dick slap.
Yeah, I'll mushroom stamp myself.
All right, cool.
But it was one of those things. I was so confident it wouldn't get announced because why on earth fucking would it? But like voice acting
Yeah,
has
I was
become a
like-
staple. People hate QuickTime events. Open world games are as common now as
Yeah,
they've ever been.
super.
Games like Yakuza are basically like
Shenmue 3.
modern
almost.
action versions of Shenmue. So like even games have come on and done
me-
Shenmue essentially already.
Now-
so I don't know what the fuck.
I'm
What do
scared
they
too.
do? They can't even just make a good Shenmue.
I'm
because
scared because the buy-in, the Kickstarter, $29.95. You can't get the full retail version. You're gonna either get the PS4 download or you can get the PC
I think
version.
it's gonna be a download anyway.
But like, I mean, Shenmue 3 Kickstarter, internet fucking erupts. People are excited for it.
Some of the best tweets ever.
Why does it need to be DL?
I don't think it
should
is.
be disc based.
I think it will be because look.
I mean-
I think we'll see it.
Mighty Number 9 was supposedly just straight up download.
Yeah.
Now it's coming out.
This shit's gonna make so
Physical.
much money.
Dude,
You're
exactly.
gonna see it on a disc.
All
It's
joking
it's coming
aside,
out. It's
dude.
coming
Even
out.
if it's a game of the year version of it later,
Yeah.
because of how much
Now,
the
one of the
downloadable
things-
version
I will say
makes.
this now on the show. Look, I'm gonna put money toward this game. I've
Yeah.
never played the fucking series ever, but I want to put some money towards it to get it made.
Get
I
that
wanna play this
cred.
goddamn
Get
game.
that cred, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
like that.
Right
I
now,
don't
the
know it, but I
Kickstarter
want
is
to
at
help out. I want to help out.
the Kickstarter is
Yeah.
at 3,456,000, and then more.
That's interesting too. Now they asked for $2 million. I did some research. The original cost like $57 million to make. This is a proof of concept. They want to prove that people are interested.
And
in
Sony's gonna back 'em.
Sony's already said, even though
Okay.
they originally didn't take ownership of it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: they're not publishing it.
Yeah.
They're not.
Digital.
They're not doing indie partner, and they are investing in this game almost like a straight up real life investor.
Yeah.
That's why they're not trying to put their name on it. Like when it comes out, it's not going to say Sony anywhere. Like maybe in the thank you section, but that's what it is. So they're investing in it, and that's kind of why that's their ties to it. So it's kind of it's a really interesting relationship right now.
Yeah.
When you look at such a big company backing
mean-
the game, but almost like a human would back the game.
Well, again,
like a regular person.
Well, this goes back to like Castlevania style, where they're like, do people really want a new, was it Unchained?
The Nightmare Unchained or whatever.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Do people really want to play another game? And they were just like, we
need
want to
that
prove
life.
that you people want to play this game.
So,
That's
all
why-
all the Kickstarter money is just like,
Yeah,
hey,
so
cherry on top.
it'll help
see,
out.
look, people. But it's just
Yeah.
weird that Sony is
Now
that
we-
they're not a publishing partner. They're not
Yeah.
an indie development partner. They're
we-
literally like a
Investor?
Kickstarter backer.
Yeah, that's
$2
weird.
million of that money is
Unprecedented,
Sony's. Like
dude.
that's weird.
That's weird. That's weird.
Well,
Now,
it's kind of cool that they're helping out
yeah,
to make
that's
this
cool.
made.
It's just
cool
you
that-
don't see that happen.
now we
very
talked
often.
about this earlier. Like maybe
Yeah.
like I think me and Ian were kicking back. Shenmue Die Hard's a little bit. Now, I mean,
Yo, count
is that
me
a-
in there. I
like
used to play the
Shenmue Die Hard-
VMU
Shenmue Die
minigame
Hard.
all the time.
Now this got to be. Are we talking Shenmue chapters? Do you think that they're going to do one
It almost
standalone?
I think it's
free title.
I think it seems like it's gonna be
Seems like chapters. I don't know.
I would be
Walking
really
Dead
blown
style.
away if the game that comes out closes the story.
Yeah.
And is the third version we've been waiting for. I think
It's-
it's
Especially
going
at
to be,
$30, it's going to be carrot on the stick.
There's gonna
You're going to buy more.
I hope
it's
they
gonna be
do-
steps.
But
I
that
bet it's
sucks.
a $30 game with like $15
Because
chapters afterwards. Like
I'm seeing
3 of them or something.
2017. Like on the
Easily. I hope they release the original 1 and 2 in some kind of format
Yeah.
just to play it again because I want to catch up.
Out of
because-
curiosity, do you think Microsoft has some sort of weird holding rights on the second one?
I don't know.
Since
It's been so many years
they helped
now.
because they helped put it
Yeah.
on Xbox and it
Xbox.
wasn't exclusive at the time, and they're like, and then they also backed that weird animation that was supposed to help usher in the third episode that never happened. Like
Okay.
they had their fingers in a lot
I don't-
of
look,
episode 2, so I don't know.
I don't think so. I think this is gonna be an exclusive to Sony.
no, I know that. I'm
No,
saying
no,
about the release. The
No,
re-release.
because on what was the last game we were talking about? Final Fantasy VII. Like they were like first on PS4.
Time
Sony.
exclusive.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't know what the actual
Yeah.
holds. Like, I don't know how involved Microsoft was in Shenmue 2.
Because
I know they were involved as
They were,
shit.
because it never came out on Dreamcast 2. It was like basically Xbox only.
Microsoft published that title. Microsoft backed all the money for the
And it didn't do
animated
really
thing,
good,
and-
right?
Nah.
I bet that was just like.
And also,
where-
do they want to remind you of the old game? Like, do they want to release the old games? I almost feel like
I
they
think
probably.
I'd play it.
But
I'd play it.
Wouldn't it be better if they did it afterwards? Like, let you
Yeah.
play the new one and then play that one after, instead
I
of play it and
mean-
then go, wait a second,
That's
do
what-
I want a new one
Yeah.
of these?
That's
talking-
what they're gonna do because
we were
they're
talking-
like again they're attacking the nostalgia first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to get the money, get the thing
Let
made.
you remember after
Yeah,
you played
get the thing
new
made,
game.
and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
let's see what happened. Why we're here?
Yeah.
We're gonna sell you this now.
Do what they did with Killer Instinct, the downloadable fighting game, where like you have to buy it before you get the old games. It's not like they're like, it's on Xbox Live. It's like, hey, buy the new one and you can have the old ones.
I wouldn't go that far. It's totally different because I bought Killer Instinct because buy Killer Instinct. I didn't give a shit about playing the first.
I'm just saying
one,
they
the
didn't
second one.
release them separately for a reason.
Yeah, but I mean, I would have bought Killer Instinct regardless of having 1 and 2. That was just a bonus.
Well, that wasn't a jab at you. I was just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that was just a cherry on top.
I'll pretend it was. I'll pretend it was. Jab it, Percy.
Yes,
Everything is.
Even if it was, I will not take it as it was because I was like, you know what, Killer Instinct was fine. I was whatever.
Yeah.
But I'd rather play the new Killer Instinct than
Right.
whatever was left.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's fucking crazy that this game exists.
I'm excited,
I think
man.
it's fucking crazy that this game exists.
Again, I'm like on aboard the hype train because I have never even touched Shenmue ever. I only hearing
Do
things.
you own a Dreamcast?
I've never have.
Do you want to borrow my Dreamcast and my Shenmue?
No, I have 2 and
Yeah.
Shenmue. I'll let him borrow it.
I do.
Okay.
Can you
I
sell
mean,
me
like,
your Dreamcast?
no.
I
Well,
have 2 of them. I can
yeah.
sell you one.
I think.
I'll just give you one.
I think that
I
because
will take that instead.
I think that we all come
I
from
would
the
love it.
era. I think Percy, you could appreciate it. I don't know if like many people, like a kid could nowadays. Like
No.
they probably couldn't.
What's the
I think
thing?
that
Yeah,
you're
I
from
think
the
I would
era.
That would be
appreciate
a
it.
tough
It doesn't
game.
hold
It'd
your
be a tough
hand
sell.
at all.
Now does
Oh, man.
Shenmue 3? Do they hold on to those mechanics? Do they
That's
modernize
what-
it? Like,
they
how do
can't, right?
Right? I don't
That
think they
game
can.
was too much of a pioneer of what it created. There's no.
No one's gonna sit through a QuickTime event nowadays.
Yeah, no, this game is going to be very different than old
Yeah.
Shenmue. I think what they're going to do is try and cling to the story aspect and
Yeah.
the world building and ditch
play
a
out-
lot of the mechanics because the mechanics won't make sense. And I feel like people will be let down if they try and cling to the
I think
mechanics.
the fighting
Cling to
mechanic
other
is the
stuff.
best. Of you getting
Yeah.
better by practicing and that stuff. That shit's awesome.
I do like. I mean, I'm talking like the quick time events.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like they maybe.
It sucks 'cause-
in a weird way. People like Persona and a lot of those Japanese
Yeah.
games and stuff where like the job building and the having side stuff, and I think that stuff actually might work really
think-
well.
Yeah.
I
We might
think
have-
it's going to be the other stuff that doesn't
We,
work well.
we might have accidentally, unintentionally touched on it. I think Yakuza might be the natural successor to
Yeah.
Shenmue.
Dude, it really is, and
I mean,
I've always told people if you
It's made by the same
gameplay.
guy.
Yeah.
that's totally.
Isn't it like
what-
the same thing? You could find different jobs,
Yeah.
do a different game.
Better
It was,
gameplay.
it was more GTA-ish, but it was still, dude. It was all
Yeah.
about melee combat. And there was a lot of story stuff and a lot of side things that have nothing to
Yeah.
do with combat, just getting a job and
Great
gambling.
pacing.
Just culture stuff. That's really
It's
interesting.
all, it,
Now-
it is very, very rooted
Now,
in
now, a
Japan.
person who has not played Shenmue and or
Yakuza.
Yakuza.
Yakuza,
I have
what would you
Yakuza
rather
for
have
number 2.
start?
That's tough, man.
They're
I
both
would-
fun.
Yeah, but some of the Yakuza games are better than the others.
Yeah.
Like don't play the zombie one because that isn't like any of the other ones. It's cool, but it's
Yeah.
nothing
It's
like
just
the
like
Yakuza
a
game.
Red Dead Redemption
I think
Zombies, whatever.
as
The
a
PS2
gamer,
one might be a good place to start because that game
Yeah.
is super solid.
I think as a gamer though, that you do need to play the Dreamcast Shenmue games just to
Yeah.
kind of.
Well,
and play 'em on a
we are
Dreamcast.
planning on doing a
Let's
playthrough, let's play type thing.
Or calling it a playlist.
As me playing through it because I have never played this series.
You are a brave trio. That is gonna
We'll see.
not suck to watch, but that is gonna
Hopefully.
suck to do.
to suck to produce. We'll see what happens. We'll see how.
Oh man, you guys are gonna give up so fast. Oh.
I'm gonna forfeit my usual exploring everything
Yeah.
in the world. Dude.
Yeah, don't.
I'm just gonna do a straight run through.
That's gonna
Luckily-
be harsh.
Okay.
Luckily, we don't have to create the character. You do play as Shenmue.
All right,
otherwise it'd be
good.
Extra 45 minutes. Let's
Shenmue
move.
is not the character, dude.
Let's move a little bit.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, Ryo Hazuki.
Yeah. Batman Arkham
Because
Knight.
Zelda's not about.
Didn't this feel like a weird like they
It comes out next week.
like
All right.
the show was going and they're like, all right, so we got a 55-minute show and they're like, you mean 60, right? And they're like, no, 55. Was this supposed to be 60? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, oh, the Batman. Batman comes out next week.
Yeah.
Like it just felt so out of place.
I felt out of place. That being said, I will say the Scarecrow DLC missions was kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, honestly, I
don't know
I
how
kind of I love the Batman series from Rocksteady.
I loved Asylum. I hated City.
Rocksteady's fine.
Yeah.
I love their stuff, and I totally kind of forgot about this game
Yeah, right.
until this showed up. I'm like, holy shit, they're making this look awesome. Like,
Looks pretty good.
with the Scarecrow shit. I'm like, you know what? This can bring it back in.
But does it feel like E3 stage worthy, or like could you have just watched that trailer like because E3's happening? Didn't it feel weird to have that on stage?
not necessarily for me because
It comes out next week.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the game. Now it's bringing it back in because I think I want to pre-order it right now.
Like, it's one thing to spend stage time on like Last of Us, like something that's first party, or Infamous, or Killzone, like one of your first party things, but to spend any time on a game that comes out next week that's third party, comes out on every system, even if the DLC is exclusive, to me that doesn't feel like stage stuff. That feels like talk about it during the show when people are interviewing you and when you're on sitting in a podcast. It didn't feel like it belonged on stage.
That being said,
it probably didn't belong on stage, but again, money's money. It's why not give it another push
there's
towards
the Platinum
PS4
Transformers game. There's Tony Hawk. There's
but those weren't announced
Rock
on any,
Band. There's all these games that are announced that existed that they didn't.
But
give
those
stage
weren't
time
announced
to.
on anyone else's stuff.
Exactly.
Those are all on like their own thing.
They
you know
should,
what I mean?
but they should have.
I totally agree. I totally fucking agree.
Okay.
I really wish Transformers was on plan. Like, what? What are you doing?
Moving on. Come on. It's
No.
Batman.
I know, like Mike. I agree with you. I really wish they were on Sony's or Xbox's stage.
It is good that you got something out of it.
Yeah, I got you. But
This is where you play the playoff music. Christ.
No, the mention of Batman and everything, it brought me back in. I'm like, you know what? I'm probably gonna pre-order this after this is over. So I might pre-order after this show.
You're such a mark.
I am a mark. I don't give a fuck. Look, I love video games.
Oh, what's next on the list? Okay, not Batman. Let's see.
Fuck off.
PlayStation View.
I think the next game's Ian's a mutt. There we go.
Whoa.
All right.
It's not gonna bother me. It's too hot.
Anyway, it is fucking hot. PlayStation View. I mean, this will be quick. I don't know what it is.
Isn't it weird that
It's
they
a
didn't
TV
show
show.
the new PlayStation Move controllers while they were playing this? I
Are
think
there?
that's super weird.
Are there new PlayStation? I didn't even know.
Weird, right?
I didn't know.
They're not talking about them, and they totally exist, and they're on the show floor. Like,
Really?
but they're not talking about them at all. They basically turned the Move into like
I
they
didn't know
took
that.
the nav controller and the Move and combined them, and you hold two of them. You've seen weird hacked together duct tape versions at shows. Now they have an official controller. Why didn't they show someone
Minus the
standing on
duct
stage
tape.
holding those?
Because it was a failure.
Yeah.
It just
Move?
it doesn't make sense.
Not so
Why
much.
you're
Not so
going to
much.
spend time on Morpheus and not also show someone with a headset on holding those things? It's just that felt
Well,
weird.
yeah, a brand new controller. Yeah, they should totally show that off.
Yeah, isn't that super weird?
Yeah, it is.
You
super
guys didn't
weird.
even know it existed.
I
Isn't
didn't
that
There you
super
go.
weird?
I didn't know it
There you
existed.
go.
That's so
Percy
bizarre.
bought the original Move. He didn't know it existed.
I
You did?
Of course he does. Of course he does.
You've seen them.
I have like 9 of them, but it's for Gil and Sebastian Johnson.
There you go.
Did you get them on
He's next.
sale?
That guy's awesome.
Did you get them on sale?
For the beef going on.
I bought one at
A lot of
launch,
fist
but I
bumps
bought the
going
rest
on
at
right
sale.
Look, me and Mike, we have a lot of beefs, but we will knock it out.
That's why me and Percy like each other, because
Nut
we
buddies.
like enough things, even though we always
Okay.
argue.
There's some things that they.
We're like brothers more than we are friends.
There you go.
I can appreciate that. PlayStation. Okay, hold on. View, not Vita. I'm doing a lot of scratching on my list here. Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
All right, that was.
Oh wait, are we skipping View?
Did we talk about View?
No,
Here's
because
the
I do
TV
have one
service.
thing to say.
Talk
Hit
about
it, hit it.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that they're the first like a la carte per channel, and that's what everybody's been asking for. Everyone's
Yes.
been,
If
all
they-
these weird
Oh,
pseudo
yeah.
cable networks have had smaller packages and more affordable packages, but there's been no one that says you get these channels for a set price. You
That's
choose a
interesting.
channel.
Huge.
They didn't
No
even
one's done that.
They didn't communicate that because
They,
I
they
didn't know
basically
that.
said it in one sentence.
So if I want
They
like
did.
Comedy
showed all-
Central,
Yes.
ESPN.
Yeah.
Out of the channels that they offer, you can just go, I only want that one.
Whoa.
Or I only want these 4.
Okay.
What does it cost?
Here's
I think that is
here-
fucking cool.
here's
Let's talk
what the-
prices.
I
All we
just-
have to do is one thing.
We don't know the price, but
Yeah.
The problem is the cable company in the area has to be cool with it. Okay.
I wouldn't necessarily think that. I
Well,
think
that's why they're only in a couple
Yeah.
of markets.
no.
Yeah.
I
Once
think
they have
for
to
the-
offer all of their things to every market they're in, but they're not in very many markets.
Okay,
I
but
think for the most part, you just need to
it could
have
be huge.
internet access.
Yeah,
It
that's
could
As
be
long as you buy their access, your internet, whatever
Yeah.
the highest internet, you can buy the channels
So
you
I
want.
would
Here's
like
what they do.
to see that open up into more cities. Until it is, there's not much to say, but it's cool that someone is finally doing that, because that is
Yes.
the new
Mike.
school the cable 2.0 everyone's been asking for
Alright,
so
let's go.
long.
Okay.
It's getting obnoxious right
Here's
now.
what-
That's
here's-
fucking fist pumps. Shit. Okay, I'm on.
here's what they
Okay, so all right.
Yeah.
Part of the crowd. I like it.
Here's all they have to do. If they could make a deal with NFL and you could just pick the teams that you
Dude,
want to follow,
it's coming,
they are
it's coming.
done.
NBA
Dude,
League Pass.
it's coming.
No, I don't
They
want all
find
the
it.
games. I don't give a shit about any team but the team I follow.
Yeah.
I don't care at all.
Dude.
Well, I'm even just hoping like let me choose 3 network things so I can just watch fucking like even
Yeah.
if my channels are just football channels.
Yeah, no, but this is the beginning. That's what's happening.
Yeah,
This is making way
Yeah.
for
Oh,
that.
interesting. Sony pioneering.
They
it's
are.
weird. No, it's
Yeah.
that's why I thought it was. It's a great thing and it has nothing to do with games.
get this
but it
to
was
work,
impressive.
they will be huge.
That's what's
Yeah.
happening, dude. That's what's
If
happening.
this was shown at any other conference,
Now-
more people would be talking
Now,
about
who am I
it.
paying?
So, it's
Now,
still not games, but
Okay.
still.
I want ESPN. I want Comedy Central. Am I paying Sony? Am I paying like just Sony?
Yeah,
I give money to
you're
Sony.
paying Sony.
Sony
in the
gives
same
money
way that
to
you,
Cox.
in the same way that you have PlayStation Plus,
Yeah.
You're paying
for
Sony.
PlayStation View,
Like Netflix.
and you
Okay.
pay their bill.
Yeah.
And you again, they haven't released pricing, so hopefully a la carte isn't like $20 per channel, but like they're even so they're still the only ones offering that, and that is a huge fucking step in the direction everyone wants all this
Yes,
stuff to move.
that was like as very underestimated like a thing. Like this should be.
They didn't want to talk about that shit on stage.
I know.
too
Too
long,
lit. It's too
and it
small
makes
right
sense.
now.
But again, it's cool that service exists.
Yes.
That offer exists right now. We're just not a part of it, but
Not yet.
it fucking exists right now. I think that is super cool and
I,
super
if
underrated.
it was in our area, we'd be all over right
yeah,
now.
100%.
Totally.
I'd be all over. I cut my
this-
cable
this
like
was
7 years ago, and
this
I've
is
been
amazing.
waiting for something like that.
This is the first E3 I've agreed with most with Mike on ever.
Whoa.
Hey, we haven't
right?
talked about Nintendo yet.
Let me.
Yeah, well,
that's true.
I'm
that's true.
excited.
Let me get
I'm
another.
excited for Act
Let
three.
me get someone else in before Nintendo.
Yeah. Get him in there.
Let's wrap
Don't
this
worry,
up
I
real
got
quick.
Dean over here for Nintendo.
Nice. I got you
No,
some stuff.
I got Ian over here.
Some stuff. Some stuff. A decisive
Ian's
title.
a good tag team partner.
Mainstream title. Could be decisive. Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
I don't want to be Call of Duty hater, but didn't it kind of look like sloppy a little?
No, it's Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty.
But Call of Duty always
But
has a real level,
They have,
good level of polish.
They have an agenda. They have like a gimmick for each title.
This just
There's not a
looks-
clear.
It,
On-
it
on-
almost looked last generation. Like Call of Duty games always say what you will about them. They look good. They're
They look
visually, they look good. They have too many people working on them not to look good. This game just kind of felt a little like sloppy compared to most Call of Duty games, especially when you saw Halo the day before and it looked super crisp and clean.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, honestly, I love Treyarch style more than I like the Infinity Ward style. I know, like,
Whoa.
I know as
Whoa.
of some of the recent games, it's like Sledgehammer.
B team.
It's like Sledgehammer and like everyone,
Yeah.
like everyone under the sun is working on a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
But Treyarch has been their own thing, and I kind of like their stuff more than I like the
It
Infinity
is
Ward.
good that they jumped into the future as well, because everyone was like, "Fuck, the last one's in the future. Can
Yep.
they ever go
But
back?"
the cool thing
and
with
you
them
lose
is,
all that
yeah,
stuff?
you don't
So
have the
it's smart that they did that.
exoskeletons, you don't have all this bullshit on you hanging off you.
But they're still they modernized it because they kind of had to.
They do.
which is
But
smart.
what I did like about when they showed off their stuff, you have 4-player co-op. You can do, story
That's
missions,
cool.
which was awesome.
Which they've never done a good job of the co-op. It's always a side.
Yeah,
thing.
so when I talked to Ian, I was like, hey, and he was like, we're getting that game.
Okay, so I don't like Call of Duty. I haven't been a fan of Call of
Right,
Duty
here
in
we
a long
go, here
time,
we
but
go.
I watched this trailer and
There
I'm
you
like, I
fucking
want to
go.
play Call of Duty with my
That's
friends
dope.
so bad.
That's probably what, dude. I bet if you called them and told them that, they'd be like, "What the fucking way? Are you serious? Holy shit!" Like,
We
they
got
were so
Ian.
stoked
We
that
got
they got
Ian.
someone
Ian's
like you.
excited.
They
We got
found
him.
the mythical guy who doesn't like them and has never played them to
Yeah.
fucking.
No, I used to play them all the time.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And I
Either
stopped
way-
because I got sick of it. But now
Either way,
I'm
they won
in.
you back, and that's
Yeah.
like fucking what they
That's
need.
crazy, but
that's all they have left.
But
is
that
finding
is,
people
that
like
is,
It's
the,
you.
good that it's like
that is
this-
the craziest thing that happened. It's like, they took the Xbox exclusivity, like a month
Again,
early.
it's more of a Sony.
I know. It's
like
yeah, we know
feather in
it's a
their hat.
hacky thing, but whatever. Now it's under Sony now because they're like, we're the most, we're the biggest system people are buying now.
Yeah.
Come to us, and they said, okay.
yeah.
So
Call of Duty is like the mainstream. Like,
Yeah, it
if,
is.
If you got Call of Duty exclusivity, you're doing pretty.
yeah,
you're
I
doing
mean,
pretty
not that all of us are like hardcore Call of Duty fans or playing it constantly, but it's cool that it's all Sony now. It's kind of weird, but it's cool.
Star Wars Battlefront looks fucking awesome.
good. I'm not a Star Wars
Moving
Battlefront
on.
guy.
Dude, they were playing it at Comic-Con.
That game
Let's
looks.
move on up.
playing
Star
videos of it.
Wars.
Like,
I was
awesome.
I was at Star Wars Celebration, saw the trailers. I saw the gameplay trailers. They didn't release online, but they weren't nearly this long.
Yeah.
God, that fucking game looks
Holy
good.
shit!
I'm a big, for the record, I'm a giant Battlefield guy,
Yeah,
so
but-
I like DICE in general. I like what they do. This is what I in my head, I'm like, oh, so DICE is making a Star Wars game. And DICE is making a fucking Star
Yeah.
Wars game. This game looks fucking awesome.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah, I think
I'm really
judging
excited
by
for
the tattoos you have, I wouldn't think.
Oh, you're talking about?
I don't think you'd be a
these
huge
tattoos?
Star Wars fan.
Oh,
These,
these.
yeah, the armbar. That might be, yeah. We'll have to incorporate.
No, but
Check the Facebook
honestly,
page.
even if you weren't like a super hardcore Star Wars fan, this game is fucking
I'm a giant DICE
awesome.
fan, so if nothing else,
Yeah.
I'd be looking at it as like, oh, it's future Battlefield.
I just
There you
can't
go.
wait to be playing in the battlefield, and then all of a sudden, someone jumps into like land speed
fighter,
or something, and all of a
a
sudden
TIE
just
fighter.
slams into the wall right next to him
Yeah.
and dies horrible death, because that's fucking DICE games.
I'm probably-
Nobody can fly. It's great.
I'm probably not in the right audience, but it did really annoy me that when Vader showed up. They had Return of the Jedi era Luke come running out when there's
Yeah, he
like,
did, yeah.
there's
Yeah.
there's
All
an
in black.
Empire Strikes Back Hoth version of Luke. Have him fucking run out. Why on earth is Return of the Jedi Luke running out
Hey
there?
man,
I
this
didn't
really
catch
it
that.
bothered me.
I didn't
it
catch
didn't
that.
bother me too much.
It bothered as a Star Wars
Honestly,
douchebag. It bothered the shit out of me.
you are a Star Wars douchebag. I will agree
I
to
will
that.
own that.
But
I agree.
I
too.
was happy that Darth Vader
Half
was
of
even there,
It's
and that you were able to be.
well, they're like the kill streaks, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's super.
which
cool.
is kind of cool. So you can do the same thing with Boba Fett and
Yeah.
other areas. So that's actually really fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think
like
that
like
game
Call of
looks
Duty
great.
did that shit with like Predator and whatever,
Yeah.
like Michael Myers and all the
Yeah.
shit in there and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, it's good.
looks
Like,
great.
it seems like it's almost like coming out too soon. Like,
Yeah, it's just
Surprisingly
December
fast.
or
Yeah.
October.
No,
Yeah,
it's
really.
it's the week before Fallout 4.
Yes.
Oh, really?
that's good.
Wow.
So we'll get like a week of gameplay in before we all dive into
Yeah.
Fallout 4.
Before we all say goodbye to the world.
Oh, man. But it looks good though. Now, Battlefront.
Well, you know, judging by the
Massive.
trailer, like, seeing the stuff from the places and stuff, like they went to like more of a rockier place instead of Hoth, so it wasn't all snow. It seemed like finally it was like we're in the next gen. It wasn't like
It looked clean.
it wasn't.
looked
Yeah, it wasn't like
so nice.
this is upgraded from last gen. You know what I mean?
This was
it was
like,
actually
this game
straight
is
up.
a new Gen
Yeah.
X game. Like it really, not just like you know when you look at lighting and shadows and it's
Yes.
not just like, it looks like what trailers used to look
Yeah,
like. that were
exactly. That's what
gameplay.
it's supposed to be. Like this is what it's supposed to fucking
Yeah.
be.
When you that's kind of like when I mentioned with Halo, I kind of got a bit of that where it looked like a game they had built for this system, not a game that they had been working on for a while. It was kind of like transitional, like that. Every trailer they showed for that just looked so fucking clean.
Well, like I said, every E3 is always like, this is from last gen, but we upgraded the graphics a little bit, so it looks kind of okay. Like, you know, the first party, first party games.
The Assassin's
coming out.
Creeds and the Call of Duties and all those.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just really fucking stoked for this game.
I honestly, I didn't think I was gonna be that stoked, but after seeing the gameplay, like, holy shit.
I'm down so hard.
Ugh,
Oh,
the game
yeah.
looks fucking
It's-
awesome.
It'll be nice too because as a big Battlefield fan, it's always that's one of those games that's better when people you know are excited for it. So it's always nice when I'm excited for a game and I'm not like, huh guys, huh? And everyone's like, fuck you.
I also think Battlefield games are way more fun when you're playing with your crew and you're just
Yeah.
enjoying it together because you can accomplish things. It's
When
so
you're in a
hard.
real
Yeah,
squad.
it's really hard to accomplish anything in those games when you're not communicating with each other, and they're not fun when you're
Well,
playing.
you
by
can play
yourself.
those games 32 on 32, and if even two people are working together on one side
Yeah.
and no one's working together on the
It
other
helps
side,
out.
that team just
No,
steamrolls.
what's
the
great
other one.
about Battlefield is you don't need to kill anyone. You can still help your team the entire
That's
time.
what I've always
That's
loved about Battlefield. You don't have to fire a single bullet, and you can.
It's
and
not
you can
Call of
be
Duty.
The most useful person on the team.
Yep.
Or you can do a little bit of both. I am a big fan of Battlefield games just in general, and to see such a Star Wars coat of paint, but then also it's not just Battlefield with Star Wars. It really feels like they're trying to do some new and different things where it's not class based, but it seems like your perks kind of build your own class, and it seems like they're doing a lot of unique stuff.
Yes.
For-
I think we're totally on
Sorry,
board.
Dean, I haven't been letting you talk. You
it's
can
all
talk
good.
now.
Thank you, Mike. You know, it seems like
Thanks, Mike.
you guys are really passionate about it. I think you guys, as the Darkhide, Battlefield Darkhides,
We're,
I'll let you guys
we are
diehards,
all
let
on
you guys
board.
run with that. Let's wrap this up because I mean it's really hot in here. I think we all want to take a break.
Uncharted.
I don't think we need to say even a goddamn word about this at all.
Okay.
Yeah, have
looks
you guys
amazing.
Seen,
Looks
have you guys
amazing.
seen
Well-
the leaked video of the
The mud?
Basically,
The mud?
Well, no, the gameplay that happens exactly at the end of what we saw on the stage.
Yeah, we saw
I saw
Man,
some stuff.
that's even cooler than the thing they showed on the stage.
Oh my god!
You gotta give them some
Naughty
credit.
Dog
now.
is fucking.
Gotta give some
killing.
credit. They did the live action demo. Kind of backfired at first,
No,
but they
no.
got it together.
Wrong controller.
Am I the only one that thought that they did that on purpose?
No, they couldn't find the controller.
Because what I thought they were
I
doing.
read something that they.
We're showing it. It's real.
Well, no, what I thought they were going to do is they were showing it, and then it sits there, and then they restart, and that they open the door, and then like
be a
the
different
screen
situation.
splits, and then someone's controlling Sully and someone's controlling Drake. Like I thought that they were like showing them side by side. You go, you can play through missions alone as Drake, or if a friend shows up, you can play. Like I thought they were doing that on
They
purpose.
could do
at
that.
first.
I don't want that, but they could
not
do
in an
that.
Uncharted game because the set
It
pieces
wouldn't
and
work. It wouldn't work.
are too cool. It wouldn't work with two people. But that's what I thought was going on at first.
I thought it was going to be they open the door and it's a set, and then it loads again, and they open the door and it's a totally different location. Like it changes like
I
the
almost
story.
thought the same thing because the first time they open the door, you're like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like they open it again, and like that has something to do with the storyline.
Yeah.
I thought it was on
Crazy.
purpose at
But
first.
am I the only one who thought that like walking through the crowds as Drake was better than walking through the crowds as an assassin?
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, he
No,
looks
it was
so
way
good.
better. The way he was, it honestly
He even
reminded
said,
me
he
of
was
the
like,
next,
"Oh, sorry, dude."
Well, in Tomb Raider, they do a good job of like her contextually like treating the environment on purpose.
Yeah.
But it was like
Yeah.
as good as they could do before. This is like that on fucking steroids.
Yeah,
was
it was.
really-
Seriously, he's walking through the crowd, and one guy's like, "Whoa!" and he's like, "Oh, sorry,
Oh,
dude."
sorry, boy,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's like, "Sorry, bud."
and it didn't feel canned. Like,
It didn't at all.
And if it was, they did a good job of hiding. the
It
fact that
seemed
was
like
canned.
you would do that in real life.
It was
so.
cool. It was cool.
It was cool. It had like the buddy cop vibe a little
Yeah.
bit. Like
Yes.
It's
Not
still just
duo.
the fourth Uncharted game, and it's like you can only be so excited about the fourth of any game. But
Yeah.
the fact that they can still wow you with these videos is a good thing.
I'm just
And there's
excited
still-
for all
it's-
the people who have never played Uncharted, who were Xbox people, who got PlayStations. They're gonna get this experience where they're gonna be like,
No.
I can't believe I missed.
I never
this."
even thought of
Well,
that.
to be
Yeah.
fair,
Oh, that's interesting.
That's me. I've never played any of the
Are you
Uncharted
gonna get the
games.
collection?
The new, you have to
Should
get a
I?
collection.
What do I
Yes.
do?
Yes.
Where
Yes.
do I
Yes,
go?
yes,
Do I
yes.
go for the collection? Do I
Get
go
the
right for
collection.
4?
Get
Do
the
I-
collection. No, get the
You get
collection.
the collection now. I will
Okay.
say that the first one
Sucks.
was a flawed
Okay,
game
I wouldn't
that
say
you
sucks.
saw lots of promise in.
Yeah.
Part 2.
It reminded me. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of Mass Effect.
Okay.
Where
Yeah.
The first of any
the
game.
first one is like, so
Proof of
close.
concept.
The
They're
second
trying,
one
they're
is,
trying.
Is like, oh, and then
Yeah.
the third one is like, okay, so it's more the second one, but now the spectacle is worn off a little bit, but it's still good.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
just like Mass Effect.
Two's
Like,
amazing.
Uncharted 2.
2 is
Holy
so
shit.
fucking good.
I'm excited. Is the collection out? Like the
Not yet, not yet.
Soon,
It's
right?
coming. It'll be
Yeah.
out this year.
I think
it'll
that's-
way before.
It would be worth you
Check it out.
spending some time with. If nothing else, just
Yeah.
play 2. Even if
Yeah.
you play 1 and you're like, this ain't for me, just
I'm excited,
Just
man.
try 2 because 2 is so good.
I am the Xbox guy who's going back.
That's the
Yes.
only flaw
Checking
that
out
when they
PS3.
release that, if the people who've never played it before they start with 1, they're not gonna get a good taste.
Yeah,
'Cause 1 is so not good.
Well, I
Really?
wonder.
Like,
I
not
wonder.
good?
it's beautiful
I wouldn't go that
and it
far.
plays fine.
I wouldn't go that far.
But, like,
it's not like bullshit. It's not dog shit.
It's the
Everyone's a
gunfighting
bullet
is not
sponge.
fun. Yeah,
remember
it's
the
not
weird
fun.
the controller.
With the-
That's every game.
Balancing
Everyone's
on
a
the
fucking
thing.
bull.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tweak one of them.
I hope they do.
I bet they make guys easier to kill. I
Yeah.
bet they completely take out the balancing on
Yeah.
the things aspect.
Yeah.
And I bet they
Oh, you're talking about the-
fuck with the controls.
They
the
change the
controls in
grenade
2
back.
PlayStation 3, fucking.
Yep.
The controls in 2 were a huge, literally that's what it is. Your
fuck-
balance
yeah.
on beam.
Six-axis control?
There
Come on,
is a
man.
shitload of that in the first.
They were just like, what can we do
And
to
then-
use this?
And the game was notorious for the enemies like being silly ass bullet sponges.
Yeah.
I think that they'll tweak that and do the whole like 1 and 2 play a lot like 3 kind
Yeah.
of thing. I bet they do that.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
Awesome
Sony.
game. Yeah, if you haven't played it,
Sony.
I advise checking it out.
I think that Sony and Microsoft both had solid shows. I think that the surprises elevated them. The backwards compatibility like made what would have been a good show like above average.
Yeah.
And same with Sony. I think what would have been a good show was definitely above average because of the crazy
It
Shenmue
was-
and Final Fantasy reveals. I think both of them had solid shows.
Yeah, it was interesting to see them finish with Uncharted 4 because that was like a known quantity.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean,
You'd
I
think
was
that-
expecting to see.
That's kind of the thing, though. They always end with Final Fantasy.
I almost feel like that would have been a
Uncharted.
good middle thing, like
Yeah.
and then have
Look
dude.
good.
If they closed with Final Fantasy or closed with Shenmue, it almost would have been a better order to do so.
Sony Game of Show for you guys. What was like your takeaway title?
Love it.
Probably Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mine- yeah,
because it's
Horizon.
brand new and it looks really, really good.
Safe.
Totally safe. No,
Very
I
safe choice.
No, I love Guerrilla games. I do love Killzone games. and it was awesome to see them trying something different.
Did you ever
Yeah.
play Mercenaries on the Vita? Because you're probably the only other person on the planet
Yes.
besides me. Wasn't that a great game?
It was fucking amazing.
Killzone Mercenaries?
No one played that fucking
I know,
game.
bringing that experience to the Vita, it looked
And it
amazing.
played so, and they nailed stealth like only Far Cry
Yeah,
had.
it was
like-
free on Plus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Did
had
you get it?
That was a solid game.
Yeah,
That
he
was a
didn't have it.
really,
No,
really
it's
solid
seriously,
game.
Mike's right. If you guys have not played that game yet, seriously,
Where's that one?
Mercenary.
Killzone Mercenaries on the
Yeah,
Vita.
if you have not, if you have a Vita, please have a Vita.
Solid
If
game.
if you don't have a Vita,
Whether you like
buy
Killzone
one.
or not, because honestly, it wasn't like almost any other Killzone game I played before. It was
Yeah.
in the universe, but it didn't really play like those. It was
Exactly.
fucking really
They had
good
some
game.
like
It was really
Killzone,
good.
like
Really fucking.
Ice-
It was
isometric
like
third-person
Did you
games,
like Far
too.
Cry?
yeah.
It's Killzone Far Cry,
Yes.
except a little more like pointing you in the right direction.
Again,
It's
you're not
as open,
you're not
but
part of
it
the ISA.
plays-
You're not the Hellgas.
It
You're in
plays a
between.
lot like Far Cry.
It is.
I don't know
fucking
why I'm
good.
bringing that game
Okay.
up. I was like, I bet
Somebody
Percy's
loves
played
Far
it.
Cry, Yes.
Jerk, jerk, jerk.
I almost went out for a fist bump.
Almost, guys.
Yeah, fuck it.
Wow, wow.
And we're out.
The fist bump ratio is pretty high.
Yeah.
High right now. Star Wars Battlefront. I mean, technically it was part of the starting conference, but wow, like,
Yeah.
I was just not really expecting too much out of that.
Ended
And
on
it
chapter 4.
Kinda got me.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah,
Yes.
so.
Well, isn't it crazy that the EA version was like probably the better demo, but the Sony one still looked really good?
Yeah.
They were showing you a horde mode essentially, and it still looked fucking awesome.
Again, like I said, like it looked. Again, like I said, it was. This is now seems like it's next gen.
I'm sorry, I keep like.
I'm like,
you-
And we're out.
I'm looking at the clock. I'm gonna get the fucking.
You keep bringing me back in. I'm sorry.
Mike Steele's here, you guys. It's gonna be a long show.
And we're out.
Okay.
and we'll-
Okay.
We'll be back with some Nintendo
I'll
guys.
put my mic.
See ya.
Yeah,
Battlefront look like next
Bye.
gen. Boom.
Let me tell you a few things us British absolutely love. Darkness, Sides of Things, and Kingdoms. Dark Side of the Kingdom is the definitive video game podcast produced by people who love video game podcasts. Which also happens to be brought to you by the Drainage.net, your definitive source for pop culture. Go figure. Dark Side of the Kingdom, oven fresh video game culture served weekly on iTunes, SoundCloud, and the Drainage.net. Tell your friends.
New Zealand and Australia are some of the racist people in the world.
Yeah.
Mind you, they didn't give
recording?
the natives of their country rights till 1980.
Well, dude, they call N-words to their face.
All the time.
And then they call, like, boat
N-words.
people and abos. They call Aborigines abos. They're
Abos.
like, oh, what up, abo? Get out of my way. Like, it's like all of Australia is the South.
It is so racist in
Yeah.
Australia. My one friend that we went to AI with, he moved there because he was doing modeling for some company, like 3D modeling for a company. And he says, everybody smokes and everybody's so fucking racist.
They treat Sudanese people like not even like second class, it's
Yeah.
like third class. Like literally, if they're in line, you just go and stand in front of them in line.
Wow.
And they're like, what are you
Australia,
gonna do?
man.
Like, that's just like regular life.
What are you gonna do, bitch?
Yeah. There's
Jesus.
some- yeah.
It's fucked up.
But here's what's crazy. My one buddy is from
Racism
England.
is the worst goddamn thing.
And well, I know this is an ignorant statement, but I just thought racism was mainly in America because I just like.
And you don't really think
that's
about
an
it other
American problem.
places.
I just thought it was an American problem. So I was talking to my buddy. I'm like, is there a lot of racism in England? And he's like, oh man,
dude,
shit
yeah.
ton of racism.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like that just
Indians-
boggles my mind. I didn't
Yeah,
even
everyone
think
has,
about
like, their
it.
unique
They hate,
brand
yeah.
of
In,
it.
in
Indians.
England, they hate the Irish. They hate Indians.
Yeah.
Well, now Koreans hate black people.
Oh, it's
Like,
so
but in a weird way, like in a very unique, like not the southern kind of way. They just fucking hate them in like this other weird way.
it's the worst.
And most
I mean,
Asian countries hate other Asian countries
Yeah.
with a passion.
Yeah.
honestly, it sucks that you guys will never know, like,
I
ever.
can't even comprehend.
Yeah.
your
Hey,
life.
man.
Like it's so weird.
To be fair, I went to elementary school till 5th grade. The lunch lady thought I was Hispanic. She spoke to me in Spanish. And I ate it up, dude. I was like, see. She would like talk to me. She'd give me, she would bring me like chocolate milk and shit. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna fuck this up, dude.
Was she?
I'm not gonna fuck it up.
Was she Mexican
She was
too?
Mexican too.
With,
Like,
with a
hey, man,
famous Spanish
see.
name, Pizza whatever.
no, I'm Italian.
What if she was Italian
Put
and
me
she
in
just
the-
thought you were Mexican? She was like trying to do you a favor, and really
Well,
the whole time you guys could have
You'd
been
be
doing
surprised,
it the other
man.
way.
You'd be surprised. Italians in the sun, we get a little, we get a little Hispanic.
Dominicans, until they talk, you think they're
Italians
black.
were played as Native Americans in the movies.
I will say,
Boy, have they, man.
I did some YouTube, rabbit hole, conspiracy videos. I found some good YouTube conspiracy videos of people comparing people of, it was like Iranians and Italians. It was like this whole conspiracy of videos. It's like they would show like
They're totally two different cultures.
yeah,
Weird.
whatever. But anyways.
On seriously though, like it sucks that you guys will never know what it's like. It's like the worst.
plight. You'll
It's
never know
the
the plight
worst
of the American.
fucking
Well, the
thing
problem with that
ever.
is-
especially if you're like a little kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was a little kid. My mom was at a superstore, and like some lady was just yelling at my mom, saying, "Go back to your country. Go back. Get the fuck out of here." And I'm
You're
like,
just
yeah. I'm like, what?
What'd
I'm
your
like
mom say?
5, and she just
It's
ignored
my
it.
country, bitch.
And she just got her shit.
Dude, I can't. If I was your
Like, it's
mother in
the
that
worst
situation, I'd be
fucking
like,
thing ever.
"Well, get back to your fucking country. I was here way before you, asshole."
Exactly, but it's just it's a
Yeah.
hard thing to
I
even
love
touch. 'cause,
American
Yeah.
selective history.
You'll never know ever.
Yeah.
I love American selective history. I think it's the best thing ever. They're just like,
Very selective.
oh my god! But the crazy part that the crazy part about that is that we'll never experience, so we can never be sympathetic or apathetic to really how it is ever, because we cannot.
We can understand
You
it
can't
exists,
cut
but in
it.
no
Worst
way
thing-
can we understand.
What are you gonna call me,
how it
white
No.
boy or cracker? I don't mind
Yeah,
either
yeah,
one
you
of
let it
those
roll off
because
your
I don't
back.
care.
Yeah, exactly.
But like it stabs hard when you do it it's the other way.
It is.
Oh,
Trust
yeah.
me.
The racist terms we came up with are fucking dope. Like, you guys need to come up with some better racist terms, because me and Ian are over here coming up with our racist terms piss you guys off.
Ivory
so
Tower.
much.
We got the whites in the room. Ivory Tower hanging out with your
Ivory
well
Tower.
well
That sounds pretty
refined
good though.
well refined racial
God damn
slurs.
it.
I like that.
You
hang
fucking mutts. All right, let's start this. E3. What are we on? Nintendo.
We got the big N.
Let's transition to Jap games.
Wait, have we started?
I hope you didn't record this.
We got some. It might have been recording.
Great. To watch, he'll edit himself out. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna say that.
I don't. I never
And
edit
Jap
myself
games.
out. I've thrown myself under the bridge plenty of times, guys. Under the
This
bridge.
my
is
God.
tame for me.
right.
People will be like, "Oh,
Dude.
why is Mike being
Yeah.
so like
thing-
appreciative of other cultures?"
Yeah.
Speaking of appreciative
It's
of
a
other
step up. It's
cultures,
a step
let's
up,
talk
we
about
are.
Star Fox, which is based on the Japanese culture.
All right, we're finishing off the top 3 with Nintendo.
Yeah. We're back, by the way.
We're back.
People following along. at
There
home.
we go.
Act 3, Nintendo. We're going to finish off the third act with, Nintendo big press conference. Starts it off with Star Fox.
A big video.
Well, we
really.
should cut actually before that is
Yeah.
the great Muppet puppet sequence, which is the best part of E3. I can clearly say. I
will
loved it.
say,
It was awesome.
last year too, Nintendo did a
Nintendo
great job.
brings that shit.
They bring it, and I had a good time at Nintendo.
Well, they had a weird production value because
Yeah.
since they're not doing their shit live,
Yeah.
they can do all that weird stuff.
I
Yeah.
just I love the
fun.
Reggie's.
How long? When's the last time they did something live?
3 years ago.
I bet you next year they
I
do
think
a live
started
one
Nintendo Lives
with
3
a new
years ago.
system.
Really?
Yeah. Show NX on
I
stage.
feel like they even more so don't because they want to they love controlling their own thing.
It works, man.
Yeah.
The puppets. I mean, it
It
seems
is
like people
very cheap.
love the puppets. Jim Henson based.
Brian
Miyamoto,
Hinton directed it.
Miyamoto, Reggie, fucking
The
Iwata.
Nintendo 62, Nintendo
Yeah.
63,
Yeah.
Nintendo 64 was the best
It
part.
was so weird.
So
but it was
good.
like
That was pretty
charming and
funny.
shit.
Now let's talk about the
I
nitty
gotta
and gritty. I mean, these, great shit aside, it's about the games, right?
Yes.
Are we happy? Star Fox.
Nintendo was I think they had the best show by far.
No.
By far.
This will be.
No.
We might have saved the best for
Just kidding.
last. It will be decisive, but let's just game by
Save the
game.
best for last.
Let's talk about just as far as entertainment wise, just as far as just heads batting towards each other. Possibly, maybe not. Maybe
The
not.
Revenge of Percy.
All right, let's,
Revenge of Percy.
Let's get our heads ready.
Star
Fucking
Fox.
Bashing him.
Star Fox Zero.
I think it looks
it
fucking
looks
dope.
bad.
I think it looks
It
awesome.
It doesn't look good.
graphics don't look great.
Look,
Now,
to me,
let's-
to me, it seems so open. Like there was nothing on the screen. Like Xenoblade X.
Every scene is so dense.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing there. Xenoblade X, like there's so much shit going on the screen. It's awesome.
Well-
they compare that to Star Fox. Like
Star Fox
There's
does not look
nothing-
good. The textures don't look like
there's nothing there.
Are we
doesn't
prepared
have-
to say that Star Fox is final? Is that finalized graphics? Because I mean,
I hope not. I
I really
hope not.
look. I'm not bashing Nintendo, but come on, Star Fox you could have done so much way better.
Yeah, it could have been so more
I
space.
could've
thought
made
it
it-
looked great. I
Yeah.
thought it looked really great.
Now, to be fair,
Mikey.
I love the Star Fox
Slap yourself, would
gameplay.
you?
No,
Twice.
come on, man. No.
No.
Percy.
No.
Did you play Star Fox? I mean,
Yes.
Star Fox gameplay is great. What they
It's
showed
them bringing back
was
64, which was the best Star Fox,
You know,
and reimagining.
This is
Point
not
blank-
Star Fox 64 though.
you got
This
Star
is-
Fox with
He
guns.
looks like Star Fox
Again,
64.
yeah,
Here's Star
exactly.
Fox
You need to go with
with open
times.
worlds.
We're different now. We're different now. You need to have shit going on the screen. Look at Ratchet and Clank, the new game.
Dude, we're talking PS4 versus Wii U.
Nonetheless. Okay,
No, dude,
how much
come
shit
on,
is
man.
going on along with Ratchet and Clank?
But it's
Compare that to fucking Star
Yeah, but
Fox.
that doesn't make
There's
the game
nothing
any more or
going
less fun.
on in the background.
Excuse me, Sarah.
Jesus Christ,
Come
man.
on.
Percy.
We're having a tea party.
Yes, it made me angry because like, what the fuck? This Star Fox is like a hardcore like
Iconic.
iconic franchise.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you do it justice with the
Agreed.
system?
Agreed.
Why the fuck?
It does not graphic wise.
no.
It does not compare to like
Mike,
any of the Mario
slap
Kart.
yourself.
Mo-
This
no,
is no.
Mario Kart
You're,
looks
you're
amazing.
You're.
I will give you that. It does not look as good as Mario Kart, but it's also not out yet.
It's not out yet.
Yeah, if
I
it
didn't get the
changes-
assumption.
They still have time,
I didn't get
but
the assumption
still.
that it was ready for prime time. I thought it was like proof of concept. They're showing.
It feels
new
like they're like, hey,
StarCraft,
look, this is what we've been working on.
super early.
I hope that's it. If
But
that's it, then I'll be
again,
fine.
Ratchet and Clank. There's a this is what we've been
Come
working
on, man.
on.
PS4.
No.
Yeah, but those guys,
Wait, no,
those
no,
guys
no.
are on another level.
Yeah,
whenever
yeah,
they
yeah.
But those
show.
guys make games
Nintendo's
people
not on
play.
their own level.
Insomniac, when they show Ratchet and Clank games, they've always been the, hey, we're the best looking game for like 2 years until someone else makes another game.
Well,
were pretty much
Nintendo
Pixar.
needs to do that because I was not impressed.
All right,
Neither
fair
was
enough.
Ian.
I think Star Fox
If you were impressed,
As
you
soon
have
as-
you have stars and you're blind.
okay.
You're blinded by the light.
Well, you're not. You're looking at the
Fucking blind.
graphics. Look at the graphics, man.
No,
Look at the graphics, bro.
no. Look, I played Star Fox 64
The game-
and I wasn't super
The
impressed.
game
It was fun.
looks awesome. The fact that you can change the forms.
I do
is
not. I
super
do not
cool.
like the fucking
The fact that
chicken.
there's gonna be
I don't
more-
like the chicken R-wing.
You're crazy.
Walking
It's
along.
just they're
No.
turning Star Fox more into Robo Truck than ever.
I don't like it. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
I
I don't like it.
don't know.
I enjoy the turkey fucking R-wing.
I think that
I think it's
I
great.
think it
you
was
guys
like a
might be-
raptor.
You're no.
this might be
Mike.
piling on. I think
Mike?
the issue with Star Fox is
No.
I think the issue with Star Fox.
Rewatch it and just adjust yourself.
Okay, Percy, calm down. Somebody
I'm
somebody
sorry.
hose Percy
Hush,
down.
hush,
Percy's
hush,
excited.
hush.
Percy's really excited right now. Percy's
Percy has
I'm
drank
not
a lot.
sorry.
Percy's drank a lot and he's buying into the Percy versus Mike debate right now. Let's slow down. Let's
Okay,
slow
well,
down.
slow
real
down.
Buying into it.
quick.
Don't say anything you'll regret.
Yeah. I think Star Fox. Before we get
I almost said
get ahead of ourselves. I think the gameplay's there. I mean, Miyamoto is involved super early. I think the issue was is that they kind of sold this as a tentpole presser game. Like maybe like it's weird that
Well,
like
'cause
one of the main games for a Nintendo presser.
Last year they
is-
told you it existed, and you saw like that little like it playing on a blurry screen in the
Yeah,
background.
and I
So
was-
to see the actual game, like them being like,
And
yes,
it looks
you
just
knew it
as,
existed, and here it is.
Disappointed.
But it looks just as detailed as that blurry screen.
All right,
Yeah, it
well,
does.
I walked into that one.
Yes, look. Bayonetta 2 did their Star Fox thing, which was fucking awesome.
Let the game come
Hold
out,
on,
man.
hold on.
Everyone
Ba-
knows graphics
Mike-
are like
Mike-
the last
Mike-
thing that
Mr.
people
Mike
work on
Steele.
when they're making games.
Mr. Mike Steele.
Yes, Mr.
Ban-
Percy Gruber.
Platinum Games did their own take on the Star Fox. This for a low level, this whatever.
Yeah,
It's a bonus
You
thing.
played as an R-wing,
Yeah, I
and
know.
it
I
looked
played it.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, let the game
I'm like,
come out.
Yeah, the
no,
game's not out yet, dude.
I was like, that's the game I want to see.
You guys are selling a little short. 'Cause
Mike,
when it went
Mike,
down
let
the
me finish.
level,
Mike,
the
Mike,
water
Mike,
looks good,
Mike,
the reflections
Mike,
look good.
Mike, Mr. Steele, let me finish.
All right.
Let me finish.
I feel you're right. He's bought in.
Let me finish. Seeing Platinum Games do their
To be
take.
fair, Percy's pretty passionate right now.
Yes, do their take on Star Fox.
Just takes alcohol.
do their take on Star Fox. Like, holy shit! If Nintendo could do this, I'm fucking in.
And they still might.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
Can you shut the fuck up?
All
I'm
right,
trying to talk
all
to you.
right,
I
all
will
right,
shut
all
the
right,
fuck up when
all
you
right,
talk. All right.
all right.
So, I'm like, holy shit! If Nintendo can do this, I'm on board. I'm ready to rock. What Nintendo brought to the table was not that. It was nothing. Like there's nothing flying around. There's nothing crazy going on. I was not impressed at all. I'm like, okay, this is Star Fox. What the?
Yeah.
Platinum upstaged you on a single
a
level.
bonus
On a
game.
single level.
Well, yeah, their
you have
finished
to.
game upstaged this work in progress.
Either way, why would you even fucking show that then?
No.
Get the
no,
fuck out of here.
no.
Why would you fucking
I'd rather they
that?
show a game in progress
Now,
than a
do we think-
trailer that doesn't show
No,
any
no,
gameplay
no,
at all.
No, we all know. We've all
Whoa.
played Mario Kart 8. We played Smash Brothers. We played some Wii U titles. Now, is that indicative of final Wii U launch product? I mean, it seemed like I got
does
the
not
vibe.
look good.
Oh, okay.
I got the vibe that
if
it was
you,
super
if you want,
early.
If you want to take it to Smash Bros, when's the last time you played Smash Brothers?
No,
days
that's
ago.
not the point. Smash Bros. Looks amazing
Yeah.
still.
That's just
Smash
saying.
and Mario Kart look really good.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So I'm on the other side of the coin. I feel like rather than saying it doesn't look as good as them, I'm on the other side saying
Proof
I
of concept.
have faith it will look as good
Okay,
as them
but what
because
if it
why
doesn't?
wouldn't it?
What if it
look,
doesn't?
I'm
Then
gonna,
yeah, it'll be- it'll-
I will say that the glasses and as you know.
Then they
empty.
under-delivered on the graphics. But
Platinum-
I believe
I'm gonna
because
Aren't
say
we
of the
all
other
the same
games,
people
it
that
will.
were? Aren't we all the same group that was championing The Last Guardian for the graphics aren't quite there, but we're all excited. It's
I know,
coming
but
out, and
no,
it's
no,
what
no,
it-
but this is different because
boy
no.
Dean over here.
No.
we got yeah.
Platinum Games upstaged Nintendo.
It's true.
They
He's right.
upstaged
He's right.
Nintendo on their own fucking franchise.
I don't know what you're on about, man.
Fuck off, Mike.
I think
you
Percy's
know
got
it.
it.
You fucking know it. You just don't want to admit it.
Whoa!
Ian,
might be some-
I agree because I don't want to get hit.
Yeah,
No.
We don't-
No.
We're getting-
He's with me.
Oh man.
You know
I
it.
just was underwhelmed by everything on that.
Yes. I was
Fair enough.
Okay.
And again, I did mention earlier before I even said anything, I'm a big Star Fox fan too. So just seeing it
yeah.
back and seeing the transformations and seeing more
Knowing
levels
the-
that they plan on have to be the big open levels, the freeform
Knowing
levels,
the gameplay.
excited me.
I wish it
Knowing-
would be. I think the game would be amazing if it was a 4-player co-op experience and play with your friends to do the missions.
That would be cool.
Someone be
Yeah.
Slippy, someone be Falco.
That would
Like,
be
that'd be
sucks.
awesome.
I will admit right now that the Wii U forced controller shit kind of
That
sucks.
looks terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But I don't hate the idea that you can play the game normally and then when you want to,
Which is
Yeah.
fine.
do the look
Yeah, I don't wanna
anywhere
do
no
that.
matter
It- no,
what.
it's-
I think
it-
that's a cool thing
Yeah.
that
Stupid.
can be optional.
It seems
But-
like it's with the Wii controllers. It's not in game what you're looking at on a TV. If you're looking at your screen, then
Yeah.
it's what you're
Once
looking
again, Nintendo does something gimmicky for no fucking reason.
at. But look.
That's
I'm
like,
not-
okay, ready? Watch, I'm playing Zelda. What the fuck are you doing waving your hand around? Just play the goddamn game.
There's some unique
Look,
mechanic
look,
stuff though. If you're playing and like your R wings going straight through the tables, but the boss is up in the corner, so every time you go through the hoops, you have to like be shooting. Like there's
Yeah.
some interesting puzzle mechanics for a boss that you can do with that stuff.
Okay,
I'm
Mike,
not playing Tetris.
Let's just
I'm
say
playing
this. Let's just
goddamn
say this.
Star Fox.
Let's just say this. Platinum Games,
I
Star
almost
Fox.
made that joke. But then you
Platinum
actually
Games, Star
started
Fox, way better than Nintendo Star Fox.
Wah, wah.
It is.
Okay.
It is. They fucking upstaged them. They showed it off too early. That's what they also.
Okay,
I
guys,
think that was their mistake.
let's move
early.
on to the next important thing that
Yeah,
we all
fucking
care
early.
about: Skylanders.
Skylanders.
Let's talk about it, bro.
Skylanders amiibo crossover.
I
mean,
think this is incredibly clever because people are buying these like motherfuckers, and
Now,
Skylanders get
to
the
be
I think
fair-
it's really smart
Yeah.
for Nintendo to go like, hey, all of our characters are going to be in our platform's version of this game that's on all of them. Maybe come here for a dope-looking DK and a dope-looking Bowser.
Yeah.
Now, vehicles.
It's dumb. Don't get me
vehicles
wrong.
sold separately.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're both like $12 each.
Let me play devil's advocate. Have you ever played the Skylanders games?
I have absolutely no interest in playing this Skylanders.
Ian looks
game.
like a Skylanders
Do
guy.
you know that they're just modern-day brawling games
I have no interest in
with
those games.
interesting fighting mechanics?
I'm not paying $12 to play another
No.
character and $8 to play another
I
character.
agree. If someone else had all the figures, though, you would like Skylanders.
Yeah. Mike, have you
You
played?
of the games you like to play, Ian. If you and I've said this about myself because I'm not going to buy the figures, and so I
we
don't
can
play them.
assume someone's.
I have someone who has a lot of a buddy who has all the figures.
Yeah.
The games actually play really legit. You
I
would
don't
like
doubt
Is
it being
your-
fun, but I don't like the nickel and diming
How
into
much-
playing these
I don't like that
figures.
aspect.
How much
I'm
is-
just saying, like, if you had a buddy, dude, you
Mike.
should-
Yeah. How
Mike
much does the
should
game
try.
rely on the figurines? Like, do you need to buy in?
You need
Yeah,
one to
heavy.
play as one.
Yeah.
Now,
you,
Mike,
you need to have the whole collection.
does
too.
your buddy's
If you want to be
name,
another character, yeah.
does your buddy's name rhyme with like?
No. I'm not a big Toys to Life guy.
Okay.
I have some
They're not
amiibo.
toys to life. I'm sorry. They're not. They're not toys. They're statues to life.
Yeah.
That's the common name. I have a few
You
amiibo,
can't
but I'm not
move their
like.
Oh,
arms.
you can't move their arms.
Sorry,
They're
guys.
not toys.
Sorry, guys. No articulation. They are statues.
There you go.
They are statues.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
toys.
I think it's just a really smart thing, and the
So-
game stuff they showed was 100% Nintendo focused, which I think is
Pretty,
also
I will
smart.
say, pretty clever that you on the bottom you can click it. Amiibo, Skylander.
I really. I bet you don't
cross-platform
really
stuff.
need to click
You
that.
probably
It's all just
don't.
like
yeah.
a fun gimmick thing. Like,
gimmick.
I'm
yeah.
actually surprised that they're not amiibo. They're
Yeah.
Nintendo Skylanders.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually a little.
Because then they're gonna release amiibos of them.
Yeah.
Okay, now being a person who has never played Skylanders at all, if you bought the Bowser or whatever, the
You
card,
can't bring them in other systems.
No, it's not that. It's just playing the exact same game through just with Bowser.
Yeah.
So the game is relatively the same. Imagine
Everything's the same.
So
but you're
imagine
with their
Castlevania or Metroid,
Yeah.
but instead of being barriered at the areas where there's different paths, you walk up and like you have the double jump, you have the missile, and you have the roll ball. Rather than eventually coming back and getting to go a new path, which path do you choose? And so you put the roll ball on, so you go the roll ball path. So the game, it's kind of like branching storylines, branching areas, different levels, so you can replay them in the different areas. So the old games were like, are you a water guy? You can go to the water area. Are you a dirt guy? You can dig through the ground and get through that way.
The game itself is probably awesome, but I don't want to pay fucking
the money.
$12.99
It's a nickel and diming.
every time I
I've
want to
been
do
saying
something
that forever.
different.
These games are legit. You just have to fucking spend a bunch of dog shit money on toy things to get to play the game.
Isn't it amazing that EA didn't come up with
We don't
this?
have dog shit money to spend on this
Yeah.
shit.
Well, no, again, dude, I swear it's a friend. It is not me. It's not
It's not me.
rhetorical.
It's not me.
I would never.
I hope so.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
What's
My
Skylanders?
mom buys
What's
it
his
for
name?
me, but
they like.
Let's call him out right now.
It's my friend Jeff.
Fucking Jeff.
Not Jim and them Jeff.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see Jeff buying Skylanders.
No.
which one's
He's
Jeff?
too busy buying shrooms.
Yeah, shrooms
Hey-o.
and cough syrup.
Yeah.
Take a movie. Put together.
Put some testing on it.
3DS Hyrule Warrior Legends.
You skipped Zelda Triforce.
I skipped
Heroes.
Zelda Triforce Heroes.
All right.
Three heroes.
Zelda
three
Triforce
swords.
Heroes. Basically, Zelda
Meets Mario 3.
meets Mario 3.
I was just saying, it's just like,
4 swords, but
Four
3
swords.
swords.
Four swords or three.
Four swords
Three
plus.
swords.
And it's instead of being kind of like a weird side game that is better than it should be, it's like, no,
No.
let's do that from the get-go. I think it looks awesome.
It looks awesome.
I love co-op. I love handheld co-op. I think it looks awesome.
I'm gonna play it, but I'm not thrilled.
I'm
not-
surprised you were not thrilled because you like your 3DS, you like Zelda,
Yeah.
Same here.
you like co-op.
Yeah,
We
Same-
finally
same
actually.
here, but
it's just
like
not the Zelda I want.
Yeah.
Same here. It's like you cannot play 2-player.
Can't
But
play
you know the
two-player.
Zelda you want is coming
Mikey,
later.
You can't
No,
play
it's not
2-player.
either.
It's
You
not
can't play 2 people.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You
you
can play
need
one
one
and
or three.
1 or 3.
That is weird.
I will
Why
say
would they
though,
do that?
we finally played Four Swords for the first
Four
time.
Sword was great.
and it was great.
Four
So
Swords is great.
We
But
were
multi-
very.
no,
what I
co-op-
like about this is Four Swords
We
had
were
that
very
weird
inebriated.
competitive aspect that I was never crazy about, where like you could fuck each other over. You kind
Yeah.
of had to have the house rule of like, let's not do that.
Yeah.
I like
Let's
that
not
this game
fuck
is
each
like,
other over.
no, we don't want
We-
that. We want everyone to
did
work
do that.
together. I like that they got rid of any competitive aspect.
and it looks
I
good.
kind of don't like that because we did play 4 swords. We were very inebriated.
fun.
But we did fuck with each other just to fuck around, and it was fun. We still all had fun.
Because that's the worst part about the Mario games. Whenever they let them be multiplayer, it's like you can fuck each other over, and it's like, no, why do you guys
But
keep
you
doing
can do it
this?
so easily too.
yeah, it's just it depends. Like, cause like I said, we were fucking with each other, but we were having fun doing it.
Why would
Like
I
I
fucking
said, you always
you
have to
guys?
house rule it. I like that this game's taking away the you don't have to house rule it.
I
You
just
can
I don't like the aspect of you can only either play 1 player or 3 players.
I didn't know that. I think that's weird, but at the same time,
It's just got the mechanics
I'll
of-
either be playing alone or with 3 people.
Yeah,
I don't think
because the
that's-
mechanics won't work. Like you can either play 1 player or 3.
if it was like 1 or 6, I'd be bummed because like 6 people's harder to get. But I think I won't have a hard time finding 2 other people or just playing alone.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that, and that is weird.
Yeah, and that's the only thing I really like about that. I mean, it looks fine. You know.
Interesting, built-in, multiplayer mechanics. The totem mechanic, you want to jump on top of
They're
each other.
super into totems,
Super
man. They're
into
like
totems,
hardcore. into
Yeah,
totems.
it was
the
totally
costume
totem
stuff.
style.
So first thing we thought was, let's stack them on top of each other. Okay, what are we gonna do next? Let's make a game about it.
I did like
It's like moving the game.
they tried
Yeah.
4. 4 is too much. Let's bring it back to 3.
Yeah.
3-man totem. We'll roll with that. So yeah.
Well, I think they went through 3 for less stress on the system, and the Triforce is 3 pieces. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I get
But
it.
it seems like pretty much like the 2D engine basically.
I mean, what
yeah.
makes you decide like, okay, people probably have 2 more friends than 3 more friends?
It's like the Destiny rule.
My guess
of
is it was
3
like
friends.
design style, like making puzzles and making the game, so it just made more sense with 3 than 4. And then, like Dean said, it's easy to just go, oh, the 3 pieces
Also,
of the Triforce.
well, either
Think of
way-
the time they're saving by not rendering a 4th button.
Well, either way, why wouldn't you? Well, in that case, why would you say you can play as 1 player, 2 player, or 3 player?
I do think that's weird.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they do that. But again, I don't think it'll be a problem. Dean?
I don't like it. I mean, if it's a game meant to play with other people, why not 2 people?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't know. It looks good. Looks competent. It isn't. I mean, did you guys get like that standalone title vibe. It seemed like it was kind of just like
not from the last Zelda game. I wasn't like, I want to buy this. I want to play this right.
It felt like they were
now.
trying to do that, where Four Swords felt like a side little thing, and this felt like them trying to legitimize that.
Yeah. So we'll see what
it's
happens.
honestly, it's not a game I'll be like, I'm excited to play this.
Yeah.
I will play it, and I will get it first day probably.
Yeah.
I won't. I'll wait.
Okay. 3DS Hyrule Warriors Legends.
I'm gonna get this definitely.
I think Hyrule Warriors was a super underrated game. Everyone's always afraid of Dynasty Warriors games. I do like them.
Afraid of more so, just tired of maybe.
Yeah. Well, and everyone they're an easy thing to make fun of. They're an easy target.
Yeah.
I'm done.
No, you're
I
not.
barely
Take one
touched
sip.
it.
Take one sip.
Ugh, it's warm now.
Well, that's your fault. Now you drink warm beer, you asshole.
Shut the fucking beers in the freezer.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Mike opened a beer.
I'm okay with
drink.
Dynasty Warriors games.
Yeah.
I think Hyrule Warriors was like, it was someone taking a genre that no one likes and making a good version of it, and no one would give it a chance. The boss fights were legit. The game looked really good. It was really smartly put together. Hyrule Warriors is actually one of my favorite games last year. I think it was a really good game. Yeah. And so a handheld version of that, I'm stoked.
I love what they added to it, and then you could bring those into your Wii U.
So, and the new characters are cool.
Seems like
I love Tetra's in it. Tetra's a great character.
And they were showing the screenplay.
And the boat.
And it's all frame rate. That game would suck if there was no frame rate. The frame rate was solid.
Yeah.
I'm really.
Do you guys think it's going to be okay on 3DS though? Like it's shrunken down with like a shitload of people.
They showed a bunch of people on screen, and the frame rate was solid. That's all I'd be worried about. And the 3DS, it's weird. You forget that like. It's got power. They just never use it.
Well, the new 3DS has way more power.
Well, but also you look at like Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers looks fucking nice. You can make nice games on 3DS. They just kind of never do for some reason. Like people just always forget to do it. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Especially playing like
that might be an
Vita
understatement
nowadays.
for all like handheld devices.
Playing like Vita, like seeing like the density of just like the graphics. 3DS could seem, they have some room to grow a little bit.
They got room, man. I mean,
I'm really excited for that. I'm definitely getting that.
Yeah, because you were like Wii U guy. It sounds like they are making it different enough from the Wii U game. It's got like some DLC content.
And they didn't say it on the stage, but apparently you're able to play the co-op. Have you ever used your 3DS controller to control like Smash Brothers or anything?
Yeah.
You can do that. You can use it as a game controller. They're going to do that for Hyrule Warriors as well, where if you have the game, you can play you bring your character and you're playing with them, and it just logs it in as a controller, and then you're playing co-op, but on the two different screens. I think that's super cool.
That's cool. I like that.
I can dig it. It seems like people aren't digging Metroid Prime 3DS.
Yeah, because it looks fucking awful.
What do you mean?
Federation Force?
Wait, hold on.
Metroid Prime.
It's
a
Federation Force.
It's a co-op
for the
Metroid
3DS.
Prime.
What Metroid game? I didn't see a Metroid game.
It's not a Metroid
Which
game.
according to Kotaku, it seems like people are already signing a form to cancel the game.
Honestly,
Seriously?
that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
It looks terrible.
Samus
terrible. What?
It looks. I don't know.
It looks awful.
It doesn't
You're
look
like,
co-op Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime was awesome. And then
No.
The character
no,
design looks
Mike,
awful. You're not Samus or a bounty hunter. You're a dumb retard.
Who cares if you're Samus?
That's
Get
Metroid.
out of here, man.
That's Metroid.
No, play Metroid Prime, and if your name is Bill, it's the same fucking game.
You can change your
You're
name to
playing
anything.
Metroid Prime on your handheld with
For
your
me,
friends.
like-
I don't care what my fucking name is.
For me, for that title, for Metroid Prime, Federation Force, more so the enemies, it seemed like
It
it was
just
just
looks
like.
stupid.
Honestly, it seems like it was a different game, and they're like, let's put Metroid on it so we can sell it.
Maybe.
That's what it was.
I agree that might have happened.
That's what it looks like.
But I don't know. I'm a big fan of co-op. As noted that I keep talking about co-op. I think it looks cool.
No, look,
cool.
Mike, I'm a huge fan of co-op. I love it. I love like couch co-op, like people sit next to you and play.
Streets of Rage.
Yeah, this doesn't look fun to me. It's just like, okay, they made a game, someone made a game,
Well, I
and they
think
threw
the-
Metroid's name on
I
it.
think the
that
issue
looked
is
great.
just the use of the Metroid name. I mean,
I guess
people
they
just-
could have given it
That's
any
all it
name.
is. That's
and
all
they-
it fucking is.
They could have called it
But that's,
Spaceball.
to me, that means it's cheap.
I would play it if it was
the only
Spaceball.
thing people are annoyed about is the fact that it's called Metroid instead of not being called Metroid,
Fair.
and that changes their entire opinion, then fucking grow up. Like,
That's fair.
then pretend it's not a Metroid game and tell me if you like what you're looking at.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not gonna
But they
super
set,
knock it.
they set themselves up to fail. They should not have
Fair
called
enough,
it.
but if everyone's literally just going to judge it by the name, then they're all wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I mean-
I think for me, it was
You
just,
cannot like the game. I'm
I gotta
fine
go
with that,
back-
but if the only thing people don't like is that Metroid's name is on it, then, like, come on, we're not in middle school. Like,
No, that's
debating
true.
Who's stronger, Goku or Piccolo?
No, because you can say the
it's
same thing
Piccolo.
like Mario Party. They just do a name on something.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. I mean, it might be fun. It's just weird that they threw it on this.
It is weird that the name's on there, but I also the
Yeah.
fact that they use the word Prime actually goes a long way because it leads you to believe that, especially co-op,
And
puzzles and the exploration stuff
Well,
with friends,
let-
if it's
let me-
anything
let
like
me-
Prime.
Let me go back to like, okay, so it's like a party game, whatever, and they put Mario on top of it. Samus and Metroid, like that's like a totally serious, like it's more of a serious game than Mario.
And I get that
And what
everyone
makes it
wants a
great-
new
So-
Metroid game, so the idea that
Well,
Yeah,
name's
so
slapped on it.
it's like they're playing with people's emotion with
But
nostalgia.
the game
and
looks
it's not,
good to me.
I know, but it's just they're playing with people's emotion with nostalgia. They threw Metroid on there. Let's try and sell this game.
No, the problem
It's
is
just it's not as cool.
what
as,
makes Metroid great is the isolationism of you're the only person who's not a monster there.
Yeah.
And you being alone makes it scary and
I
adds
agree
so
with
much
that.
atmosphere.
I
When
do
you're-
agree
when
with
you're,
that.
when you're
Huge
trolling
one.
around with your dumb friends, how is that like?
I agree with
Emphasis
that.
on dumb friends.
I
don't- I
also
don't like
agree
playing
that
with my
Resident
dumb
Evil
friends.
was a survival horror game, and the best entries in the Resident Evil franchise are the ones where you can play co-op.
I agree with that.
So
I
I'm not saying-
love Resident Evil
I'm not
5
disagreeing
for that
with you,
reason.
but I'm saying that you
4
can
is
also
better, though.
you can still make a good game
Yeah, but
without
Resident Evil
that
5 with
being
your friends.
something.
It was fun,
You play,
but it's not Resident Evil 5. It's not really Resident
it's
Evil.
fun.
man.
Exactly.
Guys,
it's not,
guys.
it's
But
not really
Resident
Resident Evil, but it's still a good game taking all the Resident
It is.
Evil
Resident Evil
like
5
framework and making a dope co-op game.
You know what we also Resident Evil 6 sucks, but the Chris campaign is awesome. If that was just a game like where you just fight monsters
Are
together.
you talking about 6?
Yes.
We're not
Six-
talking about
six
6.
was a
We're not talking about
train
6.
wreck.
We're
No,
talking about
If you
Resident Evil
take
5.
that, if you take 6, the Chris campaign, and had nothing to do with Resident Evil, right, and just make a totally new game off of that engine and how it plays, that'd be a fucking awesome game.
That helicopter boss fight was rough.
Yeah, it's terrible. That part's terrible.
Let's
mechanics
not
of it are
talk
awesome.
about Resident Evil 6. We're talking about Resident Evil 5.
But I am using that as an example because I agree with you. That is one of the strengths of Metroid, but I don't think that means that this game is invalid for taking that stuff and putting it in a different context.
What was it called? It was Metroid Prime Federation Force?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even like the
Federation
name.
Force,
The name,
go!
the name drives me away.
Well, just
a
like
bad name.
the character models, they were kind of like really like just.
They're really blocky
dumb.
and chunky. And it's just,
Yeah, they're like
it,
little
just-
chibi
I don't
versions.
know.
it looks like an early like cell phone game. Like,
I think
I think a
Percy
lot of
is
the-
right. Someone they said they were making a game. Somebody
Yeah.
saw it like we can make this Metroid. And they're
Third
like,
person, because there's no like Metroid DNA.
I'm
in
not.
there,
Look,
but it
I love
doesn't Need to
Metroid.
be in there. I don't
It's
know.
just this is not a game you should attach a name to.
and
They should have sold it something else,
And
like
let's see.
Fire Emblem,
like
you say?
Splatoon 3DS or something.
Man, I love Fire Emblem Awakening is so goddamn good. I am so fucking excited for.
I saw a kid
Moving
cosplay
on.
as Donovan today from Fire
Emblem.
Oh, my buddy
Emblem.
cosplaying as Donald. Oh, that's
Yeah.
my friend.
Oh, he looked
That's my friend
amazing.
Jesse.
He looked
yeah,
amazing.
dude, isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Everyone, Revelation. Mike Steele has friends. Awesome.
Oh, hardy har.
He did it, guys.
Everyone loves me.
Is this the guy you have to put your he's put his dick on your face?
No,
I put
that's
my
a
dick
different
on
guy.
his face.
But yeah, dude,
Big
yeah,
fan.
it's cool that you saw that guy. Like, yeah, he's always wanted to do that costume.
He looks
and
awesome.
So he had his girlfriend help him. I had the pan on his head.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
I'm
no,
super
seriously.
excited.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, sorry, Xenoblade.
Now-
Fire Emblem looks fucking awesome.
Wii
Now,
U,
admittedly, they've
3DS.
shown no actual
I think it's
gameplay. They show
3DS.
the cool,
3DS.
yeah, 3DS.
Okay.
They've shown all those cool cutscenes that again in
they have
Awakening. I
great
love that
cutscenes.
style. It's very Namco Bandai, like their version of cell shit. It's very much
great.
like that. But I like what I've heard about the whole picking sides, and if it's just more of Awakening, I'm fucking kicked.
They seem to have that shit down. Like they know what the fuck they're doing.
I loved Awakening.
I didn't play Awakening, but I'm excited to play this.
really?
I'm
Man,
no,
you
no.
should play Awakening.
I know. But like seeing this, like wow, I really want to play that. Like super hardcore. So
I'm stoked for this.
I mean, like Fire Emblem is pretty much like the Advance Wars kind of mechanics.
Yeah.
A little bit,
But
but
there's a
it's
lot
that-
more
it's that
heart and
type
soul
of
to
game.
it.
Yeah.
Like
and there's a lot more strategy.
people die like they say
Yeah.
dead, which is
Yeah.
hard.
tough sell. It's a tough sell for
And
me.
the character interaction is so good that you forget that it's like your version of the game is not everybody's version, and the characters that you get in relationships are not everybody's, and the kids they have are random generations
perks.
of what. Like you forget that stuff because it's so well made.
I do love stuff like that. So
That's
everyone's experience is
full
different
of
than
that.
everyone
I'm
else.
excited. Fire Emblem, I'm waiting for the price to go down. It's like staying around 40 bucks,
I've
man.
been,
It's like,
I've been
Dude, that's
waiting.
Nintendo.
that's
man.
one of those games.
That's
like
just a
first
handheld
party,
Nintendo game.
Handheld Nintendo game.
I've been waiting for
Shit,
that.
I'd
shit.
let you borrow it, but I have the digital version.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's all good,
ooh.
man. I gotta stop being a cheap bastard. I'll buy it eventually.
Give it to the developers. All right. Next up,
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
The
Game
next
looks cool.
I think
next
this
in the
game looks
series.
awesome.
Looks good, man. I mean,
It's another one of those games on the Wii U that makes you forget that the Wii U was last generation because it looks so good.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good.
Now, it came out for the new 3DS. Seemed like with mixed results.
Well, that was
that
the,
more controls?
That was the old one. That was the old Wii
That's what I'm
version.
saying,
Yeah, just
Was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
control based? Like, was that a lot of the critique with that? Was the controls, or was it more so the
From what I
story?
heard, a lot of the critique was that like this was a game and not a lot of people played, so they're playing it for the first time, and they've kind of got that like system shock. The sticker shock of like, oh wait, this is what everybody's been talking about because it kind of dated itself.
Do you like the new? Did you buy the Xenoblades on
yeah.
3DS? Do you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I think
you
it was good.
suggest?
I think that the combat system is really strategic, like more so than people give it credit for, and I liked the usage of the joystick and the extra shoulder buttons, and I think the 3D is really good. The eye tracking 3D. I'm sorry, the head tracking 3D.
There you go.
It was a good example of the new system, and I like those games. But I think the console versions are much better because they're bigger and they're grander. And like you guys used earlier when we were talking about Star Fox, like they're dense and they look like you forget that the
They're
Wii U
meant
is old, is
for-
technically old hardware by new system standards because it looks really good. Like graphically, it looks really clean.
Yeah, that's like one of like the last like JRPGs. Those
Yeah.
I want to jump to. I'm more of a like an action RPG guy than
Dude,
Turn-based.
turn-based.
Yeah.
This is more action than it is turn-based.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
there we go.
Like it's
It's like
not,
Star Ocean.
Yeah. I'd say I'd equivalent to like a Star Ocean, like Second Star Story type, where like it's not an ass flat out like Zelda action RPG. But it's not like Final Fantasy 12.
Well, let's just say I loved Crisis Core.
Oh, then yeah, you'll like this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a Crisis Core type action
Yes.
RPG. Yeah.
All right, hell yeah, I'm down. I'm on board then. I'm bored.
Versus on board. What do you celebrate?
How about
On board.
designing home stuff? Are you all board on that?
So
That was our resident Animal Crossing guy, Percy.
Okay,
in the house.
all right. Animal Crossing.
Lead
Animal Crossing
Lead this segment,
for
man.
like a long, way longer.
Was the
than
3DS your first one, or did you play the GameCube?
3DS was my first one,
Okay.
and it hooked me in, and I was like nonstop every day for months.
You were playing it on I think the last show.
Yeah, for months.
Yeah.
I was playing, making sure my town likes me and whatever. Seeing this, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
It is an offshoot.
yeah.
I've never been an Animal Crossing guy, which is weird because I like
neither.
Neither
I
me.
like Harvest Moon a whole
Yeah,
lot.
I love Harvest Moon.
I like those type of games. I like city building games. I like Harvest Moon. This seems like this would just be the Nintendo version, but for some reason I've never clicked with Animal Crossing.
Well, Animal Crossing was I've never played it ever, and I jumped in, fucking loved it.
Yeah, it's one of those games where I can appreciate on paper. I've just personally never been into it. Like I don't think people that like it are stupid or
Well, see,
anything.
well,
like,
that's the thing. It's like Pokemon came out, the X and Y.
Yeah.
I tried it. It just didn't hit. It didn't click with me. So I'm like, whatever. I went back. I honestly went back to Animal Crossing.
I've always
more
kind
than I
of
would.
watched it from afar and watched other people enjoy it and go, cool. I'm glad that everyone else likes it. I wish I liked it.
Because I mean,
love it.
to enjoy Animal
love it.
Crossing, it seems like you gotta know some people who are also playing Animal Crossing.
It does help,
because
it
you
seems
like
like.
you visit
Going
each
to
other's
their towns
villages.
and
so
you
like
get their people in your
so like
town,
Bree,
possibly,
like
yeah.
Bree was playing like
Yep.
so you had something to play with that kind of get you into the experience.
It's way
So-
fun. But this game is, I don't know what the fuck it is.
So it
Happy
seems like
Home
it's like this is the
design.
game that's going to use the cards, and it seems like it's more of a like it seems like it's almost kind of going to be what's that fucking Me game where everyone was trading QR codes and putting celebrities in it, and it came out.
Well,
like,
hold on. We might be talking about two different games because there's two different Animal Crossing games.
No, I know. I'm talking about the home designer
Okay.
one. What is that? What was that?
Tamagotchi Life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like they're trying to do like Tamagotchi Life type stuff in the Animal Crossing world.
there's-
That's what it seems like this
Does
Happy
this
Home
tie
designer
in
is.
like this tie in a new leaf? Because I mean, like you're building
No, it-
homes. Like can you?
It
like,
is all
so.
that. So that's why I say it's more like Tamagotchi in a lot of ways, makes sense because Tamagotchi was one of those weird surprise hits.
Yeah, which I do like.
So
I
why
did
not
buy it.
put
and I'm
Animal
like,
Crossing on
yeah,
it?
I liked it. I like
Motherfucker,
Tamagotchi
yeah.
Life, but I don't. I'm not digging Animal Crossing Happy Home Design.
Yeah,
I like it seems
Really,
so
bro?
niche. Like niche.
It
Come on,
does
man.
seem like it's for big Animal Crossing fans.
But even that, like, just
I think
like,
it's for, and this is going to sound horribly sexist at the time,
Like for girls.
they're making a game for girls.
No, that's fine.
It's alright.
Now,
God damn it.
I assume everyone hated Amiibo Festival, correct?
I think it's dumb. They're the Skylanders.
Now, can I?
It's Mario Party, Animal Crossing.
Mario
Can
Party,
I
dumb.
give you guys a weird thing that I don't know if you've
Give
ever
us the
played.
weird thing,
Have
because-
you guys ever played Dokapon Kingdoms?
I've seen it.
No.
So I think this might just be Animal Crossing Dokapon Kingdoms. And Dokapon Kingdoms is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Hold
so
on.
Dokapon Kingdoms, imagine Mario Party.
Don't go throwing around fucking awesome. Just like
So-
Yeah,
Come on,
please don't do that.
They didn't showcase it well then.
No, I'm not sure if they did. If that's why I'm saying if it's like
You're
Dokapon
trying to sell us
Kingdoms,
here now.
I think it could be cool. So Dokapon Kingdoms was a Mario Party style game. No mini games per se. You're on a board. Now think more like Monopoly, where you go places instead of buying properties. You're an RPG character, and you're trying to buy equipment. And every time you land on a spot where there would be coins, instead you're getting in a random battle. You have to fight the
How
guy.
long
and
is
the more-
one game?
It's similar to like a Mario Party type thing. And
Hours?
if you land on someone else's square, you guys battle, and your actual equipment is a thing, and you try and unlock towns, and you try and complete quests, but all on a Mario Party style board. It was a really unique idea, and it was super fun. It was
don't
like
know,
a super
man.
fun
It-
game.
the
And
what-
this
well-
game reminded me a lot of Dokapon Kingdoms. More than Mario Party, but no one played
Well,
Dokapon Kingdoms,
well,
so
that's the
everyone
thing.
assumed
Look,
Mario Party.
okay, let's. Okay, I'm new to like Animal Crossing. I fucking loved it when it came out, like on 3DS. I mean,
Right.
I played it for seriously months, like every day, like keep my town upgraded, everything, whatever. This game did not like it. It seemed
And
like
I don't expect anyone to have seen
Yeah,
this and been impressed. That's why I was like, I assume you guys did.
yeah,
because
it just seemed like Mario Party with
Look in- just for
Animal
yourself,
Crossing.
for your own like video game lineage. Look into Dokapon because it's a really cool game that no one knows about. And if this game, I'm not saying it looked like it will be, it reminded me enough of it to wonder if it will be.
Okay,
If it's like Dokapon Kingdom, this could be a weird, cool
Dokapon
game.
Kingdom is a Nintendo game.
Dokapon, it was on the original Wii. I think they made a 3DS version, but it was way different. It might be on other systems. I
So
played it
you,
on the Wii.
you would suggest the Wii game, the Wii
Yeah,
style.
That's the version I played.
Okay.
It's a really weird, cool game that no one's played. So if you get some friends together, I think
Is
people
this-
who, if anyone ever knew this game existed, would think it was cool. And if this game is anything like it, it could be cool.
People who do not know this game, can they
So
get
everyone.
that? Can they get that digitally, or they have to go and find?
You gotta
I'm
get the
sh-
disc.
I bet you have to find a disc. It's a Wii game.
They,
so digital
I
support
found
isn't
it-
really
Is this
too
a game
strong.
that's we'll have to like?
It
eBay
doesn't
now,
seem like
or-
the rare game that's
eBay,
like gonna cost
75
$50.
bucks.
I bet it's the rare game
I know.
that costs like $12.
Yeah, I don't want to pay $75.
I saw them play it on Game Grumps. That's how
I
was
bet you could
introduced to
find
it.
out on Amazon for like nothing. Well, you.
I mean,
I'm gonna look.
I'm
Talk
gonna
about
look.
Yoshi Woolly World because that's one of the games I'm not super into.
all right.
Really?
All right, let's move on.
Only because I didn't like Kirby Epic Yarn. I think this will be better than Kirby Epic Yarn, but I'm just not super.
Moving
into
on.
it.
Now, moving on.
I
All
think
right,
it's
moving
the
on
most-
from Animal Crossing. Yoshi Wally World.
Wooly.
Woolly World.
Woolly World.
For me, might be.
He spelled it wrong.
All right.
Oh, weird. I didn't notice, Dean.
Yoshi.
didn't-
I also didn't blow your spot.
Yoshi
I didn't-
Woolly
Ian.
World.
He
I'm
called
having,
it.
I'm having a big problem with Ian lately.
Hey, Reg.
We'll get on that on Soapbox, but we'll talk about that
I
later.
read it straight up. I read it straight up.
Yoshi
All right,
Woolly
all right.
World.
Woolly World.
yeah.
Honestly, to me,
I think it looks awesome.
It
It
looks. It looks way more interesting. Than I
Now
thought
we
it would
all.
be.
I mean,
I really want to like it because
If Star Fox looks like that, I am down.
yeah. No, we're all fans of Yoshi's, like the original Yoshi games, Yoshi's World. Yoshi's,
Not me.
No, I don't like the Yoshi games.
Really? I don't.
No,
Yeah, I
not
know.
at all.
I did
Like
not.
at all.
I think it's annoying.
It was.
They're cutesy annoying.
I
Well, 'cause
didn't get into
it
it.
has that lineage of like basically just like the collection. You gotta like get all the cards, get all the red coins, get all the levels. Good games, man. Like I don't know, Yoshi, they're good games. Wally World seems like it's kind of cool
Wally
stuff.
World?
Wally World. Wally.
Look, the Yoshi games never hooked me at all, but this game looks really cool.
I just
and
like the style. The style is so
I love the
strong.
style, and the way
That's
the way they're
Yoshi
style
games.
is spectacular.
yeah, the way they're incorporating the Amiibo stuff with it too is actually kind of cool.
I love I want to see
I don't
Mega
know.
Man Yoshi.
Well,
really
that's
bad.
how. Oddly enough, a lot of games have done that, but no one's talked. Like the Ace Combat game on the 3DS, you got planes like themed like the Mario characters. Like there was like a big like one of those twin bombers with like the two cockpits that was like has Bowser colors and Bowser face on it.
That's
and then
awesome.
the One Piece games, they're just kind of like Dynasty Wars type games. They all had like Luffy in a Mario costume, and like they've done those type things before, and I think that's cool. It's like
So it's almost
instead
like-
of making you pay for DLC,
it's almost
like,
safe to say
it's like
that,
you have
like-
a piece of DLC you just can unlock.
It's
in every
almost
game.
safe to say like all Nintendo games, all the games that are coming to 3DS or
They're gonna be
whatever,
doing
they
that
have
now.
some
Yeah.
sort of Nintendo flair on
By the way,
top.
Dokapon is on PS2 and Wii. The PS2 versions are super expensive, but the Wii versions are all like $23.
What's it called again?
Dokapon Kingdoms.
Get that right, fellas and ladies. If you want to play the game,
Ladies, we'll be
Okay, so Yoshi
Listen
looks
to Mike.
cool. I'm not gonna buy it,
Check it
but I
out.
think it looks awesome.
I'm gonna GameFly it, and I hope I like it more than Kirby Epic
This
Yarn.
episode brought to you by Gamefly.
well, Mike said
Glad you like
GameFly. We
GameFly.
actually are all buy our games. I think on Dark Souls Kingdom.
Yeah,
So,
you know
that's how we
I
roll.
don't make a lot of money.
Mike does not make a lot of money.
Okay, guys, let's get to
according-
the next amazing game, Yokai Watch.
I'm a giant Pokemon fan, and this is just another one of those.
That's what it
type
looks
games.
like.
It seems like Pokemon.
It's huge in Japan,
It-
apparently.
to-
Fucking crazy.
It
And
looks
so-
like the same engine as
so here's the
Pokemon
thing.
Y and
But
X
the
and Y.
things that they have in Japan
Yeah.
are like, there's a lot of dumb toys that go
I'm
with
a
them.
fan
Kind of
of-
cool, and I don't know if they're bringing those to America. If they do, I'm gonna be that dumb asshole who has
Yeah.
them. And I know I'm. Gonna
You
like
heard
this.
the
Yeah, I
first
just heard
fight.
it's huge
People,
in
I am a
Mike
fan
said
of
dumb asshole.
84 Play podcast. Very
Oh, you
Japanese.
listen to A4 Play?
I'd say
Oh,
A4
that's
Play.
awesome. I didn't know
Mark
that.
McDonald, old
Yeah,
EGM
man,
cat.
fucking gaming Jesus.
I
genre.
can't believe.
Any
I
day,
can't
bro.
believe they didn't retranslate the name. They changed it
Our
in America.
leader
Yeah.
Dean is a very educated man.
I'm a EGM
On the podcast.
EGM aficionado. I
There you go.
champion EGM and one up podcasting stuff. Mark McDonald's.
Oh, well,
guys.
cheers to
But
Mark, my
A4
boy
Play,
Dean.
great stuff, dude. Yokai Watch is like, so they do have the physical watches that they can buy. It is a phenomenon in Japan. Will it translate? Do you think? Will it make that?
I don't know if all
natural Pokemon progression.
I don't know if all the toys and stuff will,
Yeah.
but I bet the game will do well.
Being from the West, it didn't really hook me.
Because it's,
Well, I mean,
it's an RPG, and it's a solid RPG.
We're not in the
from what I
demographic.
understand.
I mean, we're like 30-year-old men.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
We're not in the demo. It's like
As a
15-year-old
person that
dude.
likes Pokemon,
Being in the
I'm
demo of the
excited for this.
30-year-old man.
We're there, bro. Like, you know, Yokai Watch. I don't know, man. You gonna buy it?
As a Pokemon person, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I would like to know more about it, because obviously I never thought it would come over here, so I didn't look as much into it as I could, as I will now. But I'm pretty excited because, like, what I saw looked cool, and then I know, like, again, I know it's very much it's a traditional JRPG, but like it's got all the Pokemon mechanics, but it's more like team-based, and there's a lot of strategy on like rotating guys in and out. I'm excited for it.
I really hate that I'm not into Pokemon.
Yeah, I bet.
I no, trust me.
You got in too late, man.
I know what that feels like before Mass Effect 2 came out, and everyone loved Mass Effect 1, and I'm just sitting there like, I wish
Yeah.
I liked it. Like, you guys
No,
seem like
like-
you're having so much fun.
And they do like
Why don't I
every
like
time
this
like
game?
every time someone brings a Pokemon, like their eyes light up. I'm just like, I
Oh, when
want that.
X and Y came out, Percy's girlfriend and one of their friends had it, and we were all hanging out. And I'm like, I gotta go to the store right now and pick up Pokemon.
I remember all you guys got it, and I was excited, and then everyone fell off of me.
Yeah.
I tried it.
I played it for a while, man.
I couldn't
I was
get
all
into.
about
I
it.
I want to.
I
I
hit
want.
fatigue
I
real
wanted
early
to.
with
I
those
tried.
games.
I fucking tried. But
And you
it's
tried, and that's all.
it's
That's
just-
what matters.
It's just a spot on my 3DS that's taking up space. I should
Okay.
delete it. Really.
Okay. This game, I'm
I'm
so
so
middle ground in it because
fucking
I
excited.
love Mario and Luigi Super Saga games.
Love those
I
games.
hate Paper Mario games.
Let's go.
Wait, no, which
Mario
ones
and
have you
Luigi
played?
Paper Jam.
I beat the Thousand Year Door or whatever that one is.
So good.
Yeah, I
That's
beat
the
it.
best one.
I like that one.
Specifically, he hates
The 3DS
palpable
one?
taste sticker star.
Sticker
Sticker
Star
is
is
awful.
But to me, that was barely even a
No,
Mario.
But I
Paper
just
Mario
want a
game.
Mario and Luigi game on 3DS. That's all I want. It would be so perfect if that's what they gave.
Well, we got
But
one,
that's the
right?
thing, you're
We did get
essentially-
one. We did get one. This is, you know,
Yeah, and we got one, and now we're essentially like this is less Paper Mario. It is a Mario and Luigi game with Paper Mario elements.
Featuring
I don't want
Paper
that.
Mario.
I think that looks so fucking cool. When I saw this is one of those games where I was like,
dude.
how does this exist? Who thought about this? And like, how is it happening? Like, this is so cool. This is so fucking cool.
I think you're that guy.
I think this is
I
like
know they made this game for me.
This Nintendo at this point seems like Taco Bell. We're like, we have all our ingredients.
Now let's mix them
Let's
together.
Let's just mix
rearrange
them all
it
together
Well,
and we'll name it something else.
We have Mario
it's the same
Kart.
shit you've played
We got
before.
Smash
Well, you know, in
Bros.
Mario Kart, everyone's been saying, why don't they just Smash Brothers it? And then they added Link, and you're like, why haven't they done this a million years ago? And then they
finally
did the Smash.
I hope they put
They're
Samus
literally
in.
doing it now. They're-
Again, this is Taco Bell. Why didn't they put fucking beans in it? Let's put some fucking beans in it. Fuck it, why not?
Like,
throw
spoiler
some cheese
alert,
on there.
This is the game on the list that I'm going to say is the one I'm the most excited about. Hey, like Mario, I love Mario and Luigi, and I love Paper Mario that are the RPG ones. Not like Super Paper Mario was okay for what it was, but it wasn't an RPG. Thousand Year Door and Paper Mario 64 were great. Every time they try to make that game something that it's not great. Sticker Saga wasn't great.
So bad.
Super Paper Mario was good for what it was, but it was very different.
Come on, man. So bad. I don't think
I
it
brought
was
it on
so
vacation.
bad.
I brought it on
Dude, I
vacation because I'm
really
like,
didn't like
I'm
it.
gonna enjoy this for my vacation,
Yeah.
like when I'm not doing stuff. And I played it like
It was
2
barely
hours,
an
and I'm like,
RPG.
I'm gonna try to really like this. And I go a little further. I'm like, fuck this game, man.
It was like
I'm
an
not
RPG for
enjoying it.
babies. It was like a baby RPG.
I wasn't enjoying it at all.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
And it bummed me out because I was super excited that we were
Paper
getting a
Mario?
Paper Mario game, and then that game,
Yeah.
Sticker Saga bummed me out.
Okay, Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis is always fun. I have no interest in getting it, but it's always fun, and it looks great. No
You
interest.
took the words
No,
right
it's
out of my mouth. I remember having tons of fun
No, it's just about
on the N64 and the GameCube with those Mario Tennis
Mario
games.
Tennis. Come on.
It'll be fun, but like, how do you be excited about
Mario Tennis 3DS. Did you guys play those?
it?
it fun?
Dude,
It was fun.
were the weird RPG mechanics
not-
in
Yeah.
the story mode
I
were
did
super
not
cool.
play.
You had like
Because they took the golf RPG stuff and added it in the tennis.
It was fun. It was fun. It was good. I appreciated the more. It was like I think the Game Boy Color was the golden era of the Mario Tennis, Mario Golf games, where it was like a lot of heavy RPG
Yeah,
elements. And they
those are
actually really-
super cool.
Super cool,
Being a
super
guy from the
fun.
outside, it's hard to get into like Mario Golf, Mario whatever.
They're
Mario
fun,
golf
though.
games
Mario
are so
hockey,
good.
soccer, whatever.
The mechanics
fuck.
are good. The mechanics
Mario
are
football.
fun.
And over time, they've added these weird RPG single players to every Mario
Yeah.
Golf. That's always
yeah.
really, really good.
I know, but
I
it's
was
just-
disappointed
there's so
that
much
was not
fucking
in
Mario
the
like
3DS games.
sports games. I was like, I didn't know like get into it. You know, it's just nothing's grabbing me. So
really like
it looks awesome. It's cool that they're incorporating like amiibo stuff because they need more amiibo support for everything.
Right.
But
Yeah, it seemed like everything they showed, it was all just about the gameplay. They didn't show it. I mean, it would have been cool if they had like the Camelot
They-
RPG elements,
yeah.
but they didn't show
They were
that.
kind of just like, hey, it exists, and then they moved on.
But you're
like, there's
saying-
the bigger and smaller element, but like that,
there is like RPG elements to this.
like you get.
There's
Yeah.
in the
I assume there will be because they usually do that. That's kind of how they make the single player worth
No
it.
guarantee.
no
Yeah,
guarantee.
you don't know for sure, and they haven't talked about it, but they've traditionally done that.
Okay, but let's go to the big money star
Dude,
here, man.
Mario Maker's fucking
Okay,
cool,
okay.
right?
This
Awesome.
game,
Mario Maker's
I-
fucking
alright,
It's the
alright.
game. It's the only game on this list I know I'm buying.
It seemed cool, and then when they debuted
Alright,
all the
alright.
levels at the World Championships, holy shit,
It was
was
great.
that
I
fucking
don't.
cool.
I don't own no Wii U, but I think this might be the system seller for me. I mean,
Yes.
I'm an old school guy.
Man.
I appreciate the Mario games.
I'm just
I love
excited.
the creating stuff.
You can
Do
play
you-
forever.
if-
You
if
can
you-
play
if you
literally
don't wanna
forever.
And
buy
I'm
it.
not normally that guy. Like Little Big Planet finding levels wasn't that my thing.
I hate
but
Little Big
this
Planet.
this looks like the type of game where I'm going to be looking
it.
for cool levels. And like the way they're talking about it, about how you have to complete your own level or else you can't upload it, so people aren't just going to be
That's
throwing
awesome.
dog shit out there, and that
Well,
in a very
that far.
in a very un-Nintendo like way, they're letting you do the weird like stack the guys on and add wings to this blooper, and you can use this thing underwater. Like normally Nintendo, everyone was afraid of this game. That like they're like, is it going to be too traditional? Dude, they're basically making it a fucking ROM hack that they're selling
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
is so un-Nintendo like that makes this game fucking cool.
I'm gonna go with what you said against before. I mean, it's not like they can't put dog shit out there. I mean,
Okay, they
if they
can't-
can finish a level, it'd be
They can't
fucking
just make
complete dog
Yeah, and-
diarrhea.
oh, true, but you know what I mean. Like you have to.
But you
complete
can make
your
some
own level,
awesome stuff
so-
out of this.
I hope, I hope people won't
That's
put
a
shit
smart
out.
decision, and
Yeah.
it's not something I typically say Nintendo would think of. That's something they'd add later after realizing what happens when they don't
I
do
won't
it.
be. I am
would
interested.
totally agree with you on
I am
that.
interested to see how they implement the like downloading levels and sharing levels because like Little
They've
Big
said-
Planet had that interface built into it,
Well,
knowing
it's
it
weird
going into it.
because they said that it's going to be easy, but they've also said you don't have to download a level to try it. And I don't know how that works. If
the
they're
fuck
going to let
that
you
works?
stream levels
I'm gonna make 1-1.
and then like let you.
You and
And
8
then let you-
billion other people in the game.
Like, yeah, you can stream it, and then, like, you can
Thank
download
you.
it for good, or it lets you, like,
Yeah.
you can build a world, and they'll let you download the first level of that
Probably
world. I
just
don't know
like
how it works,
tastes.
but
I bet
they've
he's-
been saying all the right stuff in all the least Nintendo-like ways, which is a good thing.
Maybe that could be an omen too.
I bet they're gonna
may
literally
be bad.
recreate every game. Like you can play Mario 3 the entire game. You just download each level.
The only thing that I didn't appreciate was that like it was kind of cool with the costume mechanic where you could like play Link, play
Turn
Samus,
into the other characters.
but you need the amiibos.
Oh, do you?
Really?
Yeah.
You need the
the
amiibos.
amiibos.
You gotta like.
Fuck
I thought that was
that.
just a mystery mushroom, and if you,
Nah.
oh, okay, never mind. If you
Wow.
tap, so
I didn't know that.
Nick-
if
and
you
dime.
tap the
Wow.
amiibo, it unlocks them.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to push it to turn into someone.
Yeah.
Like, still, come
But
on, get the
it's just
fuck
like-
out of here. That's not cool.
What we do is we buy them all as a group.
Yeah.
I
can't
already
get-
have it.
Let me, like,
I know, but still, well, say
Not
say
tons.
if you're
I'm
a
not a
person,
maniac.
if you're a person that doesn't collect amiibos, you see that shit, you're like, cool, I can unlock them.
if you don't have them, though, you're like, oh, but what about me?
Yeah.
exactly. It's just,
What if you want like
why would you even show it
Meta
off?
Knight?
It's not fucking cool, man.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, we're finally there. I mean, PlayStation.
That's a dick move.
Xbox was
Dick
always
move.
nickel and diming DLC.
Dick
You know,
move.
Nintendo's finally there, man. Like
Nintendo
Mario
was-
Kart,
Nintendo.
Smash Bros.
Mario
Bringing
Kart,
on the
though,
dick move.
I will
Again,
defend
DLC.
I will defend the shit out of the way Nintendo handled DLC with Mario Kart.
I
It
don't
was reasonably priced. They were really smart about it, and they didn't
No,
they didn't do
That,
too
that's
much of it.
that's a totally different game, though.
Talk
we're talking
prices.
about, we're talking Mario
I know,
Kart.
I'm just
I mean,
saying-
we're talking Mario Maker.
I'm just saying in general, they've only forayed into DLC a few times, and
Yeah.
for the most part, they've done a good job so far.
Well, for the most part,
I have no
has
problem.
anyone complained about Mario Kart DLC?
I don't
Not
know,
really.
but
Not really.
I don't
I'm
think so.
complaining.
No.
I'm going to complain about Smash Bros. DLC.
I don't.
and I agree.
That's fine.
I don't have a problem with
It's
it.
a little
Please,
pricey.
state it. State
It
it.
was a
I
little
paid
pricey.
I paid $39.99 for a fucking game with X amount of characters,
$39?
levels.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
$6
for a fucking
$6
for
is
a
a
character.
little steep.
It's a little steep. I mean, they're playing on the heartstrings.
Well,
Ryu.
you could have played just on the Wii U
I
version.
spent $12
for
on
5
Give a
minutes.
fuck,
Lucas
dude. Like,
and
come on, man.
Ryu, and that's
get Roy?
that's a little expensive.
I mean, come on, man. We're talking single
I got 'em
character
all,
download.
But I'm
Yeah,
also
level.
a Smash Brothers fucking whore, so I did it with
Yeah.
a smile on my face, and I was like,
Yeah.
yes,
Well, I
please,
mean-
come on my face again.
Come on.
Nintendo."
Jerk,
And
jerk,
I'm
jerk.
opening my mouth and like pointing.
Jerk cum, jerk cum.
Yeah.
Now,
Thanks,
to be
Mike,
fair,
for
I think it
that
was
visual.
like $20 for the complete DLC Smash Bros. I mean, is that $20 worth of stuff? We got like 3 players.
I don't know.
Couple new levels.
Characters have always been hard to quantify.
Me-
Like,
I agree.
I understand a lot of
Totally
work
agree.
goes into it, but I also don't, like it's hard to just like I don't know. I bought it, so I guess it's worth it.
Honestly,
Right?
look,
Yeah.
look.
If someone's
Are
willing
you
to
happy?
pay it, then it's worth it.
Are you content? Are you
Yeah.
happy?
Yes.
I'm
Look,
happy.
I was annoyed when I did it, but I'm happy afterwards.
How about this?
I didn't care.
I haven't played Super Mario, Smash Brothers in months.
Yeah.
I heard the review's coming out. I'm gonna get it. Like I tried to get it that day.
I'm not
but
gonna
the-
lie.
The servers
Oh,
were.
dude, the network was a mess.
Yeah, it was
because everyone was
fucking-
doing it.
I'm not gonna
Well, that
lie.
and-
I tried
and
over
Mother
and
came
over
out.
and over and
Yeah.
over and over. I am gonna get it, so I'm down. I'm definitely down to play some Ryu action on Smash Brothers. So
Dope.
I have a feeling that's gonna be a main. So yeah,
Don't tell
I'm
yourself
down.
that.
I'm
Because
down.
then you're just bummed out if you
Yeah.
don't like him.
He's right.
Because
I
said
really
that
wanted
about
Mega
all-
Man, and it
No,
didn't work
I'm a
out.
huge Street Fighter fan though. So
Really? Mega Man.
see.
I remember really wanting to
I
like
don't like
Snake
how he
and
plays.
Brawl, and I didn't like Snake and Brawl.
I'm not a huge fan of Snake though. So
No, but I'm saying like I was a huge fan of Snake, and so it bummed me out when I didn't like him. So don't tell yourself he's going to be your main, because then you're going to be either stuck with a character you don't
We'll
like.
see, we'll see,
Or
we'll
you'll be
see.
My
extra bummed if you
main
don't.
was Ness for a really long time, and then when Lucas came out, I love Lucas way more than Ness. And then when the original game, with the Wii U came out, you couldn't beat him. I was so bummed because
Well,
he's my main, but now I can beat him. So
you
I'm
It
see-
pretty-
bummed
my
me
head-
out when they got rid of Pokemon Trainer, because I really liked.
Yeah.
Even though Charizard's back, I liked the Squirtle and the
Yeah.
Ivysaur more than Charizard.
I mean, usually my mains are like heavy hitters like Bowser or
King Dedede.
no
Donkey.
no Zelda guy bad
Ganondorf.
guy.
Ganon?
There you go, Ganondorf. But then I played Wii Fit Trainer and I
And you're
fucking-
wrecking.
I loved her.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like her.
I love Fit Trainer.
She bums me out.
I don't
'Cause
know.
I wanted that. Actually, it's funny that you mentioned it, because that's one I was like, I'm looking forward to Wii Fit, and then I was
I'm
like,
gonna pick the person that no one else
I'm
will
gonna
pick.
yoga
yeah,
the shit
that's
out of
what I
you.
was thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to surprise people.
Yeah, that was my mentality with Pac-Man for a while. Pac-Man's kind of cool, but
I actually, I remember being impressed with Pac-Man.
I hate
He-
Pac-Man.
He doesn't have any good kill moves.
Hate him.
I like, he's like
In-
Sonic.
in the game.
He's great along the way, and then
Yeah.
you just can't fucking finish anyone off.
I like Little Mac. I like
Yeah.
Lucas.
Lil Mac's
OP
awesome.
man, Lil Mac OP.
He's awesome.
Bowser and
I hate
King
Bowser.
Dedede are my
I don't
my
like
mains.
DSotK either. We gotta sit down. and play.
Honestly,
We should.
I get Bowser just to fucking people. They're like, yeah, you fucking poo-poo.
I like Zero Suit Samus too.
Yeah.
I like Zero Suit Samus in Brawl, but it was a nightmare to play with her, and she wasn't well fleshed out. Now that she is, I like her even more.
Rock and roll. All right, moving on.
So-
Holy
That's
shit,
it.
that
That's
was-
it.
That's
That's
it.
Nintendo.
That's it,
Oh,
man.
that's it. All
That's
right.
it.
We hit the end. So
right.
Nintendo takeaway, man.
Mario and Luigi Paper Jam and
Whoa.
Star Fox.
Mario Maker.
Actually, but it's hard to choose. I liked almost everything on the list, but yeah, Mario and Luigi
Let's make it
Paper
interesting.
Jam.
Let's make it interesting. Let's pick our favorites for Nintendo. I'm gonna say Mario Maker number 2.
Okay.
Maybe Star Fox.
On to
I'd say 2 would be Star Fox or Mario Maker.
One. You got to pick one.
Star Fox.
Okay.
Mario Maker.
Mario Maker as well. There we go.
Mario
It's the only
Maker.
game I guarantee I'm gonna buy.
Okay, now we all put ourselves out there. Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. 1, 2, 3. Should we rank them? Should we?
It's hard
I would say
because-
Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo.
Well, and it's weird because in my opinion, everyone did
I almost
well.
don't wanna
so it's
do
weird
that.
to rank them.
I really
Yeah.
don't want to do that. to tell
You
you
don't
the
want to do
truth.
it? I mean, we
Right.
don't have to. We don't need to.
Let's just do like favorite games from each people.
I'd say
We did that.
I'd say Nintendo,
Top three.
Sony, Microsoft. The only reason Sony's higher than Microsoft is because their
Sorry.
big hitters were a little bit bigger. I think they both did good.
Yeah.
I think they were almost the same, but Final Fantasy VII and Shenmue being so insane kind of pushed it over. But my favorite was Nintendo.
All right, if you're Nintendo, what's your favorite Nintendo game?
Of all time?
No, E3.
Oh, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam.
Okay. Ian, favorite conference and favorite game of that conference?
PlayStation, and I would say probably just the dream of Shenmue 3 because I'm just a
Okay.
huge Shenmue fan.
Dean, favorite conference, favorite game of that same conference.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say just as a complete entity, I think Sony just had like the heavy hitters, just because they had like just. I mean, how could you compete against Final Fantasy VII?
Like
Shenmue 3,
if those leaked
The Last
ahead of
Guardian.
time, like if someone
Well-
said those things were going to show up, people
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have believed them.
I
Seriously,
still don't
it
believe
was.
Shenmue 3 is real. That's crazy to me. Like I don't know. But for me, like game of the show, I don't know, man. Fuck. I don't know. It's tough.
Well, to me, Game of Show
Come on.
wasn't on any of these
Yeah.
lists. There's some cool games out there that
Yeah.
weren't necessarily
Out of these three.
Out of these three.
Out of
We're
these
gonna wrap
three.
up. Maybe we'll do a quick touch up after.
We're doing a quick touch up
There was
of
Bethesda,
EA and everything
EA,
else.
Squaresoft.
Yeah, I've already made you guys go as long as you have. So
I don't know, man.
Thanks, man.
I'm gonna say No Man's Sky as the. I don't know. No Man's Sky. I'm gonna say No Man's Sky. Just 'cause
All right.
Cocksucker
Dean loves
cough.
screensavers.
motherfucker.
Hello,
Cocksucker
games.
coughed.
All right.
Cocksucker cough in the background.
I will go with Sony, of course.
Horizon.
But
Generic.
I wouldn't say generic. It's something new. It's
no.
something-
I just
title.
think the name is generic as fuck.
Well, okay, but it's something new for
that
Guerrilla
game
Games.
looks fucking cool.
It's
man.
something new for Guerrilla Games, and I'm
It'd
excited.
be hilarious
for
if
it.
they just call
So-
it a video game.
So for me,
Video
Sony, Horizon. Come
Well,
on, Guerrilla.
and
I'm
it's just
totally
My
for it.
runner-up,
back on that really
though-
quick since you brought it up when we
Yep.
were talking about Star Wars. That game also looks like one of those games where like you can't picture that game coming out before the system. Like
Yeah.
it looks like they are very much trying to make a game that exists on this system because of what this system can do.
Yes, I'm happy that we're getting to a point where games are being announced and there's no mention of PS3 or 360.
Yeah.
So it's awesome, but we're finally coming around to that. So, which means there's no like shitty they're going straight forward. What these games these consoles can produce.
Oh, so guys, Vita game of the show.
Yeah, right.
Severed,
Name one Vita game.
Severed.
Final Fantasy
Name one
World.
Earth Defense Force 2.
The World of
There's
Final
a bunch of
Fantasy.
stuff. There's a Corpse Killer.
Well, I know.
I mean,
It's
Corpse
just
Killer.
a bummer that they fucking.
Okay.
I
they,
just like handhelds in general, man. Like new 3DS. There's no original new 3DS software.
the Zelda
Fire Emblem.
Triforce Heroes,
Fire Emblem.
and Fire Emblem,
Yeah.
Jeff,
and Yokai Watch, and Mario and
are
Luigi Paper Jam.
those are new 3DS exclusives.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you mean the Mario 3DS game is an exclusive?
Well, no, it's not like a new. No, it's new 3DS, new system exclusive. Like I can
Yeah.
play it on my 3DS XL.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about, you
Oh, I-
cock-sucking motherfuckers.
No,
Especially this smug motherfucker, right? Calling these hipster fucking douchebag.
I apologize. I
fucking
genuinely misunderstood what you
I
meant.
really like Dean. I don't know about you.
I genuinely
I was pointing
misunderstood
at
what you were talking about.
love Dean.
I keep forgetting that it's got the ability
Tired of
to.
this shit, dude. I'm tired of it,
I
motherfuckers.
bet a lot of them will use the analog stick, but I keep forgetting that it can do stuff.
I'm
the
having
other
a
one
great
can't.
day. And it's hot.
Hey, hashtag Team Dean over here.
I love that someone's called the hipster fucking douchebag. It's great.
Took a few episodes, but I'll call it out, dude. I'm tired of this shit, bro. Jesus Christ, man. I'm tired of the Dean's a fucking idiot by default fucking motif.
How did I say you were an idiot?
Dude, it's undertone. You two cocksuckers.
No, you're implying. You're implying.
No,
Dean's a fucking idiot.
don't throw me in
We
there.
have never said that you were a fucking
You've
idiot.
never said it, but there's a lot of implications going on.
Okay, Mr.
No.
Okay, it's hot in here.
I've agreed with you a lot.
Let's settle
this
down
week.
with some air
Let's
conditioning.
calm down. Let's calm down, everybody.
And for Brandon,
Where are we at?
it's hot in
Right
here.
now? Where are we at right now?
That's it.
So that's it, right?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Nintendo.
Hey,
There you go.
thank-
And
He's-
Nintendo.
thanks for letting me come and talk about video games, guys.
There's still
I
more.
appreciate
There's still
it.
more to come.
We're doing a quick list.
We'll just do a quick. We'll come back after the break with just a little
Yep.
something to talk
Oh,
about.
really? Oh, wow. No, I assumed we were over just
Nope.
because it's you guys.
Nope, we got more to
good,
come.
brother.
Cool. I'm down to
Oh,
keep
Christ.
You're down to climb?
going. Yeah.
Done
I was
clown.
down to
We'll be
climb.
back after the
Slap
break
yourself for
with some
saying
clownage after the break.
Woo!
Let's be honest here, most video game podcasts are a load of bollocks. Dark Side of the Kingdom, the dog's bollocks. I should know, I'm fucking British. Dark Side of the Kingdom, oven fresh video game culture served weekly on iTunes, SoundCloud, and thedrainage.net. Now back to our regularly scheduled program, currently in progress.
Mike Steele.
Hey man, people somehow still like to listen to us talk for some goddamn reason.
Hey,
I think it's
goddamn mystery.
I think
Living
it's
the dream, man.
I think it's Criminal Corner, but we haven't had that.
Crime Corner. Get it right.
Crime
it Crime Corner?
Crime Corner, man.
Mike's never been on Crime Corner.
I
don't
don't think
commit a lot
I don't
of
think Mike
crimes.
has a crime to
Yeah.
participate in Crime Corner.
Yeah, I don't. I'm a pretty low key.
He's grandma. He's grandma.
Yeah,
corner.
I'm grandma
Lucky
man.
dude.
Grandma corner.
It's me, grandma man.
Dark Snitcher. He does the less snitching on
Yeah.
the people
Yeah, I'm the
committing
opposite,
crime.
yeah.
He's the antithesis of crime.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right?
I'm always fucking narking everybody out.
Yeah.
I'm always bumming everyone's mellow.
Boo!
Copping their steeds. Copping their steeds. And 3, 2, 1. Let's get this over with. And we are back, guys. Act 4. Act 4.
Wow. So
Keep
disappointing.
it. We are keeping it, guys.
Turning it on, Dean.
We are going to let's wrap this up, guys.
Dean's
We're gonna try to encapsulate Bethesda, E3, Ubi, and Square within 10 minutes.
All right.
Let's do that.
So
Alright,
did,
alright.
did you guys think Doom looked kind of lame?
No.
Not me. No, I thought it was fucking awesome.
So no, I
Okay.
don't want to shit on it too much. What it reminded me of is if someone went on Steam and said, "Hey, there hasn't been a Doom game in a long time. Here's my $20 game. Like I'm just one dude. I made a
Yeah.
game." And it like, to me, it was like this is like me trying to make a game in the spirit of Doom. It didn't seem like a game that the makers of Doom were using to revive Doom with.
Did you play original Doom?
Yeah. I'm just saying. I looked at it. I was just like, this kind of doesn't.
Chainsaws,
I don't know.
super
like,
gore.
The same canned animation over and over.
Now, for-
The weapons weren't terribly interesting.
It wasn't necessarily the same thing over and over, animation style. I think, Doom 3 was an offshoot. Like it's
Yeah.
totally different than everything else.
Oh, I know.
So this was almost going back to original
But
style.
it didn't feel interesting.
It didn't feel interesting. I almost appreciated the Twitter JPEG going around for a while where they did the recoloration. Did you
I
see
love.
that?
Yeah, yeah.
Super
I love that.
saturated.
I
It seems
love
like
that.
that would make
think they
sense
might do
more.
that?
I think they might make. They might have to do that because they got a lot of positive steam.
If they
Looks
make
a
the
lot
game
cooler for me. I
and
don't
make
know.
that as like an additional once you beat the game,
A filter.
this
Yeah.
is a filter. That'd be fucking awesome.
I just
But-
kept thinking they were holding something back because I was waiting to be like interested. It just felt very generic and like
Yeah.
this is not the grand revival I expected. It just felt kind of basic.
It's not.
very
I don't think it's like
normal.
Grand Revival. I mean,
No. It 100% is a grand revival to the
It's
point where they're
Doom.
calling it Doom.
It's
There's no
Doom.
number.
No
it's
numbers.
Like, it's a grand return.
For-
They're making a big deal about it. This is 100% a grand return, and it doesn't feel like one.
It feels to me like a step back to original style, which I like. Just fast paced, just fucking run and gun.
But
Story?
But you
Who
can
gives
do
a fuck?
that.
Who gives
I'm
a
not
fuck about
asking for
story?
story that like look
Exactly. It's
I
just-
don't want a game where like it's like 13 shotguns.
Dude, it's
That's-
2 and they're amazing.
Yeah, there's a
But
shotgun,
every weapon,
double
I don't know.
shotgun.
I felt like when I expected a new Doom, I thought it was going to be something more like with original ideas and weird weapons, like a bullet storm or something like that. That's what I thought new Doom was going to be more like, and this is just it feels very bland for a Doom game.
What's
Okay,
a-
wait.
no,
You know
well,
that opinion you have right now? That's Star Fox to us.
Yes, going to a person who's played Doom like from the
I was
beginning.
nodding, by the way, everybody.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Mike was nodding.
Mm-hmm.
A person who loved like original Doom, Doom
Mike
2.
is about growth.
I
He's growing.
Doom 3 was totally different. It was like an offshoot. It's like way
It's
like
weird.
it's in its own.
well, I'm not even talking about Doom.
I know, but what I'm saying is Doom 3 is its own thing. I love that Doom, quote unquote. They're like it's almost like going back to the old school style, where it's just like, who gives a shit? Just fucking shoot everything that moves and just go.
But you can do that and make it interesting and have cool weapons and have like modern like the whole thing about the Scott Pilgrim game was that they took an old school brawler and they took all the modern trappings of modern video games and added it to it and it made it interesting. they took, like, right now I'm looking at a skeleton, but they're claiming that it's a fully formed body, and I'm like, no, all I see is a skeleton. Where's the flesh and blood and muscle? Like, and they're saying it's there, but I'm not seeing it right now. I'm seeing a skeleton of a video game right now.
That it may just be you.
True. But that's what I'm saying.
That's just Mike Steele.
That's what I'm saying. That's my opinion of this game. I was surprised.
Again, yeah. I mean, it's nothing bad. I'm not bashing you for it. That's just Mike Steele. I mean, honestly, when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, I can't wait to play this fucking game. I mean, when I saw people were adjusting the colors and stuff like that, I'm like, holy shit, that would be so much cooler if people did do like a retro style, like a filter on top where the colors were more vibrant and stuff like browns and grays or whatever.
I was just curious if anyone, like, if I was the only one thinking that.
I don't think you were.
Comment.
I mean, I'm still down. I'm fucking down.
Yeah,
I love Doom.
I appreciated the Snap Map. It was called Snap Map Maker.
Snap Map.
more than like what I saw.
Yeah, that's cool
of the
stuff.
actual,
That was cool. Watching them
cool.
do the whole like, and
the idea of
you can make your
the
own.
idea of co-op, creating levels, creating
all that
experience that you all can
complicated
share.
stuff made so easy and visually simple. Like that was cool.
That could be
How
kind of cool.
fucking cool is that? Like,
Which is weird because the Fallout stuff looked very similar, and it's almost like
Well, just-
everyone thought of the same idea at the same time in the same way.
well, they are the same company, but the way they simplified things was really awesome. So like anybody that can buy the game or can make something fucking awesome. So.
I think that's super good. It reminded me of old StarCraft custom maps, and a lot of cool shit comes out of that. And it looks like you have the same freedom, if not way more, in this than you did. For
it's gonna be out. What?
But there are gonna be people making weird like MOBAs and RPGs and story missions and like Doom 3 type stuff.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be some cool shit that comes out of that.
I can't wait. Honestly, I was texting with Dean throughout that, and him being excited for that was like, oh man, this is awesome. I can't wait to see what Dean makes, I can play what he makes.
Because Dean makes cool shit. Like his Tony Hawk stuff was awesome.
I'm kind of like the creative guy, and it seemed like the Snapmaker. I mean, it seemed like some cool shit, man. Like you're not really limited to too much.
I like that.
Like just really cool, map utility that you can make and create, co-op levels with your friends. Seems kind of cool.
Seriously, the way
I don't know how much that translates.
Well, I mean, the way they presented
experience.
it. Well, the way they presented it, like anyone can make this shit. I mean, I'm not trying to say that it'll be not hard for you to make. But
trying to
like,
say it, and it will.
no, I mean, like no. I'm saying like
easy mode for Dumbo.
No. Like
I got you, brother.
No. We
got you, brother.
We went through your Tony Hawk levels, and they're
bro. Yeah.
They're fucking
That's
insane. We the fucking make it through that shit.
That should be the episode name.
done,
Easy
bro.
mode for Dumbo.
I'm done. It's too hot, dude. I'm sick of the.
No.
I thought that was funny.
I ain't talking shit, but I'm just saying, I cannot wait for Dean to make some levels because I want to play them.
Okay.
We all think Fallout
man.
looks fucking great.
All right,
Yeah.
move on.
Now,
I think Fallout looks fucking great. Now, the trailer came out, and I was like, why is everyone so excited for this trailer? They're just showing, like, there's nothing. Come on. What was exciting about that trailer?
No.
Seeing a wasteland.
We're talking now. Hold on.
You knew about.
We're talking.
Once they
We're talking
showed
about
the gameplay.
the pre-E3 trailer.
Yeah, I'm
right?
talking about the
Okay.
pre-E3 trailer. There was nothing to be excited for about that trailer.
No,
Fair.
it's just a
Unless
promise
you didn't
that
know
they're
it was
making
coming,
a game.
and then you're the
Fair.
only fucking
Yeah.
person on the
So we
planet.
all knew it was
fair.
coming. We all
That's
knew it was
fair.
coming.
So once they started showing the game,
Meat and potatoes.
I got fucking stoked.
Yeah.
But that trailer it was nothing. It was
It was the acknowledgement of more fun.
it acknowledged it existed.
No, again, it was more towards us, the people who
God.
have played the game or fucking love the game.
No, I have. I'm a
super high. So I'm not sure I'm not sure where you've played the game or how
I
far
played
you've
every
gone.
version. I played all the mode, all the DLC. I
How
owned
the
an
fuck
Xbox 360.
How the fuck were you excited? I was like, holy shit! I was like,
Because what
blowing
was there to be
loads
excited
all
about?
over the place. Like, this is awesome.
Dude, it was a guy walking in the wilderness
yeah,
acknowledging
but dude,
that Fallout existed.
this is Fallout for the new generation.
No, but the trailer didn't portray any of that.
Yeah, it did.
You're acting as excited about the trailers you should have about the gameplay they showed during the press conference.
I knew that it was gonna be. I would follow Bethesda
Yeah, but
wholeheartedly into the dark. I'd be like, you know what?
It was the
This is
equivalent.
gonna be safe. This is gonna be awesome.
It was the
I will
equivalent of
follow
the
you,
game
no matter
trailers
what.
guy standing on his chair when he heard
Yeah.
the first drums of Shenmue.
Yes.
That was kind of like, Percy knew what to expect.
Yes.
He filled in the blanks.
and
It wasn't
that's-
rational.
You were excited about the blanks you were filling in, not
Yeah.
the.
It wasn't
not
irrational.
the thing that had blanks full that you had to fill.
It might not have
hold
been
on,
a rational choice.
Hold
but
on. When actually it was all said and done, were you super excited for Fallout 4?
No. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
gameplay stuff was
yeah, exactly.
awesome.
I knew what
but
was
that
coming.
initial well, everyone knew what could
No,
be
they
coming.
did not know.
You didn't, whatever. I'm not even
Fuck
going to
off.
argue.
Okay,
No.
Bethesda was amazing by far.
Yeah, it was great.
Let's move on.
Bethesda did awesome.
Everybody
all
wants
this shit, for the most
Fallout.
part.
We're gonna get
Have any of
Fallout.
you guys played Shelter? Because I'm not a phone.
Yeah,
I
tablet
downloaded
game
it.
guy.
I tried it.
Isn't it cool that they're like, hey, this exists, go download it right now? I like when people
Yeah, that
do
was cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, actually, Ian downloaded it while we were watching
Yeah.
it. So.
That's rad.
Yeah, so that was really fucking cool. I really wish it was on Android immediately, or else I would download it.
I just don't play tablet. or
That being
phone
said,
games.
I'm with you. It's hard to play.
It's
like,
pretty
tablet
fun, man.
or
Like
phone
I
games.
have my Fallout Shelter. I got like 6 or 7 levels deep now. It took a while to kind of understand the mechanics of the game. It's fun, super charming.
digging it.
I'm digging it, man.
That's cool.
It
Fuck
has
yes.
like as a free game too. It has that thing to where I might want to spend a little bit of cash on getting some card packs, maybe
But you
not.
don't
But
have
like
to?
you don't have to. It's free,
I like
and
that.
it's like it has that Fallout vibe, and it's just super fun, man.
Listening to them like when they were announcing like an app for like the PIP edition.
Yeah.
I was saying you use your phone, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, everyone does like an edition for the phones, like, a second screen type
Yeah.
shit.
But ours is cool.
Yeah, the way
They've all fucking sucked.
Yeah, exactly.
gimmick,
Well,
but
he didn't say they suck, but the
cool.
way
No,
he,
he literally, his words were, they've been fucking awful.
the way he presented it was fucking awesome, and I'm so excited to play. Have a Pip-Boy in my arm.
You know that you could have
Like
already
an
done
asshole.
that, right? The
What?
collector's edition of Fallout 3 came with a Pip-Boy.
It did.
Did it?
I'm a bigger Fallout fan than
No,
you.
no, no.
and
I
don't
know.
think you realize
no,
that.
no. I know it came
Whoa!
out. No. I know it came out. I came late to the game, and I was late to wait to that. I came, and I was like, holy shit! Once I found Fallout 3, I was immersed. I was like, I'm done. I did not play anything throughout for like months. Fallout 3 was my game. So fuck off, jerk off, whatever the fuck you at,
I like
fucking Ian.
Ian's great.
Whatever. Like it came out during a time when Call of Duty was out like hardcore, and I was like, I don't even want to play fucking Call of Duty. I want to play Fallout forever. Like,
Oh, that's fucking great. Okay,
All
let's
right.
go to EA.
no.
Damn
Fuck
it.
you. No.
No, dude, we're like
Dude,
3 hours.
yeah, come
3.5 hours.
I'm
EA.
sorry.
Okay,
I'm
Bethesda's
sorry.
amazing. We all agree.
No.
Continue.
It's all my fault.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You asshole, Mike.
Okay,
Mike.
EA needs
Fallout is fucking awesome.
Let's talk about EA
Go
for just
buy
2 seconds.
Fallout.
Two seconds.
Star Wars
Okay.
Battlefront's dope.
Battlefront is dope. They need to learn how to make a goddamn press conference because they do a terrible job every year.
Yeah.
I like how it's just like a series of
Stop. People are buying Fallout.
A series of handsome men coming out and talking about
None
their
of them
game.
were American.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of handsome foreign guys talking about
Doesn't
their
matter.
video game.
And then here comes Pele. Let's talk about fucking football.
Oh my god, Pele was fucking awful.
It was
You know,
so
no,
boring.
it's just it sucks for us. Being American because we know what the fuck anyone's going on while the world was exploding.
I'm sure he was
The world's
saying
freaking
interesting
out.
things if you
Yeah.
care, but I didn't give it.
I know. This is the wrong. Totally.
Yeah, Pele is pretty much the Michael Jordan of
Yes.
soccer. Football for everybody else. that's
Football.
not American.
Yes.
So it's like,
Scum.
fuck, man.
Trash.
Scumbag, trash bag.
Okay.
FIFA's great, though.
Whoa.
You're American.
We love you, Europeans. You're awesome.
EA was just
Hey, dude, I am a European American. I've championed that before.
okay.
People that live in
I'll get
Spain
on my-
are dirty and they smell
European
bad.
American blog.
Okay. We can all agree that it was not a good a conference, and they knew it wasn't good because they constantly teased you like 15 minutes before the battlefield, and then for
Yeah,
Star
dude,
Wars,
yeah.
and then
It's like-
20 minutes for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
battle. And then what's crazy is it leaked early on YouTube, and everyone's like, "Fuck this conference," and go to YouTube.
They gave him a name to Mass Effect and they showed some Mass Effect stuff.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That's
They
weird.
didn't show enough.
Mass
but, like,
Effect, Mass Effect Andromeda. We are Mass Effect fans.
Yes, we are.
That's weird. I don't know. Should it be Mass Effect 4? Is it its own
I
trilogy?
think it's smart not to give it a number.
I don't
right?
mind. I don't mind it.
Did we see anything? We just saw conceptual stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know.
As long as it's coming out,
It
Yeah.
excites me to
I'm
know
cool.
it exists.
Yeah, there you go. Just like Last Garden.
Okay.
We know it exists.
EA.
Yeah, now we have to. We
We're
don't
happy.
have to ask anymore.
Okay.
There you go.
I think Ubisoft
Ubi?
was awful.
I didn't think
It
it was
was
that.
it was
awful.
hard to watch.
Not as hard to watch as Square, but Ubisoft
Yeah.
was pretty tough though.
I like Aisha Tyler. I think she did fine. I think some of their presenters were not great, and some parts were so European. You're just like,
Yeah.
I don't
I
care.
think Aisha Tyler needs
I
to stop
think-
trying to force jokes because she's a charming,
Yeah.
likable person.
Yeah.
And if she just showed up and hosted, like, didn't try to like,
Ham
I'm
it up.
so excited for this, and here's my
She's like, "Oh."
my joke that I wrote her. Like, just show up and host. I
Yeah.
think she would be way better.
I think this year wasn't as bad as earlier ones.
I think last year's Ubisoft was. I think this year's Ubisoft was trash.
The worst part of Ubisoft this year was fucking Jason Derulo doing his Just Dance.
Dude, how bad was he?
Dude, I didn't realize. I
He's a
didn't
real
realize
person,
that
right?
that was like a fucking
That's a
real
famous guy.
person, chart-topping dude,
I
Jason
thought that was
Derulo.
like some dude.
Dean, I'm sorry.
Terrible.
I'm sorry to extend this some more.
It was like some
it's pretty bad.
karaoke bullshit. I tweeted that I was like, who is this guy,
Yeah.
this karaoke guy, thinking I was like making a great joke, and then I was like, oh wait, this is actually a real guy.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
oh, this shit.
Yeah, the fact that he was a real person is pretty crazy.
Like, where's your monitor, dude? Plug your shit in your ear. You sound like shit.
Yeah.
My tweet was Jamie Foxx for the pack fight or Jason Derulo for E3.
I didn't watch the fight.
Jamie Foxx did the worst rendition of was it God Bless America or
No, it was
Star Spangled Banner?
Star Spangled. Yeah.
Oh, so bad.
Oh,
He was tone deaf.
That
Yeah.
Jason Derulo was bad.
it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was just like
Ooh.
the pitch was bad, and it's just like. At least Tyler came up. She's like
Again,
eating it up. She's like, "Oh
sorry to
man,
extend
it's
the
so
show.
good." She goes like kind of feeding him up a little bit. Just wow.
What I took
bad.
away from it is I still really want to play Rainbow Six, and I'm super excited about that.
The Siege
I hope
looks
it's good.
awesome.
Siege looks really cool.
Oh man, like
Yeah.
sick.
And what was that
Well-
one last game? Because I actually thought they were making an
Oh, it's
open world
Ghost Recon.
Splinter
It's
Cell.
Ghost Recon. Open
I
world.
like that because it
yeah.
reminded me of an open world Splinter Cell, and so I think the Ghost Recon game looks
It could be
cool.
fun
Yeah.
playing with your friends. Yeah.
I will
yeah,
say-
I mean, I'm not.
I think we should talk about it a little bit too with For Honor. Just like that, it seemed
I
kind of
don't
cool.
fully understand because
Yeah, I
they
need to
showed
see
gameplay,
more.
but then they didn't explain what we were actually watching happening. It
I don't-
seemed like there was stance changes and counters,
Cooler person.
but they weren't
That's right.
explaining how and why those stance changes and counters
Yeah.
were. Like it was like 3D
I
Nidhogg.
I think Dean and I were making fun of the host, like the guy
Guy with a cane,
presenting-
you
yeah.
heartless
Oh, yeah.
bastards.
Like,
I think that guy was fucking awesome because he
Hilarious.
walked out there like he was the best dude.
Yeah,
and everyone's
dude.
like, no, you're not.
yeah, he's like, how would you like to be in a world with samurais?
Yeah.
You're fighting swords against Vikings or knights. What would you do? So it's like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
dude?
How
Calm
would you like
down.
to walk without a cane?
Imagine a world where your feet both work.
Yeah.
Imagine a world
And your
where you
legs
could
were
walk.
rotting from the inside.
It's imagine a world where you didn't have diabetes.
It's
I will say
a world
though,
where you had your feet.
I don't know, dude. That dude was pretty genuine. He seemed like he was
seemed
legit.
stoked.
He
stoked
was.
for the shit he
It
was
was.
doing.
He
It
was
was.
excited about the game he was
yeah.
making.
It was. It was just really funny.
Ubisoft.
He was like, super overexcited for it. So.
I, I will feel remiss if we did not mention South Park Fractured
Oh yeah,
Butthole.
fuck yeah, that's
But
great.
no.
Fractured Butthole.
But here's the thing.
The name is amazing.
But
What,
Obsidian isn't making it.
Okay.
And Obsidian
Stick of Truth.
from the
Now, did you play Stick of
they-
Truth?
No, I love Stick of Truth.
I love
And
Stick of Truth. That was-
Obsidian is what made Stick of Truth what it was, and it bums me out that another studio is essentially
That
going to be
scares
doing
me.
an
No, no,
impression
see, that's-
of the game. Maybe it's good. I'm not saying no one else can make it, but Obsidian was very important to why Stick of Truth was good, and so I don't want to count my chickens before
Yeah.
they hatch.
No,
It's
no.
cool we're getting a game I never thought we would, but
Being an outsider looking in, hearing nothing but Matt Parker or Trey Parker and Matt Son talk shit like, "Fuck this! I don't want to make another game anymore. This is bullshit."
But it wasn't the studio. It's
I know, but
because
but listen to this. Like, they were just like, I don't want to make any more games anymore. This is fucking bullshit. And at the end, they're like, okay, we got
They
this.
fell in love with it. by
Yeah,
the end.
we got this figured out. Let's fucking make another one. Let's go with another studio
But they're-
because these guys were.
That's not why. It's because Ubisoft published it and they want one of their internal studios.
Yes.
And you understand that game was being made when fucking
Yeah, but how long
their
has that
parent
been?
company got shut
yeah,
down.
but how long has that
and-
game being? How long has that game?
And that
you know,
was
in process of
and it
being
was
made.
because of their parent company falling apart. while the
Exactly.
game was
So
being
why
made.
would they want to stay with like bits and pieces when they get to stay with some whole
Yeah.
company
But
altogether?
Ubisoft could just have Oblivion make it. Like they could just say, "Hey, Oblivion, make another."
Mike
one."
just dropped the mic, guys.
Like,
No.
Drop-
It's not
no,
like
drop.
Oblivion's like
no,
not a
that's
studio.
not true. I mean, just, Matt
be true.
Parker,
It might be
Trey
true.
Parker, and Matt Stone were like, we're not feeling these guys. They're not feeling us.
I don't think they were speaking about Oblivion. I think they were speaking about the process of making a video.
I don't know.
And
They I think they can.
scene.
They're all over the place. They can say things without saying things. You know what I mean? They do all the time with South Park.
That was for you, Ian.
And then right after that, we had the lovely yet incredibly boring
God, it was awkward and embarrassing.
Square.
How the mighty have fallen. Wow. It seemed like, what do you think, like 100 people in the room?
I
Not
swear,
even?
it seemed like there was like 50 people in that room.
It seemed a little, it was
Yeah.
definitely the most depressing of the bunch.
And the audience wasn't mic'd, so
Yeah.
it took all of them clapping really hard to hear a little bit of clapping.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I was super excited to see Kingdom Hearts footage. I know that game's still not coming out for like another 2
It
years.
looks great.
But I'm
Looks
really,
great.
really excited for Kingdom Hearts. But outside of hearing them talk more about Tomb Raider and more about, like, it was more
Fucking,
about
like,
everything that they were showing had been somewhere else
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciated the 20 minutes of them jerking each other off of Nier.
Well,
It's like,
But-
this game,
but
it's like,
I love Platinum more than anything. So even though they were jerking themselves off, I like knowing that Platinum is. Dude, Platinum had 2 games.
You were happy they were
Isn't that
jerking each
weird?
other off.
They have a dope
man.
dope Transformers looking game.
I can't believe they didn't get
A
any
dope
proud.
looking Transformers
They
game,
had
and they have
conference
Nier
stuff?
too.
No
but
conference with
that wasn't in any conference.
That's
It
I
was
know,
crazy.
isn't that weird?
It was always that was on nothing but the YouTube
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
broadcast, whatever.
That might be interesting to bring up since we are kind of wrapping it up. Big press conferences. What was like some games out there that didn't get any show?
Tony Hawk, Transformers, and Rock Band 4. I think it's super weird that
Yeah.
none of those games showed up on a stage.
Twisted Metal too. I remember hearing Twisted Metal David Jaffe talking
Well,
about
did-
how it got leaked. Did that anything come to fruition?
what?
of
It
that?
wasn't Twisted. It wasn't
Right?
It wasn't Twisted Metal.
Did you see that though? Like
it
there was a
for,
tweet that David Jaffe said something
It
about.
was for a different game. It's
Okay.
for a different
Was he
game.
teasing?
Was he
us?
just confirming, like, hey, this isn't Twisted Metal?
Maybe, I don't know.
It
I hadn't
probably,
heard
it
anything
probably
about
was. It's not
this.
for Twisted Metal. It's Sweet Tooth and another
I-
game that's being made.
Oh.
from
I
another
also
company.
think it's weird that Sony didn't
Mortal
show off
Kombat.
any Drawn to Death, since Drawn to Death was playable at PSX, and at the very least, it was playable back then, even though if it's in a... I mean, he was doing a very, very, very early look at it, so maybe they're not comfortable showing stuff
It's
yet.
changed a lot.
But it
Yeah.
was weird that it was in the beginning montage video, but they didn't show or even talk about it. I thought that was a bit weird.
Well, I mean, I think it's different because PSX was displaying everything they're working on. So it's
True.
it's
It was weird that it was in the montage and that it just didn't get brought up. But
I mean, this
I think Tony Hawk, Transformers,
I'm excited, dude.
and Rock Band 4 are weird games to have not shown up on anyone's stage.
Because
Did Metal Gear Solid get shown up on a stage?
No,
Yeah,
well,
but
it was
that-
only on YouTube show.
And that also makes sense because who comes out and talks about it?
Yeah. They don't want him to talk about it, and Konami wants to just get their money.
Konami's
and
not
get
going
it
to
over.
send some stranger out there.
Kojima.
None of the Kojima guys are used to
Which-
coming out
which,
and
by
talking.
the way,
Kojima's
still
not gonna
looks
talk
awesome.
about it. No one can come out and talk about that game and do it justice, and so it makes sense that wasn't on anyone's stage.
I'm a horrible Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear player, like hardcore. I'm like fucking terrible, but
I love those
I
games.
love playing those
And
games.
Ground Zeroes, while it was a weird, disappointing prologue thing, it played in better than any Metal
Yeah.
Gear's ever played.
If
And
you-
so
I-
it like
I'm excited to go back and play that.
a
now.
real game that plays like Ground Zeroes
Yeah.
is exciting.
There's there's more content than you think there is there still too. Like,
True.
if you go through and play back through it over and over.
But it was more a promise of things to come, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm down for the next
Cool.
game.
Cool, man. So we're gonna kind of wind down a little
Yeah.
bit.
I thought it was a good E3.
E3. I mean, we've done this for a couple years in a row now. We all satisfied?
I think I think last year's E3 was like, look at all these things that might come,
Yeah.
and then we haven't seen anything about them, so it seemed great at the time, and afterwards you can look back and go, oh yeah, nothing really came out of any of that yet. Next year we'll probably see all the stuff we saw last year. This year felt like it was a little less low key in the moment, but we'll be thinking about this in more like afterwards more fondly.
It seemed like I know E3 is not really a place where it's like, check out what's coming out this year. It's more like what's coming out in the future.
Promissory
But
notes.
I was excited that Microsoft was like, here are our games that are coming out, with the next
No.
within this year.
I like that everyone surprised me. Everyone during all of them,
some point.
even the shitty ones, at some point in time showed me something I didn't know existed, didn't see coming, and surprised me completely. I think that's super cool. That's,
Shitty
that's
ones-
what you want out of E3. You want to go like, why, what?
Yeah.
But-
and
but-
like they all did that.
Shitty ones being
Like Ubisoft and Swear.
okay. So best Ubi,
Low bar.
best SquareSoft.
What do you mean, like Kingdom Hearts?
Sure.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing out of it.
Best. Well, it's give me best Ubi, best EA.
Best EA was the Battlefront footage they showed. Ubi, I think, actually, oddly enough, was the Rainbow Six thing because it just looked like co-op Splinter Cell. and especially, Kingdom Hearts. by
I'll give
far.
some love to Ubi. I appreciated the Wildlands, Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Open world, kind of fun. It seemed like the
looked-
Division.
Why am I completely forgetting?
Really?
this?
That was
the
like,
one
yeah,
you-
the same thing they showed. Like
That's the
the
one
game.
you-
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh,
then.
okay.
Yeah. I thought that was that's the co-op
That's
Splinter
not-
Cell I'm talking about.
Alright.
Yeah, he thought you're getting Rainbow Six.
Because it was,
Yeah.
I think it was titled Ghost Recon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wildlands.
Did I say Rainbow Six? I meant Ghost Recon. Yeah, I think that game
Dude,
looked awesome.
right, dude? Fucking.
And
That might have overshined the Division for me. It seemed like
Yeah.
Division's
yeah,
almost.
it was kind of weird. Yeah.
I've secretly loved the last 3 Splinter Cell games. Like that game fell out of grace, but the last 3 are the best they've ever made, and some of the best stealth games
Yeah.
to ever be made. In a weird, like it's weird, but no one plays them. That game looks like they learned a lot from a Splinter Cell game and adapted it to something else rather than vice versa.
All right, Ian. Best Ubi, best EA.
Best Ubi. I'm
Sorry,
so
Ubi.
psyched. I'm so psyched for Rainbow Six because I want to play that with everybody.
Yeah.
And then
Be fun, man.
for Square.
Siege looks cool.
EA.
Oh, EA, Battlefront, because I
Yeah.
didn't care very much anything else. Oh no, Zombies versus whatever.
Fuck
right.
off.
No, I don't want that. It's stupid.
I don't want to be a dick, but like they didn't show too much of it for me to kind of like really pigeon myself to Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm intrigued.
I like knowing that it
I
has
don't
a
know what it
name.
is.
You know, the
I'm
team
glad
that's
it's there.
working on this is the team that did the multiplayer for 3, and I think the multiplayer for 3 was spectacular and original, and the types of powers they were coming up with and the classes and stuff.
Yeah,
I liked
dude.
that those guys, arguably the most creative thing about 3, are the dudes heading up this
I'm
game.
gonna say I might put myself out there. Mass Effect might be one of my favorite last gen experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
I don't know.
say-
That's putting yourself out there. That's a pretty.
That's
popular
not-
opinion.
what-
Is that safe? That might be
Yeah.
playing it safe.
It's super safe,
I
but
want to put myself out there. I like
Yeah.
Super Mario World on the on the Super NES.
I'm gonna go out there.
you know what's weird though? It's like I played Mass Effect way later on. That was when it was over and whatever. And Mass Effect 2 like sucked me in. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, this game is fucking awesome. I even enjoyed going to like different planets and like mining whatever. what was
Scanning
there.
planets, dude. I'll
Scanning
defend that till the day I
There you
die.
go. There you go. It was so good.
Yeah, I
I'm
did
like,
a shit ton of that, and I don't know why.
I
but
play
Yeah.
I play a game that was just that. I
Yeah.
play a $15 downloadable game that's
Yeah,
only scanning.
that's pretty
planets.
much that's
no
that's
Man's
No
Sky.
Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. So fuck you.
No. Okay, if that is No
Just
Man's
fucking-
Sky, then I
just fuck
play
this
it.
guy, bro.
But
Yeah,
it's just
right?
a fucking screensaver, bro.
No,
Dude,
no, man.
interactive screensaver.
It's-
Thank you very much. I'll be there day one.
It's like hitting the up
If you
arrow
if
to
you
go
watch
forward. and
watch
then-
them playing it, it's like destructible you can destroy the
Yeah,
environment.
Minecraft with a screensaver.
I know, but every time he destroyed something, like you saw things coming towards him, like he was collecting stuff.
yeah, Minecraft.
So I mean, I'm just
Isn't it weird that Fortnite wasn't on anyone's stage?
Whoa. Yeah.
Fuck's Fortnite.
Because
Fortnite was that a boss key?
They
But that
announced
was,
it like a million years ago.
I don't know if that was
Yeah.
boss key, but that was Cliffy B. It was
Well,
going to be his.
It was
Oh, he was
not
on
necessarily
YouTube.
him. It was
It's-
it was
it's
Epic's
Blue,
game,
Blue
and then
Streak
it
now.
disappeared, and everyone wasn't sure if it was
Yeah.
vaporware or not. And now people have been playing real demos and talking about it, and it clearly exists. It's weird that wasn't on anyone's.
Yeah.
stage.
Well,
And it was on
considering
YouTube.
how much is out there to play and exist.
I
well
think-
for the most part, it's PC. It's
PC
not
only.
necessarily console.
Yeah, but
To
it's
be
also
fair-
Epic, and Epic's gonna put that on the
for
console.
people
It's not
listen-
Epic.
people listening at
Yes, it
home,
is.
we did bypass.
Cliffy stuff.
No, it's not Cliffy.
Oh yeah, we're
It's,
talking
it
about.
was. He was talking about it when he worked for Epic. It's a Epic game.
Oh okay, sorry, I'm talking about Cliffy's games.
Oh no.
Oh, because Blue Streak's like for the most part, it's PC stuff.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
And
Yeah.
we're out.
Twitter guys? No. I think we're gonna wind down ever so smoothly.
Oh, I would say, hold on. Ubisoft for me. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. And EA would probably be go fuck yourself. It's probably going to be, I don't know, a Mirror's Edge. I'm down for Mirror's Edge. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Catalyst.
Yeah.
I expect to be. I expect to not.
Again, this is for me, so
I
go
expect
fuck
to
yourself.
not be able
All
to play
of
that
you.
game. Mirror's Edge for me, like I could not.
Oh,
play
did it make you sick?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It was just like
No.
a little too much.
I know a lot of people like because
A
I
little too
worked
much
at Game
flipping
Crazy at
action
the
going
time.
on. A little too much. It's just
The
like,
Oculus Rift version is
Would you rather the
awesome.
NBA 2K16?
I would, bro. It's me
Dude, it's about your swag offside the court and inside the court.
dick. NBA 16. I'll play it. Download the fucking.
Let me get that. That's your
motherfucker
EA.
over here.
I think that game looks sick.
Dude,
Yeah.
Hoop God.
Thank you.
I'm downloading him today.
Hoop God NBA Live. Bro.
Well, it was nice to
fuck
finally
that
s-
game. And fuck you.
Wait, is that a different game? NBA Live?
That is a different game.
Oh, I didn't
Hoop
know
God.
that.
Hoop God's a different guy.
Is he like the
NBA 2K.
Is he like the hidden character like an
Hoop
NBA
God.
Jam?
I don't even know who the fuck that is. Hoop God.
He's just some asshole.
He's just some social media guy. Hoop God, not a, don't listen to our show. Because you don't appreciate it. Dark Side of the Kingdom. Jesus Christ,
We are
dude.
out.
We are teetering on our first 4-hour episode.
No.
Mike Steele.
We are 3 hours and 40 minutes deep.
Damn it. Okay.
Hey, if I end up dead, if I hang myself, you know why. I was editing this episode.
Please give some tweets, anything
some-
likes or Dean, because he does edit all the
It's going to be a
episodes.
rough week, guys. It's going to be a rough week.
Give him some props because he edits everything.
AKA Dean Stone on Twitter.
Twitter,
Yes,
aka Dean
check
Stone.
him out, aka Dean Stone
Let's say,
on
hey,
Twitter.
dude, I'm going to follow you guys. How do I follow you guys on Twitter?
Okay,
can follow
You
me.
can follow
You
Mike.
can't follow.
You can follow.
You can follow Mike.
I am Van Saves Lives on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am a little
Dean.
too rap on Twitter.
You can follow me at the one pariah. That's the number one.
Yes. Show page Darkside Kingdom
Yeah.
at Darkside Kingdom on Twitter.
And mailbag?
DarksideKingdom.com. You can find us some mailbag. We had a great mailbag for this week, but we're hitting 4 hours.
Holy shit.
Stay tuned next week. We'll get more mailbag. We got some questions. People will
Double
wanna-
time.
We'll
we
come
might,
back-
we
we'll
might
come back
phone
with the
Mike
guys.
in for the mailbag.
Yeah, right. We'll get this, Mike. Pleasure having you back on, sir. It's been good.
Thank you very much. I always
Hopefully-
enjoy talking you through with you, Joe.
Hopefully, we won't wait a year until we get you back in
Mike.
the studio.
I'm glad you were here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Usually
Okay.
we butt heads, but
Before we go, Percy.
somehow.
We had enough. Of
There's
back
some
and forth.
natural. There's some natural.
Like I said, it's less of a friendship, more of a brotherhood.
There you go.
I like it. Just
Keep
keep
get
it.
some next on that.
You guys are keeping each
Boom.
other. You guys are keeping each other honest.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. So yeah, cool. DarksideOfTheKingdom.com.
Yes.
Check us out, guys, on iTunes. We did get a new iTunes review. We appreciate that. We'll
Thank
share
you.
that next week. But give us some iTunes reviews, guys.
More
It's
iTunes
kinda,
would be
you know,
awesome.
yeah, man.
Please find us on Facebook
Good times.
at Dark Side of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Again, Twitter at Dark Side Kingdom.
Yeah.
Check us out on our website, darksideofthekingdom.com.
Yeah.
You can check out our mailbag. See we post sometimes, barely ever.
Check out jimandthem.com.
you
That's
can
my
check out-
podcast.
you
We've
can
been doing
check out-
it for 8 years. It's
You
spectacular.
can check out Mike Steele.
I'm not.
It's,
Hey, dude. Hey, man. 400 episodes.
400. We celebrated our 400th episode.
Holy
and our
shit.
8-year
Hey,
anniversary
Mike.
last
Translate
week.
that into seasons. We do seasons around here. What do you think?
third-
14 seasons.
Yeah, 14 seasons. 14 seasons of 2 movies.
Yeah, I like
Mike
that.
Steele is the Simpsons of.
Yeah, there's a reason why why episodes that I'm on are always super long because I do 3.5
I enjoy.
hours
Hey,
these
man.
every week.
I
Motherfucker,
enjoy
well,
Jim
shut
and
the
them.
fuck up.
I enjoy Jim and them.
Dean's a Patreon supporter.
I am a Patreon supporter.
Whoa!
Guys, go to Patreon/Jim
Support
Jim
it,
and
man.
them.
and them to help support
Support the crew.
Jim and them.
Yeah.
And then
Thank you
maybe in the
very much.
future you may want to check out patreon.com/darksideofthekingdom.
We'll get there one day. I feel bad. Like I'm not quite. I think I'm technically Jim and them scum. I don't know if I am. I don't know what the 11.
I think you're in the $5 tier.
What's
I
like the
believe.
11? I'm the $7 tier.
Oh, you are? Then you get all the shows. and
Okay, cool.
The only thing you're missing is the movie
I
commentary. You
appreciate
get all
that.
the
I
bonus
appreciate
shows,
that.
man.
I'll get there
Well, since
eventually.
he's a friend of the show. He should get that,
Hey, dude.
get a kickback. You know?
I should. You guys should supplement the extra $3 from the Jim and them scum to.
What I can do
tier.
is I can just give you my login.
Hey,
and
dude.
then you can
Hey,
listen
dude.
to the
I'm all about the
commentaries.
cause.
when it comes to Jim and them, Mike
I
still
mean, you're
has
already
no
supporting. I'll just
say
give you my
at
login and you
all.
can
It's
listen to the
Mike
commentaries.
at Jim and them.
Guys.
Password is password1 forever.
Dude, everybody that listens to, I mean, we've got some Jim and them stragglers. We appreciate you guys. Mike brought some people over. We appreciate
We really do. Thank
Mike
you
Steele.
so much for listening to us. It was awesome.
And I'll be
E3.
plugging you guys again on the show, and so I'm sure you'll
Nice.
get a little bump.
Mikey,
We'll get a little. We'll get the small bump.
Mike
Get a
Steele,
small key bump.
Thank you for doing
So
it.
guys,
I really
Dark Side of the
appreciate it.
Kingdom. Check us out next week. Actually, every other week we're doing that, but
Bi-weekly?
we'll figure it out bi-weekly. And
Bi-weekly.
we'll be back, man. So
We'll be
thank you
back.
guys.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much. Check us out and everything, and we'll see you next time.
Chill.
Cheers.
What?